Welcome back to Tabletop Titans for another epic game of Warhammer 40k, 9th edition. I'm bringing the Custodes here, which I haven't done in a long time. We've had Custodes on, but that was Bridger playing them. So I dusted off my Custodes. They're ready. They're shining gold.
That's right.
Ready for the battle here. And we've got a mixed Slaanesh list here, which is some Marines and some Demons. And it's a ton of cool stuff. I actually really like what you put together here.
Thank you.
And we've got this really cool ruined Imperial world. It's the perfect place for a match of Warhammer 40k.
That's right.
It's really fits the theme here. So I'm really excited to see how this performs. I think the Custodes, a really powerful army in 9th edition, but only if you kind of stick to the script. Right. They have like 2 or 3 builds now. The Storm Shield build offers them another way to play, and then the Terminator path is another way to play. I'm not sticking with the script. I'm doing something completely wild and even extremely inefficient. But they're still Custodes, and they can still surprise you if you roll your saves. So the army is actually really different than what you've seen typically. But in typical Custodes fashion, it has a good teeth here. What you've brought, actually, I'm really surprised. It has a really cool mix of combat, board presence, and shooting. It's a very Adrian army.
It is actually a very Adrian army, and I wanted to try something a bit different, mixing some of my favorite parts from the different factions, and it really just plays a lot of the mission really well. So I'm really excited about it, actually.
And it might not look like it, maybe to an unseasoned eye, your army actually has arguably perfect tools to deal with the Custodes, right?
It's true.
Between the spell Death Hex, which removes invulnerable saves, the high strength, high damage of the greater demons and the demon princes. The smites, something like 5 smites across the army, 6 smites. And then the obliterators, which historically, we've played them against the Custodes a couple times, and they earn 1 to 2 times their points value per turn in shooting, right? Oh, you did start them on the board.
I did, yeah.
Oh, okay, sorry. I'm just noticing them there. And
that's the lovely thing about Dawn of War deployment is they can just be up on the board, and they're Alpha Legion, so they don't care about anything.
That's right. And so in fact, in many ways, this is your game to lose.
Yes.
Because you've got really the tools to deal with me. And I've got the unfortunate situation that some armies find themselves in, where I've got to weather a turn of shooting, fighting, psychic before I get to strike. It's like I have to move up and kind of stand there, and then take a beating. And then we have to cross fingers however much army is left, then it has a chance to strike back. And one of the advantages you also have is you have more units to trade. So you could stay safe, pop up some things on objectives. And so you're going to see actually how, if you play badly, my army could sweep yours.
Yeah, totally.
Right? But if you're careful and you trade nicely, I might actually find myself in a checkmate very early on. So we're going to have to see how we can play it.
No pressure.
No, it should be really exciting. So why don't we jump ahead and take a look at the army lists that we've brought today.
Sounds good.
So for my Custodes Day, I am doing something a little different. I brought out 8 of my bikes. Bridger really wanted me to bring 16 bikes. Is that right?
That's true.
Yeah.
True.
He wanted me to bring 16 bikes. I just couldn't do it. It was, it's 1,500 points for those bikes, basically. So I decided to not today.
So instead, you brought the transport.
I brought it, to that point, I brought in a model that I haven't had in a long time. You can see it there. It's the Cronus Grav Carrier. And I've never played it on the channel. I actually own 2 of them.
Yeah, that's right.
And I almost tried to get 2 in the list. I actually have an army that is legitimately interesting that has 2 of them, but it's not this army.
No, they're beached whales. They do nothing.
No, we'll see. I've also got a Bike Captain, and I've upgraded him. He's my Warlord.
Cool.
And I've given him the standard 3+ reroll charge or shackles. And then I've also given him Captain Commander with the Unstoppable Destroyer.
Yes.
So excited about that. He also has the Warlord trait that allows me to advance and shoot within 6 inches. So pretty excited to see how that could work. By the way, this is a Solar Watch army. This is the first time we're ever playing Solar Watch on the channel. So that's the main trick that they have, is this advance and shoot.
Totally.
I've actually also taken the Solar Watch Relic, which is a special talon on my other Shield Captain. I have a Shield Captain on foot. And he has like a special Relic talon. It allows me to fall back, shoot, and charge, which is a nice ability.
What?
It also is flat 2 damage in shooting with 4 shots instead of 2 shots.
Yeah.
And other than that, it's basically the same as like a spear. Or whatever.
Yeah, that fallback shooting charge. That's awesome though.
Yeah,
I love that.
He's just a little dude on foot, so
oh, okay.
he's inside the ground carrier. I also have 2 units of 3 Custodian Guard, all with Storm Shields. Storm Shields are so good.
So crazy.
That's one of the totally interesting builds that I think you could kind of go a little heavy on them. You can't go that heavy on them because the swords still aren't that amazing.
Right.
But as far as like your backbone for holding points, they're honestly can't be beat.
They are brutal to remove. They're so tough to remove.
I'm really into them. Unless you can take away invulns.
Yeah.
Or if you could smite them. Those are 2 really good ways to get them. Or flat 3 damage. That's another.
I'm just gonna have to roll real high on my my blitz, which will be fine.
I always do. You've never haven't.
Well, now we've guaranteed I won't.
I also have 1 unit of 5 Custodian Guard, which just has 2 swords, 3 spears, and they're inside the transport with the captain on foot because it holds 6. So watch out. It's gonna get. I also have 1 palace. I love the palace, and actually I would have put more palace into the army, except I was out of fast attack slots.
Oh really? The bikes, yeah.
The bikes, yeah. And so the palace is fantastic. We actually haven't played it yet in 9th edition, I don't think, and they're still excellent. In fact, if anything, they're almost better in 9th edition than they were in 8th edition.
Yeah, they're one of the better ones from 4th roll too, which is really cool.
Yeah, because they're still cheap. They're like 105 points, and they're crazy fast. And actually, they output a bit of shooting.
What?
Yeah.
They're like the same cost as the buggy?
Well,
they're super cheap.
Don't compare them. Yeah. But the buggy is actually better. So let's not. We shouldn't get into it.
Well, yeah, that's for another time.
Yeah, that's my army today.
All right, well, let's take a look at the heretics for today's matchup. As Brian mentioned, this is a Slaanesh-themed force. I have a patrol, actually I have double battalion, a Chaos Space Marine Alpha Legion battalion, and a Slaanesh Demon battalion. So let's see, let's go ahead and start with the demon side of things. I have 2 Keeper Secrets. Both of them, of course, will be exalted. I'll roll through the powers in just a moment because that's how I like to do it. I've given one of them Soul Stealer, which is the healing sword, relic sword. Which
you love this one.
It's so good, especially on them. And I also give them both the hands, which in this matchup, not going to come up nearly as often. This is when you kill a unit, you can heal D3. But I'm sticking with my guns, and I didn't want to paint up some shields, which would be the one alternative I would consider.
Right.
Then I also have Celeste, which I haven't run them for a while, and so I'm excited to see them on the table.
Still an unbelievably good model.
Such a cool model. And yeah, they're actually quite good.
The whole unit is amazing.
Exactly. So I've got that. I have 3 units of just 10 demonettes, nothing special about them. And then I have one of my favorite units in the Demon Codex, the Chaos Furies. Super cheap little jump troops, and they're of course Slaanesh. They're going to be popping up, doing some objectives and things like that. So that's the demon side of things.
How many points is a Fury? Do you know?
They did go up, but they were like 7 before, and they might be like 9 now.
Whoa.
They're super cheap.
So cheap.
That's really
They're great.
Hoplite Warriors are sad.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start crying. But yeah, they're really, really cheap and efficient. Like anytime I'm always looking for jump troops, right?
They wouldn't be the backbone of your army, but they're like splashing in 2 or 3 of them is really great.
Exactly, and that's what we have here. So I have 2 units of 5. On the Chaos side of things, as I mentioned, Alpha Legion, which we haven't actually even played here ever, I think, on the channel. So this is exciting. My Warlord is Slaanesh Demon Prince, and he has taken the, it's Clandestine, so he's always -1 to hit, melee, shooting, close range,
that's nice.
Things like that. And he has the demon weapon, the Rapacious Talons, which is just the nasty, nasty demon talons, ton of extra attacks. I will be rolling several ones on my demon weapon, so keep an eye out for that.
Yeah, watch out for that.
And then, let's see, Master Possession to buff up those obliterators we've been talking about, as always. Chaos Sorcerer with Jetpack, that's the boy to watch out for Death Hex. And he also has, I think he has Warp Time, I forget. He's kind of my utility guy running around.
Yep.
Got that. 3 units of just cultists, completely bare, nothing.
Yep. Somebody needs to stay home and watch the points.
Exactly. They're gonna stay home and like make little campfires.
Yeah.
And then I have a single little bitty Noise Marine squad, just a 5-man with a single Blastmaster. Had some extra points. They're cute. Brian can think twice about shooting them. And then I have 3 Blitz, Slaanesh, of course.
Those are very scary.
Yeah.
So the things I have to watch out for is generally I have to watch out for his ability to mass smite the same unit.
Yep.
I have to watch out for the obliterators, especially with the double shoot, prescience, veterans. It's
quite nasty.
Very scary.
Yeah.
That's like 4 bikes goes down in 1 shooting phase to them on average.
Right.
So 8 bikes go down in a double shoot.
Yeah.
That's literally 100% of my bikes. So and that's like 700 points they can kill per shooting phase. So you definitely have to watch out for them.
Yeah.
And The demon, the exalted demons are good, but only when paired with Death Hex.
Correct.
Like
yes.
if you get Death Hex up in there, that's another. They'll just wipe a whole squad. Without Death Hex, it's probably not amazing. Like you might kill 1 or 2 Custodes, and then I'll cut you in half.
They're Slaanesh Demons, so they're known for their high rend, which you ignore essentially. And then they also have all their damage is 3 damage. So against bikes, I lose a lot of efficiency. And they're decently tough, but they're not anything crazy. So I also have to be a bit careful with them.
Yeah, I'd say one of my units can take you down to half.
Right.
Maybe a little more if I go hot on the damage rolls. Yeah. And if I've softened you up with shooting, then I could kill 1.
It's true. It's true. Yeah.
All right. It's sure to be an interesting game. What's the mission we're playing today?
Yeah, so we're playing GT Pack 21, which is Surround and Destroy. There are 4 objectives, 1 in each corner. And
then 2 in the center. There's 6.
Oh, there's 6. All right. Well, there's a hold 1, hold 2
objectives.
So this is gonna be really high scoring because it's hold 1, hold 2.
Oh,
that's right.
My favorite. Should we point them out?
Yeah. So in your deployment zone,
I've got these 2 here. This is a Hammer and Anvil or a Dawn of War style deployment zone.
Yeah, we've got 2 in the center here, and then 2 in my deployment zone. 1 there, 1 way back there. We might put some on the second floor for you.
Yeah, I think we'll do that.
To make it a little easier to see.
And then terrain. You want to talk about?
Yeah. So we've got this Imperial City, and we've got a few obscuring ruins here. So 1, 2, 3, and 4 obscuring ruins. Kind of the heart of the board here. And then we've got a few things that have the dense cover rule. So we've got this big one on this side, the little gangway here. Another one on that, and then 1 in the center. We've got a smattering of pipes throughout, including on this side and this side. And they just give the benefit of standard pipe cover.
They're just pipes.
Yeah. So that's the terrain we have here today.
All right, let's take a look at secondaries. Adrian's taking Engage, Mental Interrogation, and Deploy Scramblers. Seems like another Adrian special.
It is the Adrian special. Yeah. And then I've added in Mental Interrogation because I've got lots of characters. I actually have more casts than I need.
Yes.
I've said this before about the Slaanesh powers. There's 3 great powers, another 3 I don't really care about. So you have characters, you're going to be wanting to do stuff with them. So I'm going to be interrogating them, whispering.
And one of the nice things about that power is I have the ability to deny psychic power in a 4-up if a Custodes unit is targeted. Now, you would think this ability is like a character with an 18, you get a point for interrogating it. So it sounds like it's targeting, but it's actually not.
No.
You actually just, the spell basically just says, if there is a character with an 18, you can do it, but you don't actually have to target that character.
Yeah, you're actually the spell you're casting is just the action basically. You're not actually targeting a character.
Yeah. So I cannot use my 4-up deny against mental interrogation.
You're interrogating the warp. That's what's happening.
That's right. I'm just asking in general if someone knows about Brian's deepest secrets.
That's right.
But you do have a regular deny within 12.
I have a regular deny.
Is that from any unit, right?
Not just any Custodes unit, and it's but again, it's just a 2d6 like deny, and it's like if you rolled like a 3 or 4 on it or something, I think maybe we'd try. Yeah.
And Scramblers.
Oh yeah, so Scramblers engage, very fast mobile army. Again, this is where you see the Furies and things come into play. I have
because they are infantry.
They are infantry, and I have deep struck a single unit of demonettes just for that backfield flexibility on Scramblers. Probably later on in the game.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know what I'm thinking? We need to open a Warhammer diner and have the Adrian special. It certainly includes scrambled eggs.
Oh, yeah.
And we have to figure out what the rest of
what is engaging on all fronts? Is that like all the food groups?
Yeah.
I guess.
Engaging on all fronts.
We cut your toast into quarters.
Okay, got it.
We give you all of them.
But we also cut the center out and we throw that away.
Yeah, that's right. No, that's where you put the eggs inside.
Oh my gosh, it's all coming together.
Yeah.
All right, that's our next business.
All right, Brian is taking Grind Them Down, Assassinate, and Abhor the Witch.
So this, I'm going with a very one-track Custodes mind, which is find his characters, kill his characters, and then hopefully kill more in general.
I think it's a great, well, 2 of these are a great plan.
The kill more.
The kill more is...
Listen, if I'm not killing more, I've definitely lost.
For sure, for sure.
And there's no other secondary that would bring me back in the game.
Yeah.
Because all the other ones where I'm trying to be a place or do anything with objective, I have so few units.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
I can't choose to be offside or out of position with anything. Like you could throw Furies and Demonettes, and you could throw 90% of your army offside just for points. I cannot do that with a single unit. I can't afford to. So,
exactly. So
everything has to be about what I need to do to win, and just reinforcing that. So that's my plan.
I dig it. I dig it.
All right.
All right.
Sounds good.
Are we ready for roll-off?
We're ready.
I think so.
All right.
Think so.
Who wants first turn?
Probably give it up.
I would give it up also.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely don't want it.
Oh. Pooja! 3.
Okay.
But
Let's
nobody
do it
goes
again.
first.
Now I'm like, which one? Is he tricking me? Oh, gosh. Ah.
First turn is yours, my friend.
Sounds good.
Because you're not going to be in range to shoot me.
Correct.
And you're not going to be in range to smite me unless you come danger close.
Yep.
And you're not going to be in range to charge me. Well, that would be horrible if you did that.
You're outside of... Are you outside of 32 of the oblitz?
Almost definitely.
Sorry?
Almost definitely.
I think almost definitely
because I'm back as well.
Yeah. Yeah, you're good. Just
So,
making sure.
yeah.
Before you.
So
Cool.
that's it. First
let's
turn
do
can
it.
be yours.
Sounds good. So real quick, because it is going to matter, I'm going to pull up the charts.
Roll for your exalted demons.
Yeah, exactly. May I have 2 dice, please?
You may.
Thank you. I'm going to roll for them because it's more fun. And honestly, the keepers are almost everything's good on the chart.
Yeah, everything's good.
So here is the relic one over here. Whatcha? It's a 2 and a 4. 2 Quicksilver reflexes. This model has a 4+ invuln save.
That's
Very
kind of the best
nice.
one.
And then
gonna
number
be a big
4,
problem.
right? Lightning Flare. When resolving an attack made with melee weapon by this model, an unmodified 6 scores an additional hit.
Fantastic.
So we're
Those
just
are
false
great
upper.
abilities.
So good. And then over here,
This one?
whatcha? It's a 1 and a 5, a 1 Realm Racer, +2 to movement, +1 to advance and charge.
Fantastic.
Awesome.
What
And
a
then
great
number
one.
5, Fear Seeker. This is the one that sucks for this. It's very powerful, but
Yeah.
you're never going to fail morale.
That's true.
Once per morale phase, after you fail morale, I immediately get to move.
Yeah.
So super powerful against some
What?
armies.
Yeah. It's really powerful.
It's actually
crazy.
Yeah, but
if
not
you
here.
can play to it, it's really good.
Yeah, exactly. So cool. Overall, pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm feeling happy about
Yeah,
it.
this one in particular is spot on.
And it was the relic one. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh. Oof.
I'm into that.
All right, that's me. I'm gonna start moving. You have some questions?
Go for it. Yeah, we do have some questions. Thanks, Liam. Hey, Titans. Once the last model for the Primarchs are released, you should have a battle royale to the last one standing. It could be an awesome and brutal fight, most likely pre-Horus Heresy.
We're talking about the Horus Heresy model, Custodes, or sorry, the Horus Heresy Primarch models.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
I think we should do a Fortnite battle royale with them.
Yeah, I was actually trying to get the guys to do like an arena style battle where we do random pairings and then see who actually stands actually on the table. It could be a lot of fun. I've always wanted to collect all of them, so maybe that's an excuse.
Yeah,
What
exactly.
who don't they have so far? Because Lion's just about to come out. They don't
that's
have
the
Khan
one,
yet.
Oh, they don't?
Do they?
I thought they did.
I
could be wrong.
I didn't think they did.
I know very little about Horus Heresy.
They have a lot of them, but I maybe they have Jagatai. I'm not sure. I didn't think so. No, I don't think they do.
Still a few they're missing.
Yeah, there's still a couple they're missing, I think.
So another 5-10 years.
Yeah.
We'll be ready.
Yeah. I'll paint a bunch of them up. It might be fun to do something.
Absolutely.
Thanks, Dungeon Master. Hey, Titans. Hope you guys have a great game. I'm here to watch the demons chop Custodes into glitter. Make it happen, Adrian.
We'll do.
That might just happen.
Here's hoping.
I'm feeling very scared. So we're gonna have to see how it goes.
Yes. So these boys are gonna pop out into the middle and start scrambling. They're making eggs.
Okay, so they're doing their scramblers in the middle
In
of
the
the board,
middle, yeah.
which is brilliant.
Thank you.
Perfect.
That's why I love them. You can
That's
do that.
the way to do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. It is Dark Angel Martin's birthday.
Oh.
So we have a few messages from him. I'll sprinkle them through the show, like a little...
One thing I will say as a birthday present to Dark Angels, Martin, is the Dark Angels just arrived in the studio today.
Wait, really?
Yes. He didn't even know. That's
I
right.
didn't.
They arrived here this morning.
That's amazing.
As a big thanks to our friend who dropped them off today. So we'll figure out when we're going to play them. But I think, what do you think about Tuesday, our members game?
Sure.
I think that's great. So I think we should have Bridger playing them
Yes.
this coming Tuesday. So
That's not what I signed up for.
yeah, I think that's really, really exciting. We have to decide what they're up against. But we'll let you all vote for what they're up against in the Discord. But yeah, please go ahead with Martin's questions.
Yeah, so we'll start with
That's
Martin's
amazing.
first one. Hey, Titans. This is a multi-part message because it's my birthday today.
Oh,
I
yeah.
won't be able to watch live. However, I look forward to seeing the... and we're going to cliffhanger. We'll come back to that.
That's good. That's
Okay.
That was part one. And, I think I can sprinkle it throughout the show.
good.
Thanks,
What a tease.
Ariatha.
What a tease.
Bridger's game plan is clear. He'll charge at you with no fear. He'll probably lose.
gonna
That's
say.
not really news. To predict this, you won't need a seer.
Love it.
Well, it's Brian losing with the Custodes today, so...
Okay, but I'll try to lose not because I'm doing the wrong things, but because
Because
I'm
you
just
brought a
horribly outmatched.
Bad army?
Yeah.
So
never,
stubborn.
ever. This is a cautionary tale. Never bring the beached whale. It looks fun on paper, and then you play it, and you're like, wow, that costs how many points?
It's
And it just
cheaper
explodes
now.
and kills my custodians?
It's cheaper now than it was. I will say it's 265 now, which is, a bit. But yeah. But it's still, like, it used to be well over 300, I think. And so...
It was very expensive.
Yeah.
Really?
I would...
I think we could be surprised.
I would put its value at like 170 points.
No. The weapons...
Are terrible?
No. The weapons are good.
It
just not when you think of how many points I'm
has the
for.
underguns of Custodes.
Which are great.
They're okay.
No, it's good.
They're like fancy heavy bolters, except they didn't get the heavy bolter.
They didn't get the 2 damage, yeah.
So...
Which is a shame.
They're really not.
Anyway, we'll see. We'll see. I'm not counting it out just yet.
Bridger is.
I played games with it.
One of the things to keep in mind is it does explode for D6, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
And Custodes hate
its primary role in your army is to explode on your Custodes.
Yeah. Custodes hate when things explode on them. And one of the things is, because you're playing Alpha Legion, you can spend 1 CP for +2.
Heck yeah.
So that it would explode on a 4-up.
It's a 4-up, yeah.
So if he ever does kill it,
I love it.
It really has a very high likelihood of taking an additional, like, 300 points with it, basically.
So good.
So it's been brought up in the chat, and we should probably mention it. The Apocalypse vote is done.
Oh, yeah, we saw that. Thanks, everyone, for voting, and thanks for all the trickery.
You dang.
y'all Xenich follows over here.
Yeah, the vote appears to have been colluded upon.
Yes. So basically what happens is in first place, you want to say what took first place?
Yeah, so first place was Orcs with 719
votes. The boys. So that's going to be
votes.
Things like Stompas and giant Squigots and
heck yeah.
Just all the planes and buggies and lots of great stuff, lots of trucks and stuff. It's going to be a great game. Now against them, we have a tie. Bridger, what's the tie?
So it's 643 votes, and it is a tie between Tau and Knights and Titans.
Bam.
That's right. So we are debating how to make this decision. I know y'all wanted the 3-way game.
Yeah.
That's
fancy.
That's not going to work. So not only is the rules really wonky and like who has control of what is wonky, but let's say we manage to get a 6 or like an 8x4 table here. We're already going to be stretching fitting models on. Fitting 3 armies at like 10,000 plus points is just not going to be a thing. And I don't know how long the stream's going to be. So yeah, what we're going to do is we're going to pick one of the 2. And actually, one of the ways is I was going to try to decide which we could build a cooler army list with.
Sure.
So we're going to get back to you on that. I don't have the answer. I'm just checking if I have the answer. No, I don't have the answer. Yeah, we'll get back to you. We might just flip a coin. We might roll a dice. We might come up with something. We'll let you know, though.
I was on your side, chat. I wanted Battle of the 3 Armies. I wanted to make it happen.
He was on your side in spirit. He had no idea how to make it happen. He had no practical advice on how we could do it.
Logistically,
he only thought it would be cool if we did do it.
But it would have been awesome. And the rules of Apocalypse are relatively forgiving for it. Like, everybody gets their full turn of activations, and then after everybody's gone, the damage is done. So it wouldn't be as unreasonable as like a 3-player 40k game. But alas,
you say that.
It would have taken like 12 hours.
3-player any game, really.
Both are going to be great. Like the Tau would be things like Taunars and tons of tanks and storm surges and things like that. And the Knights and Titans, of course, it's kind of, I'll be honest, it's the one I'm kind of leaning towards because who doesn't want to see a Warlord on the table? It's true. One of the reasons to even consider Apocalypse. So I'm leaning that way. One of the things that Bridger brought up is if we end up putting like a Warlord and a Reaver and 20 Knights or something on the board,
it's a lot of Knights.
Then it's a lot of points, and it might actually be hard for the Orcs to actually keep up with that number of points, right?
That's true. That's true.
Of like big stuff.
That's a lot. Yeah.
Because a Warlord Titan's what, 6,000 points?
Yeah. I have no idea.
And how much? And a Stompa's not 6,000.
No, it's too many points, but it's not.
A Stompa's like 2,000 points, isn't it?
In regular 40k?
APOC type
I have no idea. Yeah.
I think it's roughly a Warhound. Yeah, 2,000.
Okay.
Maybe a little bit more. Maybe it's like
I think it's a little less, actually.
I forget how they translate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're going to have to double check. It should be
We'll
fun.
just have to make more orc tanks.
Yes.
Get looting. We do have some Bane Blades, I see.
No, don't leave my Bane Blade.
For the
Just
one
stick
show.
a grot on top.
Yeah.
It's like,
All right, I'm all moved around, sir.
all right.
Not too much. We just popped out here. We're going to scan here. I ended up advancing these guys for the engage on all fronts.
Ooh, very
which I
nice.
very nearly forgot. I moved these guys over. We'll probably try to warp time them to move them a little bit further up on the point.
Okay.
And that's pretty much it. I just
like
kept the blitz back because, yeah, I can't shoot anything this turn. And I went ahead and I just put some cultists right in front of them so that you're not going to charge me first turn, but in the future I want to potentially say you're going to have to kill the screens before you charge them or make that harder for you. Things like that.
Generally, this is a good tactic that even if you don't need to do this turn, there's no harm to you to do it, and you might want it in the next turn. So it's almost just you remembered it now. It's a good reminder.
Exactly.
Might as well do it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right. So let's do some psychic, shall we?
Bring it.
All right. So I'm realizing I don't think there's any characters, but you never know. Is there a bike captain here?
Yeah, he's the one with the stripes on top.
This guy right here.
Yeah.
All right. Sounds good. So.
Ooh.
Danger close.
It's only 18, isn't it?
Yeah, 18.
Yeah. Yep. Would you mind if I move up? I'm good either way.
Yeah, go for it, dude.
All right, sounds good. Because I'm just an inch out. All right, sounds good. And then, so we'll try for that. We're going to not prescient. Well, no, we're not going to need prescience because nobody's going to be shooting and nobody that can benefit from it is going to get charged. So I think that's it. Let's start with mental interrogation.
Okay.
Target your captain. So here we go. Ah.
That's too high for my. That's too rich for my blood. That's 3 points.
So that's 3 points there.
Okay.
And yeah, honestly, well, we've got the Delightful Agonies, right? So we can buff something up with that. She's most likely to take a charge right now, so we're gonna go ahead and put Delightful Agonies on her.
Who's that one coming from?
I had it written down, but let's say she knows it.
Okay.
Here we go. So a 6.
I actually don't know. I don't know the Slaanesh power.
So there's and
like,
this is a spell that exists in 2 books. So I'm never sure if it's different or the same or whatever. So one moment on that, and then after that,
what else does she have?
nothing useful.
Okay.
Yeah.
You don't want to risk a bunch of perils?
To do what?
I don't. Just roll some dice. Just roll some dice.
Just roll some dice.
Just roll some dice. See if you get any doubles.
All right, here.
Brian's really
let me check
putting
this.
the pressure on.
I'm
today.
for sure going to be perils
with this many casts, I think.
Yeah,
I think
exactly.
It's all but
Let's
guaranteed.
pull another book. Yeah, sorry guys. So demons.
I think that we're gonna have to see. The obliterators are so scary.
What, are you casting it from Slaanesh or from Emperor's Children?
From demons.
Okay, and then it's Warp Charge 5 and gives a 6-up, Feel No Pain.
Thank you. Okay.
It's the reverse for Chaos Space Marines. It's Warp Charge 6 and gives a 5-up Feel No Pain.
Because it's a way better spell. Yeah. Okay, so she's got the 6-up Feel No Pain. Thank you, chat. That all looks good there. I have. She will put the -1 to hit on the captain.
Sorry, this one?
Yeah.
So if she did a psychic action, can she do another one?
For psychic, no.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're done with the action, but it takes away all your powers. So she's done there. We're done here. Again, you're not going to be shooting them, so I don't need to give them the 4+ invuln right now or the rerolls. So yeah, I think
that's about it.
I think that's it. It's a very exciting turn. Shooting done. That's me.
Wow, you did a turn.
I know, I did a thing.
And you did manage, so you're up on this point here, but you didn't quite get up on that
No, you're
point.
right. This is my warp time. I did forget a spell.
Time.
Watcha! So it goes off on a 9. That's from here onto here. And then we will advance them. So they're going to go 6 + 4, so we're going to go 10.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah.
Let's just get you up on that point.
Exactly. And actually, we can engage on another front, and why not?
Why not, indeed?
Why not?
Okay.
You do have to be holy. Oh, you're good.
Yeah, out of the center.
Okay, that's a turn.
That'll do it.
So it's going to be the Custodes.
Oh, yes.
Turn 1.
Take it away, sir.
So 2 points to Adrian.
3 points to Adrian. Because I engaged on all the fronts.
Oh, you engaged on every front?
Yeah.
Because of his warp time.
Because I got a 10 on that 10 on that advance. Yeah.
All right.
Right?
Give Brian his command point.
Thank you. That's good.
Man, I'm pressing so many buttons. All these buttons are getting pressed.
Exciting.
All right. Thank you, Jay Brown. Hey, guys. Looking to start collecting Tau again. I got into the hobby with them 10 years ago when I would just dunk the models in a paint pot. Best sept for long range? Forge World spam? Or maybe Fire Warrior spam. I don't really... FW.
Oh, that's Fire Warriors. So the best sept for long range, like people...
Or can.
Yes,
Plus
but
4-inch range.
In theory.
That's only to heavy weapons. So it doesn't impact the Fire Warriors. So it depends what your fire warriors are equipped with. The problem is you could do the custom set, but that's only plus range to assault weapons, and their weapons are also rapid fire. And so if you take their assault weapons, they're short range to begin with. So you see, it's not perfect.
I don't think we have a good answer. Although, if you're going Fire Warrior spam, you should be Tassep just to bring the dude guy. The guy?
Dark Strider.
Dark Strider.
Is who you're talking about.
Dark Strider. What a cool guy.
Because he gives them all buffs and lets them fall back. Well, lets one unit fall back.
Yeah, he's great.
So talk to me about your obliterators. They have how much?
So they have 24-inch range. They move 4, and I could warp time them in theory.
Okay, and where? So they get total of 30-inch range? Or
32.
32-inch range.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. This is the other Martin. This is Custodes Martin.
What up?
Hey Titans, honored to have been inducted into the ranks of the Custodes by Shield Captain Bridger. I now know what my next 40k army will be.
Ah, there you go.
That's what you get. You say good things about Custodes, I just make you one. It's that easy.
And you say bad things about Dark Angels, Bridger makes you one. I dig it.
No, I just appreciate you more if you do that.
That's true. That's bonus points.
And thanks again, 2 in a row. What color scheme would you choose instead of the traditional gold? I have alerted the Inquisition to heretical aspersions cast on... Is there a part 3? Oh, there is a part 3.
Gosh darn it. If you weren't going to go pure gold...
You know what I like?
Yeah.
I think it looks real slick.
Yeah.
But it's hard to do.
Mm.
Shadow Keepers. If you paint them black...
Yeah.
And then gold highlights...
Yeah.
It looks
really cool.
real good, but it can also look real bad, so be careful.
I actually have a heretical project for a friend of mine. It's kind of a long-term thing where he wants silver and black Custodes, and it looks real sexy. Like, it's totally heretical, but it looks so good. So
yeah,
you could also do like a primary color, meaning all the gold. You make like red, for example, and then just do some gold trim, and just go like totally into that. So could be cool.
Could be cool.
Yeah.
All right, let's get to the second half of that.
Sounds good.
So heretical aspersions cast on the Golden Legion by the so-called Dark Angel Martin. All Imperial citizens
Martin
should
Wars.
report any sightings to the nearest inquisitorial office.
This is true.
I agree.
Yeah, just check out, you guys. It's all online. You can find your local Inquisitor's office. Come by, say hi anytime.
Well, be careful if you stop by too often.
Too often or like too late or too early. Just don't do anything. Actually, just don't go there at all.
Just be careful. All right. All we're saying is be careful with the Inquisition because they'll take you. They'll snatch you up.
Nobody ever expects it.
Yeah. You know too much. All right. Let's get another Dark Angel Martin one in here. Now, I don't remember where we left off, but we were mid-sentence. Chocolate Coin Boys fail some charges, and Bridger explained the transhuman is the only issue standing between them and competitiveness. Segue to...
Oh, gosh. Yeah, do what you need to do, Brian, for placing it.
I'm just going to do this all show. It's going to be great.
Do you think that's the only thing stopping them from being competitive?
Which one?
Or more competitive?
What, did they fail charges?
Custodes. No, he said permanent transhuman.
Oh, no.
Is that what he said?
It's a joke. Like, permanent transhuman would be great. I think it would fit the narrative. Like, they should be more durable than they are.
Yeah.
They're crazy durable, but they cost so many points that they're not sufficiently durable to be played as a normal army.
Yeah.
So they kind of have to be like one-trick ponies, and you have to really punch your opponent in the face really hard. But no, that's not the only thing that can make them viable. I think if they legitimately had better weapons than everybody else, like they should, then they could be fine.
And it is one of those armies where we're talking about things that you can improve about them rather than reducing points, because they should be an elite army. They should be, cool and tough and not too many models. And so in some cases you say, let's just reduce the points. But then if you start having a ton of Custodes and they start getting to be comparable to like prices of Space Marines,
they just end up being Space Marines.
Yeah, exactly.
Golden Space Marines.
Yeah.
Which nobody wants.
No.
Nobody wants more Space Marines.
Nobody wants.
Yeah. Okay.
You good?
Yeah.
You good?
Like, I don't know. We'll see what's going to happen here. But
I forgot how fast your jetbikes move.
They move
14.
Jetbike.
I thought they were
speed.
slower. Excuse me. Real jetbikes move 16.
I mean, these are chonky. These are like the Harley Davidson.
I thought they were even chonkier. And
of
12.
jetbike.
It's fine. No, there's not like big mistake here, but.
All right, you ready?
Are you?
Let's play some Warhammer.
Houston time.
So yeah, I'm gonna skip the psychic phase today, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna go with The thing is, okay, I want to kill this one.
Yeah.
and I have a lot of combat.
You do have a lot
Here.
of combat.
And I probably could kill it with combat.
Yeah.
So should I also waste any of my shooting on it? Probably not.
I'll go ahead and tell you no.
No.
Because there's also -1 to wound in shooting.
Oh.
You'd be wounding on 6s.
Do they both have that?
That's a native. Yeah.
Oh, they native have -1 to
Native
shoot.
have that.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
It's really good. Yeah.
That's just a thing that they all keepers have?
Yeah.
Wow, they're really good.
They are good.
-1 to wound?
Yeah.
Why?
Why not?
Because it's too good. I'm going to shoot this one. Now, I hear what you're saying, that it's still -1 to wound, and now it's a 4-up save.
Correct.
But I do need to start getting through it.
Wait, but Brian,
Totally
there's like
fair.
a million obsec
Totally
bodies standing out.
I'm talking about with the palace first. And this this is a gun that rerolls all wounds against monsters.
Sounds good.
Oh, just vehicles.
Just vehicles.
Oh,
No, just vehicles.
lame.
So actually,
You were like monsters and
Vehicles.
vehicles and no.
Because it's the same as the Custodes melter rule.
yeah.
Which is also
Reroll wounds
vehicles?
against vehicles.
Well, that one makes sense.
Oh man.
'Cause
So now it's really not worth it.
The palace is also basically melta,
Yeah, of
but like Custodes melta, not real melta.
course.
Fine. So we're just gonna put 6 shots into these.
I'm being told.
Yeah.
It's just in. -1 to wound is the exalted power.
Okay. What am I thinking of then?
I think you're thinking Sigmar. In Sigmar, they're -1 to wound from something.
No, they have something innately. So let me pull that up before we get too far.
Okay. And there's
-1
T7.
to
right?
hit in combat is.
Oh, it's
innate.
in combat.
Minus -1 to hit.
in combat.
That's much worse.
That's way worse.
Okay.
Well, it's bad for you, Brian. Actually, because you're
No.
gonna lose a lot of efficiency.
You're not
You
wrong.
need all of your attacks to wound to kill her in combat.
Yep.
So
All right. I'm gonna shoot
yeah, let's do it.
this one. I'm just dealing with it. Okay.
Yep.
2 shots on 2s. In
Nice.
style. So you're T7, right?
You got it.
Strength 8.
I'm strength 7, my man.
Oh,
Oh, so one wound.
Yeah.
This is a 4-up. He's good.
Yeah.
She's good. They're
Okay.
good.
That's all the shots from the palace.
Nailed it.
So let's see what this Cronus can do. Okay, so
Coronas.
it's literally the exact same gun. So I will put it again, try to plink a few wounds.
yeah.
And then I'll put the Elastris bolt cannon just into the cultist right in front of me.
Okay. Sounds good.
I think that's the right answer. I don't think there's better people to put it into. Yeah,
Yeah.
cultist right in front. Okay, so here we are.
Dig it.
On 2s, we're rolling 1s.
Yup.
Great.
Cool.
1 wound, unfortunately.
Oh man. And this is 4-up. Nope.
Okay, flat
And
3.
then Flat 3. 6s. Whatcha? Sorry. Yeah. No 6s. That was on this one.
Mhm.
So yeah, just go straight through.
And, oh, because you did cast it onto that one.
Yeah, I put it onto this one. The one.
So
that,
I was shooting this one.
Yeah.
Okay, so it didn't have 6s.
Correct.
Got it.
well, he didn't
right.
roll any 6s. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I got you.
Yeah.
Cool deal.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so just 6 shots. Here I am on 2s, rolling my 1s. And then, oh, great.
Wow.
And then on 2s.
You got it. And you rend?
Yeah, enough to kill you.
Sounds good.
So just 4 of them go down.
4 die.
I have some swords back there
Uh-huh.
that I brought up. So
Those
3
are
shots.
4, 6.
12-inch range. Are you in 12?
Yeah, actually, can you measure? I think I was in 12 at the front rank, but I don't know if you pulled a bunch. So,
You should, well, yeah.
so 1, 2, the back one's out, looks like.
Yep.
So 2 of them.
That's good. Dropping cultists everywhere.
It's 2
One.
shots each.
Yeah.
Right, because they're
Cool.
pistols.
So I hit 3 times and 3 wounds.
Sounds good. -1 at least.
Yep.
Nope.
Oh, no, they have no
Oh,
AP.
AP 0.
It's the spears that
man.
have AP.
6s.
So 2 die.
Oh, get out of here.
Yeah.
I do have 3 swords in range here of your Furies.
No. Those are my babies.
Okay, they all hit.
Cool.
And then 3s.
Got it.
Oh, okay.
Jeez Louise. 5 up in volts.
All right.
So 1 Fury.
1 Fury goes down.
Up.
All right. Now we have lots of little shots.
Yeah.
So we're gonna take the. How many shots do we need to put into each one of these people? Okay, so how many do I have? 1. I have 2 that are in rapid fire of her. So I'll put 2 rapid fire into her.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
And then I will put maybe 1 rapid fire into them.
Okay.
And then I'll put 1 rapid fire into this one here.
I like it.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Or actually, that one back this way. So nothing into this one.
Yeah.
So 2, 1, and 1.
Cool.
Okay.
Sounds good.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Let's just kill those cultists first.
Yeah.
On 2s. Okay, great.
You're trying not to. My gosh. Okay.
And then on 3s?
Yep.
Okay.
All right, whole bunch of 6s. Come on, 6s. They're dead.
Okay, great. Now into the Furies on 2s.
Yes.
Great. Good thing I have this
Not
captain.
rolling super well today, Brian.
No, we're warming up. We're warming up.
Yeah, get in there, get in there.
Let's get it. Let's get it. On 3s. Okay. Oh, jeez.
What?
There's a lot more 2s than I thought.
And then 5s. Nice. So 3.
So 2 left.
You got it.
All right, and then into the demon. 3, 6, 9, 12. So here we are into the demon.
Yep.
Okay. Healthy number. Oh, I just wanted. Was it too much to ask to get 100% accuracy? What's the point of having golden armor if you're gonna miss once? On 5s.
On 5s, let's do it.
That's where I really want a Trajan.
Right.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
Hey, man.
8.
That's
Listen, it's all good.
That's good. That's good. All right, here we go. Come on, 5s. I mean 4s. Oh, jeez Louise. Well, that sucks.
Thank you.
So 4 and 7. Wow. So I'm at 5.
Really, really, really into that.
Yeah, that was
You know,
ridiculous.
I feel so warm inside.
That was so gross.
Man, if even one more of those 3 damages gone through, I'd be really excited. Okay,
Jeez.
so
yeah.
listen.
Oh, sorry, 6. 13 minus 7 is 6. Haha.
There you go.
Okay, so the bike captain. So here's, I don't want, like, popping a few extra shots is cute, but just going for pure efficiency here is probably smart. Yeah, she's already bracketed, right? So, and I'm not gonna kill her. No. Not with half my shots.
No.
Okay, bike captain. He can't split fire either. So, bike captain will. I want to kill those Furies also. What's their leadership? Oh, bunch, because they're right next to.
Correct.
Or no, because they're not. Are they Slaanesh
They are
demons?
Slaanesh,
They
yeah.
are Slaanesh. Okay.
You can make them. You make them whenever you want.
Okay, I am rapid fire into there. So.
Sounds good.
It's such a waste, but it's good to kill the Furies.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, because they're obscured to me. I was going to put the bike captain there, and I really should have, to wipe the Furies on both sides.
Right.
So, 12 shots to kill 2 Furies. You know what I mean? It doesn't feel good. What can the Furies actually do that I would be worried about?
Right.
They can't get you Scramblers next turn.
Correct.
They could get on a point, but nowhere meaningful. I'm going to let them go.
Okay.
I'm just going to put everything into the
sounds good.
into the greater demon. So here we are into the demon. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Just making everything as sure as I can.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's the way to do it, I think.
And I'd rather kill it on one go without you interrupting. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a lot of 1s, Captain.
Wow.
Okay.
Okay.
Every time, it's always 1, right? The first time I used to play my bikes, I was playing them like Bridger said, like in big 8, 9-man squads, and I would like roll like 200 dice, and I wouldn't miss any. And now I can't do it with just 12.
You got spoiled, you know?
I am spoiled.
All
So
right,
4.
5s. Nice. All right. 4 saves on 5s. Nope. And 6s.
Adrian.
I know. My dice are
What's
just.
going on?
This is
So it went down.
it's pretty brutal.
Normally you're good at invulns.
I know, right?
These dice are cursed. They need to warm up. It's actually not hot in here for the first time.
Yeah, that's what it is. That's for sure
The
what
dice
it
are
is.
just not warm. 6, 9, 12, 3, 6, 9. So it's been going so well. We're just going to put this whole unit into her, and I think she's going to be in trouble.
She's gonna die. Not from this, but the melee.
Oh, she'll definitely die from the melee. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Ah, I hit with all of them.
Ah, there it is. I was
There
like, what
it
are you doing?
Now I need the other half
Right.
to hit, because then this whole unit would have 100% hit. That would make me feel good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 wounds for you, my friend.
Oh my
It's a healthy
gosh.
number.
It's, yeah, for some people. And 5s, ready?
Not healthy for her.
Ah, okay.
One on the
okay,
floor.
We're
Ben
coming
Allen.
back. Here, I'll throw another one in here.
Okay.
Okay, so I failed 4 and 6s.
6s?
Nothing.
Okay.
I think
Got
she's
9.
dead.
She's so dead.
And one more time.
It's just so many.
It's just a ton. Chip damage at this weight will kill anything in the game.
Well, that's why I was like, oh, I'm -1 to
won't-
wound. I'll be fine. And then apparently I'm not. So that's my bad on that
1, 2,
math.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Oh, gosh.
Wait, 11.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
And
jeez.
5s. Hey,
It's
nice.
actually a little better this time.
Well, honestly, at that point, I was like, just don't let me die before the charge. 6s. All right. So it takes 5 more, literally down to 4 wounds. So bad. All right.
I think I can get it on the charge.
I think so.
Yeah. Let's charge.
Sounds good.
So we're gonna go with this first bike unit, and it's actually gonna charge this guy.
Okay.
Back here.
Uh-huh.
And I'm not remembering what I measured. So I'm outside of 8, and I got to come down a bit.
Yep.
So that would mean I need. Well, you tell me actually.
I think isn't it a 10? Are these 2 or are these 1 at this point? Yeah, they're over 2 actually. So let's just say it's 2. So you need a 10.
10 inches.
Whoop. Gosh.
Custodes.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Okay.
Yep.
Let's just move your little 4 wounds.
Yep. Sounds good.
Okay. Great.
Cool.
So now we're just gonna. Everyone else is gonna charge in.
Yep.
So the captain needs like a 2 or something. Okay.
4.
Lazy captain. Okay. So they'll go there,
Yep.
and then the other unit needs like a 2 or something.
Awesome.
All right.
Sounds good.
Where do we want to be?
Yeah.
Doesn't really matter. Doesn't really. Should I take all the movement? I guess I should, right?
Probably.
It's kind of irresponsible not to.
I agree. That's a good way of putting it.
Jeez. Nope, because I can't be in range of that model. So.
Right.
Never mind.
Those big bases.
Yeah. So I was going to jump over, but I can't be in range of this model because I did not declare it.
Right. Yeah.
Which I never would have been able to in any edition of the game. So cool. We'll just do that.
Sounds good.
All right. It's fighting time.
It's fighting time. I'm going to warp surge the prince.
Yeah.
Because the other one's just dead. So it's 2 CP for me.
You got
Plus
it.
it's going to have a 4+ invuln.
So.
But now I could interrupt and do something.
Oh yeah, you could still interrupt.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. The one thing I want to do is, so if I fight to kill the prince,
Yeah.
I only have these models that can kill the prince. You would probably interrupt to make the prince definitely live because you've lost this model no matter what you do.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely have to fight first here against the prince. It's really the only logical choice.
Makes sense.
Everyone else, because you're degraded, you're just going to tickle the unit. Like, you're not going to kill it.
Yeah. Sounds good.
So let's do some fighting. Now, with you have what, a 4-up now? With
Correct.
a 4-up and what, 9 wounds? With a 4-up and
like
8
that.
or 9 wounds, the likelihood that I kill you really comes down to actually how amazing your saves are.
8 wounds.
8 wounds, okay, yeah. Okay, and no feel, no pain, right?
Nope.
Okay, so it's 4 attacks each.
Yep. Ooh.
Like, this unit absolutely can do it.
Oh.
It just comes down to your saves.
Pretty, yeah, they can for sure. On 2s, rerolling 1s. Nice.
This is where I wish I had that all-seeing annihilator.
Yeah.
It's the 6s get the extra. It's like death to the true emperor.
Right.
I guess, or something. No!
Aha!
Those are more 6s, though.
T6.
Okay.
So, actually, what's your strength?
Strength,
6.
6, yeah.
Cool.
And then I reroll
So
it.
4's rerolling. Yeah. I thought it was 3, so.
Okay, so I got half.
Yeah. Okay.
Grab that one.
Got odds. So, 2 more there.
Cool.
Okay. Oof. Good conversion.
Okay.
You
It
can
was
just
odds again.
leave those there.
Odds and odds.
Yeah. All right, so this is 4-ups. Let's see it. Not
You got odds,
not
basically.
good enough, basically, though. 2,
No, you're dead.
4, 6. Ah, that sucks. Nah, go ahead. You're just going to kill her. That sucks. Yeah.
So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
She goes down.
She goes down.
Now, Slaanesh Demons fight first. So you don't have to pay to interrupt here. You just automatically fight next.
Yeah.
Didn't we cover this? They fight first in the non-true fight first way. The Chargers still
No,
fight
no,
first.
No. No.
Oh, okay.
It was
There's
other
only
stuff.
one band to fight first,
Oh, okay, okay.
but the active player picks the first in the alternating band.
Oh,
of
got it,
fighters.
got it.
Yeah. All right, so let's do this. So we are on the bottom profile. Here, we're going to go into... Do you have any defenses on your captain? Or is he just regular?
He does have defense. He has a 3-up invulnerable save,
Yeah.
and he has Victor of the Blood Games.
Okay, sounds good. So we're going to go into the spike squad here.
Yeah.
Well, let's do this. So we've got 4 let's see.
I should. What's my transhuman called? I want to use the right name.
Something about alchemical something.
I'll find the name. Let me know, chat, because I don't remember.
Whatever it is, you're popping
Arcane Genetic Alchemy.
it. Oh, I like it.
I think I should spend the 2 CP on it. I need
For
every
a
bike
bike
I can
captain?
get. No, he's hitting
into the
unit.
bike unit.
'Cause
So
how did you degrade? What
4 of
happened?
my attacks. I have 4 attacks with the sword.
Yeah.
That's gonna be wounding on 3s, and then I have 2 attacks with the claws that are wounding on 4s.
And did you degrade? Did your weapon skill degrade? Your attacks?
No,
it's
well,
just
it's my attacks.
Oh, so you lost 2 attacks.
I lost 4 attacks.
Oh.
I lost 2 from my main profile and 2 from the claws.
Okay.
Yeah. You good?
Yeah.
So you are transhumaning.
Yeah.
Okay.
I need
Sounds
every
good.
bike. Like, look, this looks good and all that,
Yeah.
but I could still lose all of it next turn.
For sure. Yeah.
So I
feel
need
you.
every one I can get.
All right. So this is on 2s with the sword. All good. And I don't have the trait for the 6s to explode. Let's do this on 3s to wound, rerolling 1s. Nice.
Oh.
Money.
So 4s to wound because of transhuman.
Yep.
So cost you 2 already.
Minus
something.
3. I know, it's good.
4 ups. All right.
Okay.
So 3 damage.
Sounds good. So 1 is down at 1, and then I have just the 2 snapping claw attacks. Here we go.
Snap at me, bro.
Rerolling the 1s. Looks good. And then on 4s, rerolling the 1s. Ah, jeez. Yeah, that's it.
They lived.
Yep.
So the captain's gonna do the honors.
Mm-hmm.
On 2s. Rolling.
Nope. Looks good.
And on 5s.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's enough to start. And
Jeez.
rerolling. 3.
Okay. Okay. And this
So
is
then 5
5s.
ups.
Okay. Nice. And this is D3.
Oh, so I can't kill you.
No, I'm gonna make you roll more dice. And then
One.
6s. Watcha!
This one does have 6.
This one does.
Okay.
So it takes 2.
Oh,
Down to
takes-
2.
Nope.
1.
Look.
Oh, down to 1. Or
Yeah.
taking 1, so down to 3.
Down to 3.
All right. And
So
then you
now
kill
the
her.
unit will go.
Yeah.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Mhm.
Now, sorry, didn't we just say is mine on a hit in combat?
Yes.
Yeah. So we
Did
forgot to
you-
do that just on the captain, I think.
Right.
I didn't pay attention, but I just remembered.
No worries.
So I'm
on 3s. Whoa.
Look at all those 2s.
1, 2, 3, 4,
Don't
5, 6,
tease
7.
me by failing like
Look at that. 7 misses. It's actually kind of a big deal.
Don't tease me like that.
It's like half.
Yeah.
It's enough already. 2. Oh no, you still have 3 ones left. I thought I took you down to 1.
Yeah.
No, now you're
There.
now you're
Now
messed
stupid
up.
Jesus. All right, here we go. This is 5s. Watcha! It was a good roll, but not enough. And then so, yeah, go ahead.
So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
All right, so here's 8 dice for you. Need a lot of 6s. That's not enough.
We could have seen there.
I don't think I exploded,
I
but
did-
whoops. Yeah, it
Between
was.
my captain and the unit,
Yeah.
I did probably what amounts to 7, 8 damage, right?
Yeah.
Which, like I said, they chop you half. They cut half of you, but they don't.
Right.
They don't in combat. Like they needed the shooting help.
Yeah, no, and that was my miscalculation here, honestly, was that -1 to wound not being a thing. Because otherwise, then you don't shoot half as well, and then you probably don't even shoot him at all, honestly.
Yeah, I'll just take a few inches
So that's how you lose 500 points in 1 turn.
Yeah.
Brutal.
Big mistake from Adrian.
Yeah. So
Might be the game actually on turn 1.
it's not.
It's pretty big.
Could
We'll see.
be.
It's
We'll see.
huge.
Could be the
It's
game
huge.
turn 1.
It's. I'll tell you this. It gives me a chance where I had none. So I will say this that as soon as you moved up on the point,
Yeah.
right in front of all my books, I was like, he must know something I don't.
Right.
Because I was like,
I thought I did.
why
but
is
apparently
he
not.
feeding me these 2 characters?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No, it was 2 things. It was the no -1 to wound,
Mhm.
and then it was the extra move on the bikes. I actually did think they were only 12
Okay,
inches.
okay.
So this was already a 10-inch charge.
Yeah.
So yeah, just totally got that wrong.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
what it goes.
let's see what you got for me.
All right. So let's see. I'm holding 2 points. So 10
That's
points
10
for
points, Yep.
me. Let's do this thing. All right. Oh yeah, and the Furies and everyone's good on leadership, so no worries about that.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at the back line. Cool.
Oh, now the end of that turn, I did get Killmore,
Yeah.
and
No,
I did
gave
get
you all your
8 points for characters and.
No,
Whatever.
6 for your
got
characters, 10 for
16
Boiler
points.
Witch.
Oh, I got 2 characters. Oh, they're both psychers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, that was a lot of points.
I told you were gonna max. I was like, you have guaranteed 30 points
Yeah,
on
yeah.
your secondaries.
Wow.
Um,
This is your clutch turn though. If you don't completely neuter me this turn, you know what I mean?
Yes, that's right.
If you don't completely neuter me,
That is correct.
then
Ryan.
I will sweep you.
Yeah.
So basically, what you need
Mhm.
is you need your obliterators to kill 1 unit
Mhm.
between double shooting and
Yeah.
prescience and rerolls and all that,
Uh huh.
and then you need your combat to kill the other one with removing the invulns.
Yeah.
Right.
That's right. That's correct.
And I absolutely expect you to do that.
We'll see. I need to.
There's really no reason why you shouldn't. Like the odds are in
Yeah.
your favor by actually kind of like a country mile.
Yeah.
The odds are in your favor. So if it was to go badly, and even if you leave me with one bike, it's not the end of the world. Like I can't do anything.
We need to do exactly.
Important with
no, it's still a game. It's for sure still a game.
Yeah.
I was more optimistic for you in this matchup than you were. You're like, oh, that's gonna be.
I thought you'd be Cager. I thought you'd take these center points with like Furies or Demonettes.
Yeah.
And so sure, I can come up and charge them, but I get literally nothing out of that.
Right.
So what I would actually be forced to do is stay in my own deployment zone.
Right.
Shoot you, and wait for you to take the center with something of consequence.
No, that's true.
We'd be in this stalemate.
Yeah.
But a stalemate,
except the Blitz break the stalemate.
That's correct, except the Blitz.
But you don't really have to move in range of them ever.
So the problem is I can't shoot you.
No,
so there was no reason.
You can just stay out.
Oh.
So it's still just a stalemate.
There's no reason for you to not be further up as long as you screen them, because I won't be able to go from my deployment zone to yours.
Well, no, Brian, you can shoot any screen off the board.
I hear you, but what I'm saying is I wouldn't have the charge distance.
They're only 24-inch range.
No, but they warp time.
Shoot.
They're 24 plus 8.
I think we're all talking about
I'm saying they're 24, which means for him to shoot, they are in charge range of you.
I understand. They're in theoretical charge range.
Yeah,
they're definitely in charge range. You have 16 in charge. That's a 26-inch
When I'm saying
range.
screen, you could put a screen such that it's where I need to land. So instead of getting 14-inch move, I get 10-inch move.
It's really hard to keep those bikes out because we're talking about the next turn. So you've already repositioned, and then you have so much movement flexibility. You're not wrong, but I think it's tougher in reality.
I agree.
I'm gonna advance these cultists, see what they get.
Want to go through some questions?
Yeah,
Let's do it.
thank you, Mark. The War Boss needs more vehicles for his mighty Wa.
Yes.
The boss grows tired of the same war machines. He wants something new. What do you build the boss, and why does his Wa need it?
This is true. I would build the flamiest tank ever. It's just like tons of flamers, and I mean good flamers. None of this like I love the big tracks, and you put all the scorches on it, but like actually very 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 good. So it's just gonna do tons of like burning up, and then it explodes like on a 4+. So that would be my recommendation. All right, our blitz are gonna step forwards into the terrain, get shooting. All right, here we are. So we can all see through the window that's right here. If that's not clear, we have that. And then, let's see, Master Possession, kind of come forward doing his thing. Looks good there. And then these Furies.
What are you doing with them?
Well, as was mentioned, they don't really do much right now. So they might just
They'll come back to win you the whole game.
walk away.
I should have.
Yeah. That's your fatal flaw.
Yeah.
So I went ahead and put these guys in advance so I don't forget about them, and I can also test the range. So they'll just pop up there, do my backfield scanners.
Yeah, you're going to get your
nice.
Scanners next turn because all you need to do is one of these cultists in your backfield.
Exactly.
The way that you're doing it is not the way that people expect, but it's the correct way, which is you don't start with Scanners in your own deployment zone.
Yeah.
You start with it do the hard ones first and the easy ones last.
Yeah, the things you can pretty much guarantee.
Yeah.
Yep. Totally agree. Do I need to see anything? I guess I'll just touch in here so I can see through the window. And then,
yeah, you could throw an extra smite or something if you needed to.
Yeah, exactly. Because the invulns are nice. Yeah, we'll see. These guys, where are we popping around? I don't want it to be anywhere you can just throw incidental fire into them. So let's advance, just see what we get. So this is 12. Ooh, it's 18. I like that. You got swords there, swords there.
Yeah.
They'll be right here, bottom floor.
Okay. Yep.
And let's.
Bridger, you want to keep going through the questions?
Yeah, thank you, Flying Squids. 1 CP to Adrian. It would be 2.
Nice.
But then I read you weren't playing Emperor's Children. So what would you guys say a proper Slaanesh looks like? Or Slaanesh list looks like?
Proper Slaanesh. Well, you could play pure demons proper.
Yeah.
Emperor's Children, you can make it work, but the whole Chaos Marine Codex needs a bit of love.
It does.
Emperor's Children, though, are one of the more playable versions in the book, though.
The thing I would have done if I was going to do Emperor's Children, and I didn't also because the models aren't ready for that, is Terminators with Plasma or Melta. And then you drop down, you can double shoot the Meltas, and then get an automatic 99.9% charge into combat. And then you can pop like the strat so that every time you kill a model, you get another attack, and they just blend things. So I think that's a really great tool for Emperor's Children players.
Yeah. And who doesn't want to play with more Terminators?
Right.
That's the correct way to play Warhammer.
We're just going to get as close as we possibly can to the next bikes. Well, I guess we're going to warp time and then, yeah. All right, cool. And then Sorcerer here, he'll also advance because we just want to get nice and close. Beep. Perfect.
Thanks, Demos. Hey, Titans. Can't wait for the game, guys. I'm struggling to pick between the Chin and the Indomitus Crimson Marines. I don't know. For my Imperial Fists.
The Chin.
Both 145. Any opinions?
The Chin.
The Chin. If you don't know the Chin, this is the special character for the Imperial Fist.
Yeah, Torgaradon.
He has Torgaradon. He has a mighty chin. If you ever look up his model, it's really that chin is keeping the Empire together.
It's Chapter Master. That's what it is.
He is, Chapter Master, right?
Right.
Yeah, the Chin's epic, and it's a cool model.
He is.
Too.
And the thing is, like, Chapter Master is good, but you only do it in a certain build where you have one unit you want to give those buffs, and a lot of time, I was running 10 heavies. And that's a good thing to buff, but other than that, like, the real ones are totally fine.
They're totally good.
So,
and one of the best reasons to be Chapter Master these days is for their special relic.
Yeah.
And if you're a special character Chapter Master, you don't get that relic.
Right.
So, yeah.
Exactly. All right, we're going to pop in here. I just need to kill everything dead.
Everyone coming in.
Yeah.
Thanks, Darth, I want to thank you for creating the Discord. It's great to have a community where we can all take some time off and escape from the world and enjoy ourselves. Hope you guys have a good night, and go Dark Angel Successors. Now, which side would the successors be on?
I don't think we should ask questions.
No, definitely not. So I'm just going to touch into this objective here. Bloop.
Whoa.
I tried to catch it, right?
No, it's okay. I built this board specifically for Adrian to break.
Yeah, I like it.
This board has many opportunities for him to really let loose, and you know what I mean?
That's right.
Cause some real destruction.
You're so good to me.
I am.
Let's go ahead and do these Furies. They're probably going to be advancing.
Let's do another Dark Angel Martin one, huh?
All right, Martin.
Yeah.
Let's see it.
Bridger also commenting that their points are also out of whack. Also noticed Bridger stating that CSM Codex is actually Dark Angel Codex release. Don't worry. And then we have another cliffhanger. I love that Martin intentionally stopped in the middle of sentences between messages. It makes this all the better.
It's so good. You don't have a way to, like, turn on Heroic Intervention here, do you?
Yeah, 1 CP, any unit can heroically intervene.
Okay, but it's a regular Heroic Intervention?
Yeah, it's 3 range.
So I'll be outside of 3, so I can take this point from...
I'm OBSEC, though.
Oh, you are OBSEC, okay.
Those are not only my troops, but Custodes are all OBSEC.
Right.
So it's like kind of double OBSEC.
I wish my Furies were OBSEC.
Do you, though?
Yeah.
Well, thanks, Ariatha.
We're just gonna
From the
pop over
future, I come to help you
Just keep your engaged.
with advice on what you should do. For both players
here.
today, hear what I say. Don't reroll at CP turn 2.
Dig it.
Very nice. These are classic. We should be collecting these.
I know.
We should. I will soon have a database to keep all of this, and then we can just go back.
Literally, the
into
most
the
things
vault.
just sit there.
Yep. Correct. Because you don't want me to still be on the point and able to kill you.
That's the thing. In the corner, you could still reach with, like, at least one guy.
Single model.
And that's all
and
you
then
really need.
Yep.
Yeah. So we're just going to stay there.
He's just using this unit of Furies for engage on all fronts.
Yep.
They literally could play no bigger purpose in the game.
Yep.
At all, unless that unit was dead, and he can't make that unit dead.
No. Not yet.
Not for a while, probably. Maybe not ever, actually.
It's true. 30. Okay. If I may, just want to do this so I can actually engage on that front.
Understood.
I'm not
All
used to
fronts
actually getting all the
engaged,
fronts. It's crazy. And then the ladies in the back, I do want to keep them in the middle, so that's why I want to have them do it instead of them. Yeah. I think that might be it.
Okay.
Sounds good. Let's do some Sakic.
Bring it.
Oh yeah. Oh gosh.
With mental interrogation, it could be from any characters. It's not the same character each time, right?
Correct. Yeah.
This is make or break time, Adrian. This is
make or break time.
He needs his turn to go off.
for all the marbles.
And I have tools to stop it from going off.
He
so
does.
we're going to see.
So we're gonna death hex these boys right here. Ready?
Bring it.
Let's do
Where's
it.
this one coming from?
This is this boy.
Oh, the jump.
The only one that's in range. Yep. Hup. It's a 6. No, that's so blockable for you.
Is it only cast on a 6? What a great power to be cast on a 6.
Oh no, it's on an 8 anyways, but I'm
So
gonna have to
you're gonna
CP it
reroll.
regardless.
Okay.
Oh, if you fail this.
I know.
Ariatha warned you.
Whatcha? It's a
7.
7. Does not go off.
Whoa.
Yeah. It's not an easy power.
Real big.
It's not.
Yeah, and you don't have the what's the power? The one where you reroll 1 dice.
No, gaze
Because
of fate.
that's only
Zinch.
Zinch.
Yeah, that's the way it goes. All right, he's
yeah,
gonna go
so
ahead.
even if he made that, I still had a 50-50 chance of denying it.
Yeah.
On my 4-up deny.
Yep.
So to be honest, the odds weren't amazing that you get that power.
No, they're pretty bad.
They were less than half.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go ahead and warp time himself. Goes off.
Get him out of there.
Yeah, so he's gonna just advance away.
And this is the thing. This Psyker is so central to his future success in the game.
Yeah.
He can't risk anything. Like
Very
you could have
true.
asked, why doesn't he do a smite? Because
Right.
if it goes badly here, then he has no coming back. Yeah.
Absolutely. All right, so let's see. So we have over here, we're gonna do mutated invigoration onto the oblets. This lets me reroll one of their dice
Love it.
for their random weapons. Does not go off, so we're on roll here. And
This is great. Keep
yeah,
this going.
I got you, man. I got you. We will give them the 4+ invuln. What's that?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Wachah.
This is
that
Cursed
one does
Earth?
go off. So yeah. So Cursed Earth, +1 invuln to Legion demon units within 6. So we've got that, and then all right, we're gonna do mental interrogation from this boy onto your Capitan.
That's it.
Goes off.
No, I don't think it's worth denying, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I need
sounds
all my
good.
CP for survival.
I feel you.
Not denying your points at this stage.
Exactly. And then 6 up, feeling the pain on herself now. 6 goes off. So she's got that. And then her other one is the fight again in combat, but we're not in combat right now. So we're just gonna smite. Here we go. All right. 8.
Okay, roll your damage.
Yep. 2.
Sixes.
6s, of course.
The Emperor protects.
Yep.
He actually does protect, by the way.
Yeah.
Just so you know.
Well, this turned out south real fast.
Yeah.
The mutated invigorations was
Yeah, because if you roll
Almost-
1 on your damage,
there's nothing I can do.
you're in big trouble.
Yeah, exactly. All right, cool. So that's it for psychic. Let's do shooting. Yeah. Rough.
Yeah.
Got a 1 wound bike right there. We're gonna go ahead and put the noise marines into them. So here's the blastmaster first. D3 shots.
Okay.
2. All right. So hitting on 4s because I moved. Both miss.
Good
Awesome.
talk.
Good talk. Good talk.
Good talk.
Let's see if I don't think I can plink any. No, bolters are out of range, so that's that.
And
And
pick up
then
some of those Primaris bolters.
I know,
I feel
right?
like they should have looted some by now. I guess they
Yeah.
just can't find extra ammo.
Yeah, exactly.
With all the ammo crates on all of these battlefields we have, though, it feels like
You would think.
You could do it.
We'll throw some incidental cultist fire into that same squad.
Very
I
nice.
just want to get that 1 wound. So 5, 10, or sorry, 10 now. I don't think anyone's in rapid fire. No. So here's just 10 shots.
And you're going into the 1 wound bike.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, on 5s.
Let's do it. Not too bad. And then now we need 6s, and then I'm going to need you to roll some 1s.
I could do it.
Yep, nothing there. And then, yeah, let's do this. So we got a blitz. So
This
this
is the big one.
I know. Strength, looks good.
It's excellent.
Yeah, and then AP, excellent. Oh gosh, that's too much pressure now. Damage.
You did it.
Oh, you gotta CP that, Adrian. Oh,
I
you
can't.
I can't.
It's against the
No,
rules.
that's what I'm saying. It was so big,
Oh.
me not getting that power. It's
Adrian,
crazy.
no.
Yep, 2, 4, 6.
Well, at least you can kill the
2,
1 wound guy.
4.
Not
yeah,
like this.
exactly. 6.
Is that the unit you're targeting?
Yeah, for sure.
I'll transhuman.
Let's do this.
Not like this, Adrian.
Do I even want to?
You'll genetic alchemy, bro.
Yes. Arcane genetic alchemy.
I will veterans them. So here we
No,
go.
It doesn't help you.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, that's right. I was thinking about it. Let's do this. So
Like,
hitting
I'll
on
let
3s.
you do it.
Yeah,
but-
yeah. Appreciate that. So rerolling the 1s. The 2s are just out. Okay, looks good.
That's
And
a lot of
then
ones,
I
actually.
know, right?
On
Winning
4s.
3s. On 4s. Keep doing it.
Oh.
So bad. Yeah.
Adrian, why
Yes.
couldn't you play like this against me?
I know. I know. One more. Sad. It's
So-
sad when that happens.
4 up saves.
You got it.
Can I lose no bites?
I highly doubt that.
I doubt that. I lose a lot, actually, at
Yeah.
this point, as wounds. But so 1's at 2 wounds left.
Sounds good.
All right.
You actually don't lose a lot because it was 1 damage.
I know, yeah.
If it was, multi-damage, I would have been in the big trouble.
I think
What's left?
that's it for shooting, honestly. So we're going to pay 2 CP to double shoot. Here we
Got
go.
it.
So let's see if we can do the better this time. Strength,
I sure hope
fine.
so.
So what does that make the strength?
Doesn't actually matter. Makes it 7.
7, right?
Yeah. And then AP,
Good.
great. And then damage. Okay,
Woo.
plus
Very
3.
nice.
And now you're
That
gonna
gives us
shoot
a
the
chance.
not transhuman unit, right?
Yeah. 1, let's see, limit dice. So 1 guy, 2 guys, and then 3 guys. All right, let's do this. So yeah, this will be the front unit, the non-transhuman one. Let's see what we can do. On 3s, so we'll pull the 2s real quick.
Mm-hmm.
And that one's cocked. And that's a 2. Wow, a lot of 2s.
There's some
Wow.
2s. Let's reroll some more 2s.
Come on. All right, 2
2
more
more
2s.
2s.
Brutal.
On 3s.
3s to wound. Let's see it. All right, that was great.
It's totally fine.
Yeah, okay.
So I've got 4 ups,
You got it. For 3 damage.
and every 2 of these kills a bike.
Yup.
So 1 bike,
Great rolling.
And just 1 bike?
2 bikes.
Oh, 2 bikes. I'm sorry. So maybe I should reroll one of these.
Hmm.
How many CP do I have left now?
5.
5, yeah. On the chance to keep a bike left, here it is. On
Sure.
a 4 up, I keep a bike. No. So 2 bikes go down.
Yep.
All right, Adrian, we can do this.
Yeah.
We're clawing back in.
He's gonna
not down and
stupid
out
dive
yet.
me though, so this is gonna be a problem.
I am gonna stupid dive you.
Well,
Actually, I just charged both of the bikes then.
yeah, I'll tell you a trick here, Adrian. If
Charge
they're
both.
both in combat,
Yeah.
they can't stupid dive anything.
But if you can't reach them, you're in big trouble.
Sure, sure, sure.
So it's a much longer charge to reach the back.
Because this Demon Prince can go here.
Yes.
Yeah, it's still a much longer charge to get the back of your base.
Yeah. It's an 8.
To get, because you got to get the back of your base over this bike.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, you're about right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
that's not too bad.
Not too bad.
But if he fails, it sucks.
Yeah, well, I'm already out of this game anyway. So here we go. Looking for an 8, charging both units. Any
Alright.
Overwatch?
Ooh. How many CP do I have?
You have 4.
So no, because
That'd be
stooping dive is
amazing.
3.
Yeah.
You can
And
spend 2 to
unflinching?
Overwatch on 5s.
Unflinching is good, but I have to pay to see Overwatch and then unflinch.
Correct.
Yeah,
So here we go. Looking for an 8. There's an 8.
Woo!
I'll take it.
you done did it.
That's nice.
So no stupid dives.
All right,
No
we're back
stupid
in it,
dive.
Adrian.
Yeah. Now we're playing. Now we're cooking with gas.
I believe again.
All right. I'm just gonna scoot this. Oh gosh. Yes. All right, and then keeper going on in. And you cannot do it with a captain, correct?
Sure can. Anything
can?
with a bike.
Okay.
Slaanesh would not fight first in stooping dive. Stooping dive is a fight in the charge phase.
He would.
Kind
He
of.
would still fight first.
Right.
Yeah.
Slaanesh would not fight first because stooping dive is a fight in the charge phase. It's before the fight phase even happens.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's
Well, even if it
immediately
wasn't, though, he'd be. If we both fight first, he
I'm the
gets
defender.
the first activator.
Yeah.
If we're at the same time.
No. Because
Oh no, you're right.
Turn first,
You're right. You're right. You're right. That was the difference. Gosh, so many things. Okay. So
Are we charging?
He
I'm gonna
is saying
charge.
stupid dive. That is correct.
I am saying stupid dive.
Stupid
so
dive.
I'm just gonna charge both. 'Cause
Yeah,
you can
yeah,
still
of
do
course.
it. So here we go. All right. So we're in.
Yep, no problem.
So up there. Bloop. All right. Well, let's see what we can do.
Spooky.
What do you got for me?
I don't know. So we've got 2 bikes left here and 3 bikes left here?
Yes,
Okay.
that is an accurate depiction.
Go for broke, Adrian.
What does that mean? Go
Kill
for the
'em
big
all.
squad.
Kill him. Kill the big squad.
Kill him dead.
I think I will go for the big squad. Yeah.
Okay.
Because
So
I actually
Demon
get more
Prince
attacks.
first.
So here's the demon weapon. It's this and any extra attacks unless I roll a 1.
Please
Oh,
don't roll one.
I can't believe you set yourself. Oh, you're so close. You set yourself up for these moments.
I do.
But you
I
only
do.
got 2 extra attacks. Which
Yeah, so
sucks.
4 base, 1 for angry charge, 2 for that. Let's do this. Hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s. Anything to declare?
No, I
Okay,
need.
sounds good.
So wait.
This is
What's your strength?
6.
6
Reroll
or
2
7?
wounds. Let me check.
Pretty sure it's 7. Because the
With-
Demon Prince
with
is
the
normally
Well,
7.
3's either way. Oh no, you're T6.
I'm
Yeah, yeah.
T6, yeah.
The sword, I think, is gonna be 7.
No, it's not a sword. It's
It's a claw.
Oh, then
claws.
it's probably 6.
All right, well, let's
Right.
just pull everything up, guys. Let's
Wow, I
just...
thought a Demon Prince was 7 with claws. Since when?
Oh, maybe.
Claws don't give any strength bonus.
Yeah,
So they are strength 7 base.
right.
So it's 3s. Because the claw's not gonna give you -1 strength.
No,
No.
it gives you no strength.
Right.
It gives me reroll to wound. is
But
what it
you're
gives me.
wounding on 3s. Because
Yeah.
you're strength 7.
Oh, you get rerolls to win with this relic?
That's what the relic does.
So plus extra attacks and then rerolling.
Yeah,
It's
that's
excellent.
great. Yeah.
So I'm not going to transhuman because you're rerolling with.
Yep, makes sense. All right, so on 2s. Rerolling 1s. Ooh. I
You,
see
2 6s? Can you turn into
6s.
3? No.
Hey, all right.
So 2 extra attacks.
Looks
Let's roll
good.
that.
On 2s. Okay, awesome. And then on 3s, rerolling. Here's hoping.
I think you'll get a bunch.
I think so. Well, because this is also perfect. It's -2 for 2.
Yeah.
So, yeah. 3s, rerolling. Only 2 missed. Reroll
Full
those.
house? Almost.
Almost. Not
So
bad.
-2 you said?
Yep. So we got 4 ups.
And every 2 I fail is a dead bike.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
1 bike goes down.
Cool. That's good. All right, and then I have the
You already had a bike on 2. Does that? Yes.
Really?
Yes.
in the back squad.
I thought he wiped them dead, didn't he? Oh, no.
There
okay.
is a 2 there actually.
So, okay, so 1 bike dead, so one's down to 2. Got
No,
it.
one was already on 2.
Yes.
Okay.
and he
The
failed.
die's
One-
already
He
there.
only
so
failed
you're-
2.
The die's already there, so you're good.
Oh, is it?
Well,
Oh, it's right
you can
there.
make it more.
I see. I couldn't see it, so I didn't know what you guys were talking
Yeah, you're good.
about.
That's funny. Yeah, I think that should do it.
Would you like to interrupt, Brian?
You know, I would. I'm going to pay the 1 CP to interrupt.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to pay the 1 CP for Avenge the Fallen.
Sounds good.
So I'm going to get 2 extra attacks
Per guy.
per guy.
This
Yep.
is not per phase.
No, it's in
just
the whole
this
turn.
turn.
Okay,
Yeah.
sounds good.
And I'm going to try to kill this this girl.
Sounds good.
So 1, 2.
Yep.
3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yep.
And then 1, 2, 1, 2.
Sounds good.
Now, I'll tell you what, Adrian.
Yeah.
You charged, so you're actually in good shape here. He's going to do very little.
Yeah. Here's hoping. I feel much better about it. That's
If
why
I can get you into your bottom bracket. So this isn't, to me, this isn't about killing it. It's about doing as much damage before I die.
That's fair. But you could also kill it.
It's totally possible.
You're hitting on 3s.
-1 to hit. -1 to hit.
That's okay. I'm rerolling once. Yep. So I missed one.
Okay. What is your rolling versus my rolling today? Insane.
Well, I am a custodian.
No, but you're also rolling really well. You're not even rolling 2s right now.
Because I'm a custodian.
Yeah.
I did roll a lot of 2s last time.
Sure, I appreciate that.
On 5s.
On 5s.
It was real mediocre. Yeah. Like if you fail them all, and I did really good.
4s.
Okay.
And
that was good for me. Listen, I could get, and you have a 6 up.
I'll CP one. Cool. Yeah.
Ooh, very nice.
I do have a 6 up, but you know. 1, 6 up. Nope. Nice. Nailed it. So you did not bracket.
Adrian, did you forget the extra attacks from the claws? Is that a thing?
No, because the relic one, it replaces it. It's not the +3, it's +d6 in the real 2 wound. Yeah.
So we actually got the same number of attacks that a claws would have had.
I got less attacks.
Oh, right. Because a claw gives 3?
Gives 3 if you have 2.
Oh, yeah. That sucks.
That's so weird.
But it gives reroll 2 wound, so.
You're the fight.
Let's do this thing. So
and I have what, 1, 2 CP left?
You have 2. Both of you have 2.
Yeah.
I actually don't know. Do I want to try to kill the captain before he can kill me?
Yes.
He can't kill you.
The captain?
It's incredibly unlikely.
He definitely could kill me.
And he has a 3-up invuln with a reroll.
Stop reminding him.
So you should kill
You're already winning.
Bikes,
You're already winning.
You should kill the bikes. 100%.
You should kill the bikes.
No question.
Yeah, the bikes are better.
Yeah.
The bikes,
are not. It's not that they're better. They're more vulnerable.
That is exactly correct. So yeah, we'll do it. So here's 5 attacks into the bikes. Here we go. Hitting on 2s. Re-rolling the 1 from the Demon Prince. Luckily, jeez.
The Demon Prince gives all demons.
Correct, yeah.
That's right.
For some reason, they put that in. So this is wound on 3s. Re-rolling 1s. Okay, re-roll the 1. Awesome. So you got 4 saves.
Yeah, I was going to transhuman, and then I was like, I don't think it's worth it. And look at that, all 4s.
Shocking.
Yeah. Kablamo.
Oof.
So
nice. Spike and a half.
So one's alive on 1 wound.
Sounds good. And then we have the Talons, so 3 attacks. The Cross! Rerolling the 1 from the Demon Prince. Looks good. And then 3s. Sorry, 4s, but they're all 6s, so -4 rend.
So I have to pass all of them to stay alive.
I've seen crazier things from you, Brian Pullen.
Nope, they're dead.
Yay!
You done
and
did
guess
a thing.
what? No, if you don't kill me, actually,
At the end of the phase, you get
I'll heal D3.
D3. Okay.
Oh, but the sword.
Did you have to kill them with a particular weapon?
I got
The
it.
Wit Stealer. So
Where's the person?
You're looking for your book? I'm going to fight you back.
I don't need books. I don't even know how to read, so I don't know why I'm looking at books. That one's Tommy. I don't know how to read. He's going in.
So
you like that, Bridget?
let me ask you a question, actually. So on my activation, I can consolidate backwards now. After, so I can fight and then consolidate out and then charge next turn, right?
Well, not if you were based.
But I was not.
Well, remember this was this thing.
Remember, you can't vertically base like that.
What?
Because it's basing is not.
No,
basing
so
doesn't
I'll
count.
just go like this. Right?
Oh, okay.
Wherever he was. Remember, we just didn't put it because we want the model to fall.
Oh, okay, I didn't. So I am based?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, okay. Got it.
Remember we talked about how that like shuts down that warlord trait.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna fight. 2, 3, 4, 5. Here we go.
Oh dang.
Rolling once.
Yep.
Okay. Let's just get all 5s.
Yeah, no problem.
Money, 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 money.
And that was with the -1, yeah? Oh my gosh.
There you go, my friend.
Sweet. All right, 4s.
Okay.
Nice.
So he'll live.
Yeah.
3. Oh my gosh. 6s. Come on. Nope. All
2
right.
wounds left.
Down to 2.
And then I'll fight with these bikes.
Mm-hmm.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wish I could Avenge the Fallen again.
Yeah, -1 to hit.
He's native because that's his ability.
This is
right?
warlord trait.
Yeah. He cost me 3.
Hey, I like it.
And then he is T6.
Correct.
So 4s. 3
Pretty
wounds,
good.
my man.
Good. And 5-ups. Whoa. And 5-up.
Oh, I could one-shot him.
Wow.
It's not unexpected at this point.
8 wounds, right?
Yeah.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm not going to reroll that.
So crazy. All right.
That was big.
Oh, down to 1.
Uh-huh.
Yep. All right, so I'm just looking up the swords. Anyways, so the end of the fight phase, I heal D3 from the hand. So I healed 3, so I'm back up to 5 again.
Very nice.
Thank you. And then the sword, sorry, I forgot it's in the actual core book for the demons.
Okay.
It's not a new thing, you just never used it before. So, anyways, I'll figure that out in a second, but we can keep going.
Chad was saying it's part of the Sinestra's hand, and you just get it no matter what you kill with.
That is true for the Sinestra's hand, but I also have the relic that also heals. They're different abilities.
So you're trying to see if you heal twice.
Yeah. No,
Oh.
yeah.
I didn't know you could do that. That's
Double
right.
heal.
Heck yeah.
Okay.
I think that's it. So, any leadership on you? You probably can't fail. 'Cause
I
you're
lost
small
2
squads.
bikes.
Yeah.
I lost
Alright.
2 bikes, so I'm fine.
So I engaged on all the fronts. I did a scanner in the backfield. And
Did you mental interrogation this turn?
I did
He did.
successfully.
Oh, I'll give you those points.
Thank
too.
you.
did interrogate
I'm
me.
losing psychers very rapidly, so I need it. This is taking forever to find.
Okay. Let's go into Custodes turn 2. It's been incredibly bloody.
I know.
We knew it would be.
Right.
Do you hold more, Brian, or just?
Well, I'm on 1, 2, 3,
And he's on 1, 2, 3.
and it looks like he's on 3.
So every time I kill a model with a soul stealer, I heal a wound. So I only killed 1 bike. Right?
Did you not kill 2 bikes?
No, I did kill 2 bikes, right?
And it's specifically with the sword?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Which it was, yeah.
Cool.
All right, sounds good.
That's fantastic.
Oof. Yeah, no, it's great. It's great. Oh. It's rough times.
Spooky.
All right.
It is spooky. All right. So let's disembark.
Mm-hmm.
And
And Brian's holding 2 points, so
3
Yep.
points?
Oh, I gave him. It's 10.
Oh, yeah.
1, 2,
2.
3 points.
Yeah.
Yep.
Doesn't matter, yeah. It's the
Yeah,
same
yeah.
either way.
10 points. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da.
Thank you, Ariatha. Nope, I read that. I just wanted to read it again a little bit. Thank you, Chris. My friend and I play Kill Team, and I hope to move up to 40k.
Nice.
But you guys all seem like you don't enjoy lower point total games. Is it worth playing it below 2,000 points, or should we stick to Kill Team until then?
Good question.
That was a very tough question to answer.
Yeah, I don't know if we've played enough 1K to say that it's not worth playing at all, right? It's just
think
very
that-
different is our main thing.
From our perspective, as people who have played a lot of 2,000 point games,
Yeah.
1,000 points feels like a different game. That doesn't mean that it is not worth doing.
Correct.
Especially if your goal is to get to 2,000 points. I think you should try smaller games if your
Right.
goal is to get to 2,000 points. But it is a different game.
Yeah. Well said. Well said.
Yeah. Thank you, Rumi. Glory to the Dark Gods. I've been waiting to see a Slaanesh list. What is the correct number of Exalted Keepers to play with, and why is it 3? Also,
We'll do that in
Shalaxi.
a second.
Sounds good. Yes, it is 3. I took because like I said, Brian was worried about the list, so I was like, I'll be nice. I'll put what's her name in?
Shalaxi?
No, not Shalaxi is the
Oh,
other
Celeste.
Exalted, Celeste. Which Celeste is good. They're just different, right? They're a bit tougher to play.
You know what? Celeste's good when she doesn't get one shot.
Yeah.
Which is like an important... I think that's true of every model, actually.
Yeah.
It's an
She is
important
tough because
nuance.
she's a demon prince that does not fly and has the same wounds as a demon prince. Has more damage potential, but again, you also have to survive to fight twice. And so, like I said, definitely not an easy model
That's
to
your one
use,
marker. That's what
especially
I'm
compared to these guys. Yeah, no worries.
We're running away.
Running away with the game.
Well, let's squeeze another...
Yeah.
Squeeze another Dark Angel Martin one in here.
Sounds good.
I don't know where we left off, but I think that's the fun of these.
It really is.
Bridger, the Custodes Codex will come just in time to be nerfed by the arrival of 10th edition.
Mm.
All good, as Brian is dead set on transitioning you to Dark Angels.
Love it.
It's going to be a tough sell.
Yeah. We'll
I'm not
see
much
on
of a Chaos
Tuesday.
player. I don't know. The Emperor's light shines bright in my heart. I don't know if I can do it.
Right.
Thank you, Blake. Brother-in-law and I are playing our first 1,000-point game on Tuesday.
Oh,
Death
cool.
Guard versus White Scars.
Nice.
Are there any units to avoid playing at lower point levels?
Mortarion.
Yeah.
He's really good in low points. And honestly, the Flamer could be game breaking at the small points.
Yeah.
Because the thing with the Flamer is, again, that's the guy that, well, the flame itself is great, but that's not the game breaking thing. It's the fact that you fight first if you're like charged and enemies
Right.
within 7. And so in the normal game, the way you fight that Flamer is you go somewhere else. And in a smaller points game, you
There
don't
is
necessarily
no
have those
else.
resources.
Yeah. I would say the
So-
same thing with the Judicia.
Yes.
The answer to these models, like these models pick one combat and you win that combat.
Right.
Well, in 1,000-point games, there is one
One
combat.
combat. Yeah.
So- I would avoid those.
Yeah, definitely.
Thank you, Inferno. Thanks again, guys. Another battle report. I'm really looking
It's all one
forward to.
squad?
Oh, yeah.
And they fall back and shoot how? Sorry.
It's a strat.
And then no penalties. They just straight fall back and
Yep.
shoot. Cool.
Keep it up. Cannot wait to see my beloved Thousand Suns on soon.
Yeah.
Be very interested to see what you bring.
Thank you. Yeah, we're getting a bunch of stuff for them, so we're really excited to get them on the channel. We were super happy to see that they won because we wanted to get them already.
Yeah.
And this was a good excuse to say, okay, people want it. Let's do this. Make it happen.
Such a beautiful army.
Right? Can't wait to paint them.
Thank you, Ola. Hey, first time super chat. I am gonna play a 2,000 point game next week with 4 commanders. What is the best loadout?
Made a thunk when it put it
Yeah,
on
it
the
was
board. Did you
so.
hear it?
You probably. I don't know if you guys could hear, but it was like. Best command loadout for 4 commanders in 2,000 point game. Missiles.
Missile pod's my favorite because it keeps them safe at range.
Yeah.
That's the end for me.
and-
So I either 3 missiles and an ATS.
Right.
I like 4 on one of them because there's always something on the battlefield where you want a little more DACA. The fusion isn't crazy either on the cold stars.
Maybe not on
and-
all of them though.
Yeah, the Ion's still solid. So those are the 3 guns. Those were always the 3 guns. They're still the 3 guns. We're just gonna try to stay outside of an inch to make sure.
Mhm.
Yep, we're good. And then we're just gonna be careful to be within 6. Great. Cool.
Right. Looks
Can I get one
good.
more in, Brian?
Yeah, do one more. I'm done, but do one more.
Thank you, Thunder King. Afternoon Titans. Games
Thank you.
Workshop comes to you and says you can pick one guard regiment to receive new models. Not necessarily new rules. Which regiment and why?
Australians for sure, because they're the most stylish.
Yeah, Vestralians are cool.
A-
I want to see the Mordians be great because I want to see everyone run out and have to buy Mordians.
A friend of ours made a Vestroyan Death Strike,
Mm.
and it's like a missile silo.
Yeah.
It
Oh,
looks
yeah,
like
right.
A cool Russian.
That's awesome.
It's awesome.
Yeah, super cool.
The Australians are so cool.
How many CP does he have?
He has 2.
2. That's enough.
That is enough.
So the thing is, I could charge and touch them, but then you'll just overwatch
Wait,
me
with what?
Correct.
potentially. Oh, the tank.
There's a wall. How are you gonna?
Oh, but
Yeah,
he's
there's
at
a
the
wall.
wall. Oh, you?
No, I'm back.
Are you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Isn't each of these tiles an inch? And I'm like more
No,
than
the
a tile.
tiles aren't. But it's fine.
Oh,
If you
okay.
want, if you
I thought I was more than an inch. Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
fine.
yeah. I think I'm
Okay.
a fool. I've done some foolish things this game, but there's a limit.
Sorry, did you want me to answer? Let's shoot.
Sounds good.
Let's shoot.
I've got some shooting to do. So what we're going to do is first these 3 swords again up into here. How many are left? 3?
4.
4.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
I
only
only
killed
killed
one.
one last time.
Yeah, man.
I did a bad job.
Made my
2,
invulns.
4.
Over there,
Yeah.
but not here.
Yeah. So hitting on 2s. Wow.
Wow.
My captain's out of range, unfortunately.
Yeah, 3s. Oh.
Can I kill 1 again?
5 up. Nope.
Okay.
I mean, yep. I'll give that to you.
And these bikes, unfortunately, can't fall back and shoot, or you'd be in big trouble over there.
Yeah.
And here we want to kill both of these things.
Yeah.
So the truth is, we probably have the combat to do it here. So we're just gonna risk the shots here a little more.
Okay.
And
And
are these guys
yeah.
infantry?
They are infantry.
Wow, yeah, they're beefy. But
They are.
so what we're gonna do is,
Centurions are infantry.
yeah, that's true. They're beefy boys too. So we're just gonna take this unit's shooting. That's a lot big waste. So why don't we take the one big gun from here into this, and then the little guns will go into your. I'm trying to think if I tried to shoot against these boys,
Yeah.
would it be worth it?
Right.
I don't have enough. Like if everything from this tank went into there, I might drop 1.
Yeah.
Because I do have a flat 3 damage weapon.
Yeah.
And then some 1 damage. They have a 1-up in cover right now though.
Yeah, and a 4+ invul.
Yeah. So hard going.
Yeah.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go for the cultists with the underslung gun, and we'll put the other gun in here, and I'll do the disperse shot.
Okay. Sounds
Okay.
good.
So let's go
It's
for it.
6 shots, strength 6, AP2, 1 damage. Is the disperse shot.
Strength 5.
What?
I'll take it.
5, 6.
So it is just a worse heavy bolter now.
Yeah. So on 2s, rerolling 1s. Okay.
Solid.
And on 5s.
On 3s, -1.
Oh, he's -1 to hit at all times. Did I have a 2 in there?
You did, yeah.
There's 1 wound -2.
No, you meanie. You meanie. All right, come on. Give me that 5 up again. You can roll it on this dice.
Oh, in
Nice.
style.
I'll take it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is into the cultists, and then on 2's killed.
You got it. Solid.
Okay, 6 are down.
6. Right.
Okay, let's take everything from this unit here. I think everything's a huge waste, but like he does have to die. You know what I mean?
I mean, yeah.
Like,
I can't believe you did 7 to him. Jeez Louise.
to cheer myself up, I'm gonna go with the palace first. And I'm
Yeah.
gonna see how many wounds I could take off of her with the palace.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay, so 2 shots. The big shots.
Yep.
Hitting on 2s. Wounding on 4s. 1 wound, same as last time.
Yo.
4 up.
4 up.
Oh,
Good.
you made it. Okay. So this is just me being greedy, right? Like, really,
Yeah.
I should put everything here,
Totally.
and I'm just going to do that. Okay?
Sounds good.
2, 4, 6, we'll do the spears first.
Mhm.
Because it will matter against you. AP, it will matter. So, okay.
On 3s. -1. Is it 2 in there?
Was there 1, 2, or 2?
I think 1.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's okay.
I'm not used to that.
I forgive you. Oh!
Ooh, so maybe here I am.
Okay.
2.
This is a
4
tasty
spear.
burger.
So actually, you're probably going to live now. So 2 hits.
Yeah.
The -1 I keep forgetting. I wasn't calculating into my arithmetic. So 1 wound.
Oh, come on. And what's the round on this?
This one's none, my friend.
Ooh, 3 up.
So 3 up or die.
Ooh, I will CP that. Yeah, we'll CP it.
Okay, he makes
Good.
it.
Just making sure.
So I actually don't have anything else I could shoot at. I'm going to have to make the charge. And if I fail that charge, it's kind of big for you, actually.
It's a big deal. Yeah.
So because he can't see
No.
because of the big tank in the way, or technically he could see under it because it is a grab tank, but we'll have to check the range. This is a relic weapon that I don't remember the profile on. Let me just check the general range and we'll get a
Sounds
sense
good.
of what it is. So it's 18-ish. So I'm going to have to look this up. This is his, it's called the Talon.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's right. Right.
Yeah, and I've never used it. So it's in War of the Spider. I remember it's 4 shots, so it's actually like not.
It's rapid fire 2, probably.
It's assault 4,
Oh,
and it is
wait,
24
what?
inch range.
What?
1, 2, 3, 4,
Okay, so
What have they done with my codex?
right on 3s.
and on 5s. Is the captain gonna do it?
Yeah.
And it's at -1, or
Minus-
sorry, -1, -3 in
-1.
combat.
So 4 ups.
He dies.
Yeah, he's dead.
The captain
It's a brutal game,
with
man.
the
This is
Talon.
brutal.
All right, it's time for Le Charging.
All right.
We're gonna Le Charge over here with this unit into that. There is
Sounds
no
good.
failing.
Yep. Looks good.
It does look good. Do you think I get her?
I don't know, actually.
I don't know either.
Yeah.
The tough hole,
Yeah.
as they say.
Yeah. He's not here. He's always with us.
Let me
in
just
our
double check
hearts.
something.
I think with
Just
+1 to
to
wound, you'll do it pretty easily, yeah.
And I'd have to have a guy out to get reroll ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, with it's not called Custodes Strike, Vengeful Strike.
There's a new, you're tougher than me.
Oh, but I could have always +1 to wound.
Bully
it.
the bullies.
Yeah.
You can +1 to wound with spears,
With
but you do have
spears, yeah.
swords in that unit.
Yeah. So here to here, we're
Uh-huh.
gonna charge.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
we're just gonna stay on the point and
Yep.
and fight ya.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, we can't fight ya from cover, so that's fine.
Mm.
Now we do have this tank
Mhm.
into who's that? Is that a living cultist?
Cultist, yeah, he's up here. But still very chargeable.
All right.
If you wanted to.
Like, why not? The plan was to charge them and pile into them, but it's fine.
Gotcha.
So back there, we've got a charge against your girls.
Uh-huh. Dun, 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 dun.
I don't know what it is, though. So it's a 6.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
All right, all right.
I think a 6 is
Yeah.
in the cards. All right.
Definitely
That
is.
was a style roll.
I like it.
So we abandoned this point here to the palace and using the obscuring to kind of try to
Right.
keep it alive.
Yeah, it should be good for a while.
Yeah, should be fine. All right. We're not going to abandon that point. We're going to have to leave these
Yeah.
invincible furies to
Clearly.
their own devices.
Clearly.
I think that's all the charges
Uh-huh.
because it was literally every unit pretty much I
Yeah,
could.
I feel you.
So we're going to have to go here just first,
Yes, you will.
and we're going to have to spend the 1 CP on +1 to wounds.
Oh, dang.
And
And then Adrian uses giant lady transhuman.
Yeah, for sure.
That's correct. So you're strength 7, so all my weapons are going to be the same against you.
Top 7, yeah.
Yeah, because I'm strength 6, so everything's going to be winning on force.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, and Ren doesn't matter.
It does
It's all
not.
the same. Let's do
Okay, so 1,
I'm scared.
2,
-1 to hit.
3, 4. So we're going to see, oh, it's 5. 5. We're gonna have to see if losing 3 attacks but rerolling 1s would have been worth it. Probably not, right? Hitting on, because I could have been in range of my captain if I had sacrificed 1 model to be back.
Because you're not hitting on 2s, it's definitely better to have more attacks.
Yeah, I think that's true.
All right.
All right, on 3s, no rerolls.
Yep. Whoa.
It's a lot of 2s, Brian.
So she cost me 1, 2, 3, 4 hits, which
Okay.
actually
Yeah.
is pretty.
But the captain wouldn't have gotten you much back, so that's good for you.
The captain would have had what, 1 reroll there,
Yeah, I think.
and it could have
2.
still been a
It would've
2.
been 2 rerolls, but you would have been down 3 attacks.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a
Bad.
good call there.
All right, 4s.
4s.
It's odds,
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
all anyone in the world could ever ask for.
That's very true. All right, 4-ups. Let's see it. And then
You're
You
gonna
have
want
1
to.
CP.
I have
Oh,
1
1
CP.
Oh, that's not a lot.
Well, but he didn't charge me. Oh, but that's double shoot.
Well,
They're
you're gonna-
obscured.
Oh, yeah.
They're obscured, yeah.
Okay, so we will. Where you roll 1 and still fail it. Cool.
So 3d3, 7 wounds left,
Yeah.
and you do have a 6-up.
I do have a 6-up.
So
You'd have to roll high, but you know,
rolling high, okay.
4, 6.
So I have 1 command point.
You have 2.
2, okay. Let's reroll this damage.
8.
So 8. So you need to make 2
sixes.
2 6s. All right, no problem, no problem. That's
You made it interesting, Brian.
I
Yes, he
did.
did. You got her.
Oh, she drops. That's
Game over.
big.
Yep.
That's big.
All right, she's gone.
And now it's your fight because you fight first.
So Demonette's piling in here. Bloop, bloop, bloop. That's it for
Wait,
fighting.
that's the one that you picked?
That's the blooping.
Is there another fight?
There isn't a better fight.
Right here.
Oh.
Is that a better one, honestly?
Well, they're not going to kill the captain.
No, that's for sure a better fight. Do you mind? I actually forgot
Oh,
about
yeah,
it.
sure.
Yeah,
I
You
don't
might
mind at
kill
all.
one model with Demon
Do the thing you want to do.
Yeah. So. All right. Bloop.
Okay.
All
Now we
right.
have different bloops.
I know.
There's a lot of blooping going on.
So 3 are going to be out. So this is going to be 7, 14 attacks. 15 attacks to the leader. So here's 7, 11, pardon me, and then 4. No, you're good. Hitting on 3s. Looks good. And then wooden on 5s. 6s would be nice. Terrible.
Oof.
So you have 1 at -1, 1 at -4.
So 1, 2 up,
Okay.
and then -4 takes me to my 3 up.
Yep. Sounds good.
Another oof.
All right, over here.
Over here is right.
Yep.
So just 5 attacks with him, and the spear doesn't give him extra attacks.
Yeah.
So, or the talon on 2s. Okay, strength 6, so 2s.
Yep. Okay. And then 5-ups. Well, let's see. All right, so 3 die. We'll pull these
Yep.
back ones. Let's do it.
Okay, and then I just would have piled my max 3 towards you.
Yeah, no worries.
A max 3 from the point is what I'm saying also. Yep.
Sounds good. So I've got 4 ladies going back. On
Bring
3s.
Oh.
Yeah. And then on 5s,
Oh.
we got 1 invuln.
I have a 4 up invuln.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Sounds good. All good.
The Emperor protects.
Yep.
Over there, I have 9 attacks with swords, 3,
Mhm.
6. Let's see how much work the swords can do.
Sounds good.
The answer is
Wow.
possibly some. 1 whole guy just misses. I
Right.
choose to believe that
That
he's
he
was
just didn't fight.
watching.
Yeah, he's like,
he just didn't fight.
yeah.
He was distracted.
Yeah. Oh, Bridger. All right. 5-ups. So 3 die?
Yeah.
Solid.
Okie doke.
Cool.
Three that weren't
The
fighting.
tank is going to fight its 3 fights. So it's just going to pile blah, 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 blah right there.
Mhm.
And no hits.
Sounds good. And then cultists will pile in. They're going to move in a second anyways. 4 attacks. 2 hits.
2 hits.
And
Sixes?
no potion. 6s. Nope.
Oh.
All right.
I thought you might get one.
No broken bottles.
So the goal here is basically, if he blows me up next turn, I at least blow up in your lines.
That's pro move. He blows up 6.
We all die. That's the goal.
I like it. I like it. Cool.
That's my turn, my friend. It was a good one.
Oh, that was a really good turn for you.
Yeah,
All right.
sir.
So morale. Over here, I lost. What is it? 3. Leadership of 7. Cool. So another one runs, and then 2. Let's see, 6 left.
So you're above half?
I'm above half,
So
so
just
only
ones?
on ones. Just 1 more goes, like so. And then, oh yeah, and then my pile-ins after we fought, right?
Mhm.
So I'll
Yeah,
take-
you'll have
I'll
more
take
on
the
the
point. Yep.
You'll have
And
more
then
on
over
the point.
here, lost 3 again. So again, 1 more runs. So that's same thing. 3, 6. Do I have 6? Yep. Cool. And then another 2, so I actually lose 3 from that squad.
Okay.
All right. Sounds good.
Ooh.
Yep. All right. Oh, and then cultists too. Cultists
The
lost.
cultists, oh, they lost in shooting.
6.
Okay.
So.
And they are leadership 6 or 7. So I think a 1. A 1 will pass because either way it doesn't matter if it's 6 or 7.
You got it. Bloop. All right. So they run, and then the remaining 3 on 1s and 2s lose another one. Cool.
All right.
So just 2 left. All right.
Fantastic. Did you want to pull the ones that were in combat technically?
They were. I mean, they all fought. But
Oh, I see. I
yeah,
understand.
it's all good. I think that's it.
That's
yeah.
it. Okay.
All right. So we have secondaries for Brian.
Yeah,
I'll
I
score
scored
it.
up. You're good to go.
Sounds
So
good.
I maxed.
Yep.
Everything.
Aboard the witch, and you're at 12 assassinate.
And then I got Killmore as well.
Yep.
Okay.
Sounds good.
It's going well.
All right. So I'm holding 3 points.
Yep.
So 15.
10.
Or, sorry,
You can
10.
hold more.
Yeah. 10. Cool. Let's do this thing.
Let's do it.
So I have 1 CP now.
You do.
All right. Sounds
That's
good.
correct.
So where's the tape measure?
Yes, you may.
Thank you. All right. So it's
What
real
is
bad.
okay? So talk about it. So it's gone very badly.
Yeah.
Talk to me about what the plan is. The obliterators are your best resource, but
Mhm.
they're kind of surrounded now.
Yeah.
So what's the asset you need to get rid of?
I mean, honestly, it's what I can, right? That's
Yeah.
the thing. So it's these boys, because that, honestly, otherwise you come in next turn, Gravis just move, or the Cronus moves back, holds the point.
That's
you
right,
come,
and
you
they
charge
come
me.
forward and they bully you for even here or here or whatever.
Yeah. So I need to take them out. That's all I can do.
I want
really.
you to remember that this guy falls back in charges
Mhm.
and advance in charges.
Yeah. I mean, if you touch me, you touch me. I can't spend my 1 CP
Mhm.
because I need to have 2 CP for next turn when I fall back and shoot.
That's right.
So that's where we're at.
And and the only point only really worth shooting at them if you manage to get the Death X off, because the 2 shields will really blunt that
It's true.
that attack.
Very true.
So if
Yeah.
you didn't get it on them,
Yeah.
then maybe might be worth
Going
don't
into
know.
him. I can't.
Yeah,
Yeah, because you have the Cronus right there.
that's right. Yeah,
So I'll probably just go into Cronus then, but we'll see.
Mhm.
Yeah.
and then have it blow up on all of us.
Yeah, exactly. Again, it's only a 6-inch explosion, right?
Yeah, because you're going to back up potentially.
Yeah.
and shoot it.
yeah.
Thank you, Dungeon Master.
Oh yeah.
If Breacher's Pulse Blasters are supposed to be more devastating the closer they are to their target, then why aren't they at their most devastating at point-blank range in combat?
Yeah, I think that obviously nothing, like you're saying, if you use them as pistols or something, they don't natively have the pistol profile, and they do let you use their close range profile in pistols in combat, so they kind of have a bit of what you're talking about. So I think that strat kind of represents what you're hoping for there, but I really do hope that more Tau have the ability to shoot in combat, rather than them having some sort of special Overwatch. I think that's more interesting.
Yeah, I mean, you could say that their blasters are not so much shotguns as maybe like we would think of heavy machine guns, where the closer you get, the more effective they are, and
Yeah.
to a point. And then it's like, well, you're right up against me, so.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jordan. Glad you guys are getting so much support for the amazing content. I've nearly got 2,000 points of Custodes, 9 Alaris, 10 guard, 4 bikes, 2 captains.
Yeah, I was going to say, you have almost 2,000 points, so you have like 6 models.
Yeah, exactly.
And actually, how many models was that he just said? It was like a 12?
It was like 15.
Yeah. My first 2,000 point
Love it.
army was 14 models. So
Yeah, somebody in chat was asking how to start with Custodes for a 500 point army, and it's like the answer is like buy any single box.
Right.
yeah. It's not a legal
Great.
army, but
I love it.
it's 500 points. Very cool. So sorry, the rest of the question.
No, that was it.
Oh, that was it. Yeah. Custodes were my third 40k army,
Yeah.
and they were the one I wanted forever. I kept going into the store and picking up the like custodian guard squad, and it was like the 30k box.
Right.
And I kept going like, oh, can I put these in my Space Marines? Should I make a detachment for them? I really, really want them. And I hummed and hawed for about 4 months. And then that January, they're like, and Custodes Codex. And I was like, buy them all, buy them all, buy them all. I just bought like one of everything. And I bought all the 30k stuff. That was like the fastest I got into an army.
Yeah.
Like the day it dropped, I bought every single thing I could.
So cool.
Thank you, Ishpulk. Love the content. Let's go Custodes. What non-Imperium faction would you choose to recast and remake your favorite cult classic movie?
Non-Imperial faction
Yeah.
Non-Imperial.
to put into a film.
A remake of a cult classic.
Oh man.
Which army?
Children of the
Which
Corn.
faction?
Corn Demons.
I mean, I got to go with my Slaanesh, or we're gonna redo Rocky Horror Picture Show, of course.
Ooh.
But it still has Tim Curry. I'm sorry, he's a
Yeah.
Slaanesh demon.
No, it still has Tim Curry.
Yeah.
Both
Of
good
course.
answers.
Of course.
No. That was a perfect answer. I don't even want to follow that. I don't even. Jeez.
That's your answer too. That's your answer.
Yeah. I don't know. That's I just want to watch your movie now.
All right, that's my movement. We moved out with the demonettes. Made sure we stay outside of 3 inches of his character here.
Very smart.
I'm going to be scanning with my cultists here.
Right.
These demonettes are just going to.
Because now this will be your full scanners.
That'll
here.
finish scanners, which is super nice.
And he's got 2 units back here, so if I come in for the charge on 1, it's really hard to get both.
Sorry,
Exactly.
Adrian, you'll finish scramblers.
Scramblers.
I think we should just rename it to scanners at this point.
But then, how will we have scrambled eggs in the Adrian special?
That's right. Actually, I agree. You have to change your mind.
That's right. And I'm going to advance these guys over here.
Oh, very nice. Did you get 2 of them onto the point?
Yep.
So that's super slick because I remember when we said those 2 were actually going to win in the game?
Right.
And then he just officially
nice.
took the point from me.
Yeah, that's actually really nice.
Which I admit did not see coming.
Oh, really?
No, I didn't see it at all.
Huh.
I would not have done a token charge on those
When
girls.
you moved them away, yeah, I was like, I'm glad we, like, right before the game, we're like, okay, so vehicles aren't OBSEC, right? I was like, okay, cool,
Yeah.
cool. I did not know that.
Because Matrix with Necrons.
Because what I should have done is these 3 guys, they should have just tried to shoot up at those gargoyles.
And just stay.
Yeah, those gargoyles, they were like actually gargoyling on like the perch of the building.
They couldn't. They thought they were actual gargoyles.
Yeah, they thought. They only come alive at night, which is your turn.
It's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's it, really. Nice and simple.
Okay, so
Let's
these
do
just
this.
backed up a little bit, but they stayed touching the building so they could shoot through it.
You got it. And I actually kept the cultists touching the Coronis because I'd rather just not have it be able to fall back and shoot and charge.
Yeah, it's too much of an asset to do that.
Yeah. And it's not like it's not like extra good in combat, right?
No.
Now, like anything above like terrible is enough to kill 2 cultists.
Its usefulness is done. Basically, what it did is it got these guys to here, which is where they would have been first turn if they advanced anyways.
I know, right?
I
know.
So
interesting.
And it's shooting. It killed. I think it killed 6 cultists though.
Wow. So 300
That's
points.
right.
To move Custodian Guard 6 extra inches.
Sounds
Listen,
worth it to me.
And
I don't know if you're appreciating
killing
this.
6 cultists.
The style points I'm getting.
It's super stylish.
I'm
for
getting
sure.
style points, and I'm getting to play with my special toy
I'm so happy
that
for
I never
you.
get.
It's beautiful. I like the weight.
And you know what I love? I love that I'm playing with my special toy, and it hasn't cost me the game.
That's true.
Which
That's true.
That's always.
I think it's in
I
spite
think
of
that's
that.
all you ask for.
But
out
you know,
of your special toy.
That's true. And if you did lose, it always has
I could
the
have
advantage.
blamed it on. Yeah.
Well, yeah, and you can also kill a man with this because it's a block of solid resin.
That's right.
Nah,
It could take the fall.
be good.
Yeah.
The first Warhammer death on stream.
That's right.
On that note, let's move to Psychic, shall we?
Bring it.
So unfortunately, I'm down to 2 Psychers, and I kind of need both of them right now. So here's a Death Hex here into those boys.
And I have what? I'm 1 TP?
You have 1, yeah.
Yeah.
So you could do the 4-up, but no reroll.
Yeah, I could never reroll it anyways. Oh,
Come on.
now you have to burn the CP you don't want to burn.
No.
Adrian, no,
What
not
is
like this.
happening?
Death X is cast on an 8. It's actually a really hard power. So
It's
even
not
a
even
reroll,
worth it.
especially with my 4-up.
I'm not gonna get it. Yeah.
Not
But you have
like
to live the
this.
dream.
No, because no matter what, if I do that, then you just tag me, and then the game's super over.
Because you won't. No, because you'll have a CP to fall back.
I think it's 2.
Whoa.
Of course, it's 2.
2?
It must be 2. Yeah, it's 2, right, Bridger? Do we know this?
I don't know.
This is the
but
Alpha Legion strat to fall back and shoot?
Yeah.
I believed you.
Let
You
me
said it was
check
2,
now.
and I believed you.
Wow.
2 is like appropriate, honestly.
No. Everyone else does it for 1, don't they?
No, because they also.
Everybody
No,
falls
it's all
back,
2.
shoots, and charges for 2.
This is not charge.
Oh,
White
you're right.
squares.
But most of the time, you don't need a unit to do both of these things.
Yeah, okay. I believe you now. Now that you're saying all these other, it is 2
Horrible
with 1.
things.
Okay.
I'm still checking it.
Wow. Okay.
I'm honestly
but what
probably
would
not
I
going to reroll
So
this
the best
anyway.
thing I could charge you with would be the this guy here,
Yeah, which is super
and
like,
maybe the bike captain.
Yeah, he's definitely within range too.
So the bike captain could get to here.
Yeah.
So it's the bike captain has a 7-inch charge.
Feigned Retreat is 1 CP.
Ooh. So do it.
Are we doing it?
But isn't it better to just
Double shoot.
get the when I fail this spell? Nah, screw it. We're doing it.
He's doing it.
7.
It's 2 times.
7.
7.
7s.
That's
2 times. That's 4 times in a
It's
row.
4 times, yeah.
You failed that spell.
It's not that likely to get off, but like it's better. It's more likely than that.
Here's the thing. Whenever I play against Death Hex historically,
Yeah.
it always goes off first try.
Right.
I've never even conceived of the idea that you could fail this
It's
spell.
so messed up because
And you failed it 4 times.
Yes. Well, the thing is, like CSM get extra in trouble of this
Yeah.
because Thousand Suns often get +1 to cast,
Yeah.
+3 to cast if you need it, and they have access to Gaze of Fate.
And they get the range on this.
And they get the range.
That's what, you know why?
Yeah.
It's always Thousand Suns.
Exactly.
It's always like
exactly.
an Armon
Yeah.
or like someone with the +1 to cast
Right.
on it. And
It's clutch
I've
power.
never tried to see a
Yeah.
CSM try to do it in a time when it was clutch. That was the difference.
Yeah, that's
you
right.
needed a real librarian
It's
in
true.
here.
It's true.
You needed someone who's
did.
really studying those books.
Yeah. So
All
on
right.
that note, I now need to warp time away because I have such a short range. I need to get away.
You're not going to charge me instead?
Yeah, exactly. So I'll make it. I'll advance out of town.
Well, you'll get one more chance to do it next turn.
Exactly.
But I don't know that there'll be anything left to worry about.
At this point, like, do I? No, I'm not even double shooting.
You're not even double
I'm
shooting.
gonna mental interrogation because that's worth more to me at this point,
You're right.
and I'll fail that.
Is it on a 3
It's
or
a
4?
4.
It's a
It's
4.
a
Because I always thought it was
you
a
were
3.
doing it on 3. Well, you know, it's a lovely Saturday.
Yeah, it is a really nice day.
I'm enjoying.
It's not a nice day.
Hanging out with my friends.
You've got some delightful agonies right now, I think. Is the
So
way I'd say it.
delightful, delightful, loving it. All right, let's go to shooting,
Listen,
shall we?
This is one of those things where
One of those things.
everything has gone badly for you
Yeah.
and well for me. Like,
Yeah.
you started in an up position, but it crumbled so
It
fast.
crumbled very quickly. Yeah.
Like, you just needed even one of your things to work.
This is very true.
And then they didn't.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah,
And pretty much everything I've tried has happened.
yeah. It's been very, very
Like,
successful.
if I tried
so-
to do a thing, that thing happened.
Right. It sucks, but
And
that's
then
the way it
even
goes.
when a thing didn't happen, like when I didn't kill that demon prince, it was
Yeah.
like, oh, I just have a relic gun over here.
Oh
he's
yeah,
dead.
that you're like, and
You know?
that's it. And they're like, duh, but and then you
4
have these
more
extra
shots, and he just dies.
And it's like, cool. Like trying to claw my way back. So I'm bummed that I didn't understand those rules in the beginning. But then I'm in some ways comforted by the fact that I rolled so terribly for the rest
It
of the
wouldn't
game.
have mattered.
That I don't know that it would have mattered that much. Yeah.
It might, yeah.
Oh, gosh.
Okay.
All
Well,
right.
you're not. Let's see. You can still do some destruction.
We're just gonna go. It's gonna be a crazy profile. We're gonna kill all these guardians.
I would love to see
Totally fine. Strength. Cool.
that. So 7. So not 8.
So nothing. Yeah.
Wait. Because you did
doesn't
mental
matter.
interrogation instead of
He
crystal.
needs
Exactly.
10 for it to.
He needs 10. Yeah. Because That's true.
You're T5.
I'm T5.
Right, so it
yeah.
doesn't matter.
So it doesn't matter.
So rend.
This is irrelevant,
-3.
basically.
This is yeah.
Pseudo. Oh. Okay. You,
Okay.
All right, here we go, Adrian.
We're cooking with gas
Power
now. All right. So let me get my dice. 6 from this boy.
18 shots.
6 from this boy. 6 from this boy. All right. Like
Yep.
do all this.
It's all in the mix. See the energy?
Okay.
I would try to give it energy, but it turns out
No,
I only
last
know how
time
to.
it didn't work
I
out
only
so
know how
well.
to suck the
I
energy
didn't want
away.
you to see it.
So hitting on 3s.
On 3s, no rerolls.
So the thing.
That was a good roll.
This is a good unit, but the thing I'm really scared about is when they have the rerolls, when they have prescience, when they have
Yeah.
veterans. Right now he's dealing without veterans, without prescience, without rerolls. So it's like they're good, but they're not that scary until
Yeah.
you buff them.
Very, very true. Very
Yeah.
true.
And with only single shooting, it's just not enough to get the job done. So that was horrible.
That was terrible.
Look at
I've
that.
never seen so many 2s in my life.
No.
So many 2s.
Candyland is like on the shelf. You're not entering.
Talk to me about Candyland.
So listen, we've got 2 storm shields.
uh-huh.
So
How long can
2
we go?
3-ups.
Okay.
It's good.
Yep.
Oh,
Oh, pops 1.
1 dies. I'll let it go.
Yeah, I bet you would. Bet you would, Brian.
Goodbye. And then last storm shield. He lives.
Very good.
You
Shocking.
killed one mob.
Shocking.
Adrian,
18
no.
shots, 1 kill. That's my turn. Oh no. Cultists. Starting with you. Can you kill the cultists?
How many do you have in the squad?
Just 2.
Yes, I can. 6s. No.
Okay. That's why I was asking. I'm like, even if you hit on 5s, you could still kill the cultists.
No, it doesn't have any.
4s. Oh dang. And 6s. Come on.
It has the -2 to charge, but no like cool, awesome grab explosions.
It's all good. Right. Oh, actually, let me shoot my my noise brains into your
Of course.
stupid stuff.
Who do you want to shoot?
I actually will shoot the captain because that's
Bring it.
interesting. That's cute. It's cute. So here we go. D3 shots. 3 shots. Watch out, world. On 3s. All right.
Okay.
And then on strength 8, so on 3s. Nice.
Ooh, so 1 4-up
You
save.
got it. Okay. Nice.
Good talk.
Nailed it. And then I've got
You got some bolters.
3 bolters in rapid fire and 1 in not rapid fire.
You didn't stand still. Do they
One
not
of
get
them.
that?
One of them moved back.
Oh, I see.
They don't get that.
Don't they?
Yeah, they do.
They get boulder discipline?
Of course.
How does everybody get it but Custodes don't?
Don't even talk to me about Custodes.
He doesn't want to hear it today.
2 2-ups, my friend.
Okay.
All right, that is my turn. I am engaged on multiple fronts. I've scanned. I I think is the correct
Nope.
turn.
Scrambler.
Scrambled egg. I actually was trying to. I was
He's
like,
trying so hard there. Just think of scrambled eggs from now on.
scrambled eggs.
It's
Scrambled
what's on
eggs,
the
scrambled
menu.
eggs. I think for the first 3 turns I was saying right? No?
No,
Okay.
you've never said it.
Wow.
So I get
Scrambled eggs.
15 primary. Oh no, because you took me off that point. So I'm only on 3. Oh,
No.
you took me off that point too.
Yeah, let's back off. Let's back
You did a
off.
great job.
Thank
So I only
you.
get 10.
That's right. You're
'Cause
holding
this is-
1, 2
1, 2.
points. So
So
you get
just
10 points. Yeah.
So you didn't cost me much.
That's fine.
That's okay. So let's start.
Yep.
Advance with the captain.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh.
Oh, dang. Wait, can he advance in charge?
Yeah, you can.
He said advance in charge as well?
Yeah.
That's insane.
What
It's
did
the
I-
only advance in charge in the entire army.
It's fallback charge and advance in charge. Wow.
He's okay.
I was so focused on
You're
this.
so hyped about this relic.
It's so good.
It's so okay.
What?
It's so okay, yeah.
Are you
It's
kidding
on
me?
a foot shield captain
Who can advance in
costs
charge?
like 150
So
points.
it could be on a Terminator guy as well, but they're all
Yeah.
on foot, I know.
It is
but-
cooler on the Terminator Captain for sure, but
Well, yeah.
that's the way it goes.
I didn't have the points for Terminator Captain.
Yeah.
I had to cut some points. So
Right.
That's
And
what
then
I
when he
cut.
gets here, he just has a spear.
Amen.
He has a normal spear.
Amen.
This
It's
is
like
accurate.
it's not good, Adrian.
It's good enough.
Yeah, good enough.
Thank you, Brandon. Love the content. How would y'all make a super competitive Yunari list? I really like the Wraith Seers, and how would you support them?
Thanks. Yeah, Wraith Sayers
Yeah,
are
start
I
there.
love
great.
them too. They look so cool.
Really awesome. I'm not super big on craft gold Yunari, so I would minimize the rest of their presence, with the exception of if you just wanted some backfield shooting. But even then, you just lose so much, right? I'm personally a fan of Yunarly Quins. I think that's the best way to go. You still get the Rising Crescendo, which is like kind of the most important thing to kind of keep for that advance in charge, fall back in charge. So I think honestly, the bikes are not bad with them. I think the lots of just troops with that and the Incarn giving a 6-up, feel no pain, and just they're also bodies to kind of just heal Yvraine and stuff like that. So I'd run Yvraine, Yinkarn, the Troop Master and the Shadow Seer buffs do still work. You just can't swap them out for the cooler ones.
Right.
So you can still take that. Yeah, I think that's what I would go for personally.
Cool.
I wish.
You want to do one more question? I'm done, but we can do one more question.
Yeah, thanks, Sean.
do it.
I'm not sure in what legion to play in 9th.
Which legion? Well, World Eaters. If we're saying the book legions,
Sure.
I would go World Eaters. If we're
Yeah.
saying non-book, I would go Death Guard.
I would say Book Legions, Alpha Legion.
Yeah, Alpha Legion's awesome.
Yeah, I also like Emperor's Children,
I-
actually.
We kind of do like them all.
Well, yeah.
We don't like the rules for almost any, but we like them all.
The Alpha Legion rules are good.
The Alpha Legion rules are
Yeah.
okay.
They're good.
They're good compared to the rest of that book.
Well, they're good, but the units are bad,
Sure.
right?
Okay.
So
Yeah, the
when I was
rules are
making the
good.
list,
The rules are good. Data sheets are bad.
great
I buy
strats, great warlord traits, great
Yeah.
relics,
I'm with Adrian on
terrible
this.
units.
Yes. All right. Good
All right.
choice. Let's pop some shots.
Let's do it.
So what we're gonna do is we have 2 Hurricane Bolters here.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna shoot one of them into this squad.
Yep.
And like, I don't know, just 2 of them into that squad, I guess.
Sounds good.
So here's 2 Hurricane Bolters from the bikes here into these 10 cultists.
Mm-hmm. And you're within 12, I assume.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
And I'm rerolling ones.
Yep. Their cultists never get -1 anymore, but yeah. Beep.
Okay, so rerolling these.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh, I dropped one. No, that was actually our last dice. Oh no, there's a bunch of them.
No,
We
we bought
just got
200. On 3s. You can't even pick up your dice.
I can. I have Custodes hands.
This is an orc rule. If you can't carry your dice, you can't
that
roll
is
your dice.
that is.
Yeah. All right, so they're probably dead.
You actually get to roll as many dice as fit in your hand. They
That's
should have they should have something like that.
Yeah.
You just bring like a mitten.
All right, cool.
All right. So good talk, little guys. So we've got 12 more shots, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 into the demonettes from the captain, who you can probably see is on the ground floor.
Sounds good.
On 2s. Oh, yeah.
Nice.
That's the 100% I'm looking for.
Solid.
And then on 3s. That's the 50% I wasn't looking for.
All right. Oh, yeah. And 5s. Hoop. Hey,
Oh, there you go.
So
2
just
go down.
drop.
2 girls.
Yep.
All right. So the captain, he advanced, but he has an assault. They made his gun assault, because of course.
Right?
So let's assault.
On 3s, rolling 1s. What are
Let's
you
assault
debating?
these girls back here.
Okay, sounds
Because I
good.
want that point. So on 3s. 2 hits.
Hmm.
On 3s. 1 wound.
5 up. Come on. Nope.
Great.
You got her.
So let's go with that tank, and we'll put everything in the girls right in front.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, I'll do the other 6 because it's going to be the same against you. 2, 4.
Sounds good.
So 12 shots hitting
Yep.
on 2s. Cool. Oh, it doesn't matter. Whatever. Because 1 strength 6, 1 strength 5. 2, 4. So I'm going to do the 5 as the better gun, okay?
Sure.
So this is on 2s. Okay? And then, wait for a second. These are on 3s, so you can just do them all at once.
Yep. And 5s. Great roll, but it's still enough to kill him.
All right. So what we've got is 3 swords back there into the 2 furies.
Okay, let's do it.
So 1, 2, 3. All hit. 3s, 2 wounds.
Whoa.
Okay. These furies have been invincible to swords.
I know, right?
So 1 goes down.
Always 1.
And what we're going to do is the palace is going to try to kill the other.
Heck yeah.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is the disperse shot. Great. Okay.
Cool. And all 5. Whatcha? Pretty good.
Okay. So I'm taking the points back.
Got it.
2, 3, and then 6. How many furies left here?
3.
3, because I
You
killed 1 a
one
turn.
each, yeah.
So this is the swords over here.
Oh my god.
They're continuing to drop the ball.
Jeez.
Oh my god.
Oh my
2.
gosh.
Can I get 1 again? I got 1 again.
Love it.
Always 1. It's a 5-turn game. I'll get them eventually.
Wow.
If I continue to shoot 1 a turn, I got them. Got them.
That's crazy.
I think I did everything.
Yep.
These guys technically have a few spear shots, so
Sure.
we'll put them through the building here.
Yeah.
So no rapid fire. And 5 to wound. 1 wounds.
Oh dang.
-1. So on your 2 up.
2 up. All good.
Okay, good. I'm done.
Let's
Time
do
for
it.
charges.
Yep.
This captain is going to charge into here.
Let's do it.
And do we want to try and charge into one of the psychers?
Yeah.
So it's a very easy charge to here. It's 3 inches, but to the psyker, it's more. It's a 7. Do I have 1 CP?
You do.
I can't get both
In fact,
the
you
psychers.
have 2.
Oh, well, look at that. I can't get both the psychers. But I can try to reduce 1 smite at least. So I'll go for
You're going to reduce a
both.
smite?
Yeah.
What does smite in combat?
Well, not if he's dead.
Oh, I see. Okay. I was like, what are you talking about?
Can't smite if you're dead.
That's right.
The bike captain's going to go this way.
Uh-huh.
I'll roll it up and we'll see what he needs. Maybe a teeny bit more than that.
He
Yeah,
rerolls
it's more than
charges with Orca.
Yeah, I know. So he needed an 8. Okay. Blang, blang. Dun, dun, dun. So,
All right. Anything else?
yeah, let's charge here.
Sounds good.
Thanks.
The bike's charging.
We'll just
the
put them here
demonettes.
so everyone can see.
Yep.
Someone lost his plume.
Oh no.
It's the real loss. Okay. And I'm going to charge your demonettes up on the building there.
Sounds good.
So I'll get that. We'll move that over when
Yep.
it comes time to it.
No worries.
So it's time to fight. We're going to kill this sorcerer.
Well, let's do
2,
it.
3, 4.
I will intervene.
Yeah, you will.
Heck
Okay,
yeah.
then I'm going to split and try to kill them both.
All right, let's do this. Let's do it.
I love to live dangerously.
It's gonna suck when you do it.
So neither of them have invulns, right?
He has an invuln.
Okay.
He's a 5 up.
And they're 5 wounds?
4 wounds.
4 wounds? No, they're 5.
No.
Get out of here.
No.
Oh, yeah, they're not
This
primaries.
is chaos.
So 3 into him, 2 into him.
Sounds good.
Okay?
Yep.
Okay, I have no strats that I'm going to use. So here's the 2 into the jump pack sorcerer on
Sounds
2s.
good. Uh-huh.
Okay?
3s.
On 3s, yeah. Okay, and I'll command point this. So 2 wounds.
Nice. Minus.
3.
All right. 6s. All right, both go through.
You have
Two
what?
3-ups.
4 wounds?
4 wounds.
No, he
Not bad.
lives.
That's right.
That's good. So the next one,
Uh-huh. Ooh.
rerolling the 1s. And then 3s.
Uh-huh.
2 wounds.
And 5s. Let's see it. Give me 1.
Okay, so they both live.
That's right.
1 wound.
Yep.
Yep.
Looks good.
So that was actually really shameful. But it was a fun chance to take.
Right.
So I'm going to fight here. 1,
Sounds
2, 3,
good.
4, 5. Okay, on the blitz. Can I kill an blitz? I think I can get 1. Hitting. And then 3s to wounds.
With the reroll. Nice.
Ooh.
Ooh, not so much.
So 5 up saves.
5 ups. Because what's your rend?
3.
Yeah, so 5's either way. So 1 goes through.
So I can't even kill 1.
I know. 3. Down to 1.
It's a really sad charge.
I know. That was so sad. I'm so sad for you.
If only my things couldn't have gone like that all the turns.
The demonettes.
Fight first.
There's two. There's two. Adrian has 2 fights because you just did 2 fights.
Oh yeah, that's fine. Sorry.
That's true.
Yeah.
Right.
So you get to fight here, and then over on the back side of the table.
All right. Yeah. So we've got. Did you kill? Yeah, you killed 2. So 8, 9 for the Aluris. On 3s. And then on 5s. Whoop. Nothing.
Okay.
And then over there.
Yep.
How many are alive? It's just 4 of them. Super dead. And the Aluris on 3s. And then on 5s, looking for 6s. Wacha. All right. So you got
1, 2 up.
It is -1, but you're good.
Oh, okay.
But he is a 1-up arm.
Yeah,
That's true. Yeah, yeah.
Of
course.
Thank you for that.
So here on 2s. Wow. One whole bike just didn't
The
participate.
captain's gone, right?
Yeah. On 2s. There you go.
Solid.
4.
And 5s. Wacha. Okay, so 3 die.
3 go down.
Bloop.
And then I've got 9 attacks on the back side of the board. 3, 6, 9 on 2s. One whole guy keeps just phoning it in.
Jeez Louise.
Phoning it in. 4 more.
All right, and 5s. Give me a couple. Literally down to 1.
So 3. Okay, so we've just got morales on these 2 units of girls.
Whoa. I got all my combats here.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You monster.
I'm a
So
monster.
we'll start with the sorcerer into the captain. Do you get +1 if you intervene for angry charge?
Yes.
Yeah.
So he's my power fist. Here we go.
Oh, he's a power fist.
He
I love
does.
it.
All right, and he misses with
Everything.
All those. Yep. And then on 2s, 3s, but
threes.
you're good.
So 4
-3.
ups.
Yep.
Okay, 1 goes through.
Takes
D3.
Nope.
Oh,
Flat 2.
that's right. It's not 8th edition.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy, right? The master of possessions. I forget what his staff is like. Let's see how far we get.
Oh, Death of False Emperor.
Thanks, sir. Cha! Looks good. And then wounding. And not pull up the profile.
It's at least strength 5, right? The staff is +1 strength.
At least, yeah.
Okay. -1 or
I
2?
have no idea. Show me the rules.
So it'll matter if it's. It'll need to be -2.
-2.
And is this D3 damage?
I have no idea.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
so
It's
usually...
probably like a 4-stab.
It won't matter. You can't.
Oh, you know what it is? I bet it's just a 4-stab.
So 4 staff is -1 for D3, but it's +2 strength.
No idea.
All right, let's just pull it up.
It's a long time since we fought with a Master of Possession.
Master of Possession. It's a 4-stab, +2, -1 for D3. So you're good.
That's right.
Good
Okay.
time. All right, and then the Oblitz.
The 3 Blitz.
They're
They're actually like a little punchy.
They are punchy, yeah, for sure. I'm going to go ahead and put these 2 into this captain and this one into that one. So let's get this one out of the way.
So into the bike captain, he's only putting 1 because he's got a chance at hurting my captain on foot, where he's got basically no chance of killing my bike captain.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Not in one fight phase. It's very, very unlikely. Do they do D3 damage or 2 damage?
I'm pulling it up because I always forget it. So
Okay.
it is D3.
So they could go high.
And they are 4 attacks each, yep.
Okay.
So into bike captain on 3s. Cool, 2 hits. And then this is where they're not quite as good. They're strength 6.
So on 4s,
just 1, only -1.
So there's a save.
Sounds good. And then into the other captain, this is
Captain
8
on
attacks.
foot.
Captain on foot. Whoop.
Bring the pain.
On 3s, oof, 2 misses, 1 death of the false emperor. Hits.
Very nice.
And then on 3s for this one.
Oh, great.
-1.
-1, so 3 ups.
All good.
In style.
All right. That's that. So now we have morale. Over here, I lost 3.
5.
Oh, there's 2 more from earlier.
Shooting
Yep, so
phase.
they fail. And then 4 left. 1s and 2s. Good talk. So Brian took that point away by 1.
No, I have 2. You have 2.
So I don't control it.
Oh, I didn't take it away though. We're contesting.
Yeah, but I'm not controlling
Yeah,
it.
that's true. You
So
don't
you did take it
control.
away.
I took it from you,
You
but
did
I
take
didn't give it to
You
me.
didn't get it, yeah.
Yeah.
Over here, I need a 1. Actually, no. I lost 3, so we're good. So they're actually still fighting there against her.
Very nice.
All right.
It's looking grim.
So,
Yeah.
What is
up?
what's the score now?
yeah,
I mean,
so
we can play
let's-
this. This is turn 4 or 5 now? Is this 5?
We're going into turn 4,
Oh, okay.
and I'll give Brian his grind them down.
Yeah, then I thought we were at turn 5.
Down
so.
grinders. Okay, so end of turn 3, it's 56:45.
Mm-hmm. So this will be super fast turn.
Yeah,
so here's what we're doing. Those Furies are still alive. Cool. So that's an engage there.
Yes, it
we're
is.
here and we're here. I'm not even going to try to deny you primary points. That doesn't matter anymore. These guys will just, I don't know.
You
run
could
away.
still be on the point if you want.
Yeah.
And outside of 3, because I'm not all the way up.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Sounds
So
good.
the Demonettes here are 3 away,
Mm-hmm.
so that he's still on the point.
Sounds good. And then the unfortunate thing that Brian's done here is he's piled in intelligently.
Aggressively.
Aggressively. So you're going to be able to intervene into me.
Because he's got a very short movement with these units.
Yeah.
Even if they back up, You could back up
I
and
could
shoot.
warp time. I could warp time him.
That's
but,
true.
You know. You know. All right, so we've got that. Psychic-wise, I'm just going to stay and fight him because screw it. Cool. So let's go to Psychic, shall we?
Bring it.
All right, so we're going to Death Hex the Captain. Goes off.
Finally. How many CP do I have total?
You have 1.
Just 1?
Yep.
Here's the deny.
4 up. Nice.
Yeah!
Nicely done, sir. And then we're just going to smite into this guy. Goes off. D3 for 1.
Okay.
Of course.
Emperor protects.
Here's a 6.
No,
Yep.
so he's down to 3. My shield captain on foot's down to 3.
Cool, cool. And the Malefic Lord, this is mutated, invigoration on the Obliterators. Goes off.
Goes off.
And then he'll also just do
Smite.
smite. Let's see it. It's
Okay.
a 9.
So smite goes off. Needs
Looking
the
at
big 3.
1
No,
damage.
just the 1.
Yep. And then here's a 6.
Emperor protects. No. So I'm
down to 2.
down
Getting
to
there.
2.
All right. Shooting phase, a blitz. Here's the profile. So strength.
Okay.
9. Ooh. And then rend, -1. Cool. And then the damage is 2.
Okay.
All right.
It's totally respectable.
I will use
you
my
had
reroll
first
here. I do have mutated reinvigoration.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
So the
Rerolling
rend
the AP.
is that the way to go though? If right
Because
now
you'd
you're
be
at,
taking me to a. I'm at a 3 already.
you're at a, so you can't get any worse than a 3.
No. So rerolling the rend does not make sense.
So damage.
It's so risky. Oh my
It's so
god.
risky.
You had a 2 on damage?
He has a
Yeah.
2 on damage.
Yeah, I would leave that.
But he's at the end of his rope here. Like, what else is this man gonna do? There you go.
All
Yeah.
right. Backed into a corner, Adrian gets mad.
That's right. no,
You got to take risks when you have
for the
nothing.
record, I'm
when
not
you have
mad.
nothing to gain.
Uh huh.
When you have nothing to gain
Yeah.
by being cautious, you should take a risk.
Exactly. Exactly. All right. So here we go. So we're hitting on 3s.
So this is all 3 obliterators because he paid the CP to fall back and shoot.
Yeah.
And do you have any CP left?
Well, I guess the smart thing.
Was that
No,
his
that
only-
was just 1 CP.
No, that was
to
it.
fall back
That
and
was
shoot.
it. No, I guess it's not the smart thing. I could shoot into the bikes there.
You're
doesn't
more
do
likely to kill them.
anything. Yeah.
And there is a wounded one already here. So
Yeah.
you're more likely to kill them. But
actually
the
doesn't do
biker. This is the style pick.
Yeah.
Killing the captain commander is the style
And
pick.
the style pick is the only pick now.
Yeah.
There we go. So that many hits. Quite good, actually. And then on 3s. All right. So
Okay.
we got this many
3 ups. So 3 ups on my captain
With the
commander.
reroll. Yep.
And free reroll.
Good time.
And do I have any command points?
No.
Aw.
So you take 3.
Why would you do that?
You know why I would do it. Because it's
Monster.
so mean.
Oh my gosh. All right.
So I'm down to 4.
Yep. Charge phase. You want to intervene into me?
Yes.
Sounds good. I guess that demonette would just fall back. You know, do what she does.
Yes.
Wait, hold on. Adrian,
Yeah.
if you know he's going to do that, you charge, so you fight first.
They fell back.
They fell back. Oh, but you use the strat
No,
to
but
fall back,
their
shoot,
strat
and
doesn't
charge?
No,
let
it's
them
just
fall.
shoot. It's just shoot.
Right.
That's why it's only 1 CP.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. No, it's fine. All right. So
My fight?
Let's do it. No, no.
Oh, Slaanesh fights first.
Slaanesh fights
and
first.
both of these are Slaanesh.
No,
Both
these don't
are-
fight first. They're not. Emperor's Children gets that, but not.
So then you fight first with the obliterators. Oh,
No.
They didn't
No.
charge.
they didn't charge.
Not
So
that.
I have to fight first with this captain, and then I do get to activate.
These are the same because you
Okay.
intervened. So it's a non-charging unit.
So then I'll pick this this captain on foot.
Yep.
I'm going to split my attacks again.
Sounds good.
2 into one,
Yep.
3 into the other. So 3 into the one with the invuln.
Mhm.
Because how many wounds do they have left each?
2 and 4, or no, 1.
Got
There's so
it.
many dice around here.
Yeah, 2 and 1.
There's some.
So then-
stuff.
So then I'm gonna put the. I'm doing the same thing. So here's the character with 2 wounds left, the
Okay.
jump pack sorcerer.
Let's do it.
2 attacks, hitting on 2s,
Yep. Solid.
and then 3s.
What? Yep.
Sixes.
Watcha.
Both out of the.
Watcha. All right. So he dies. And
Yep.
then the other guy.
3 attacks on 2s,
Oh dang.
and then on 3s. Oh, full
Solid.
house.
And 5s. Come on. Hey, you take
Oh.
him down.
He dies.
Hey, yep. All right. And then now I guess I could fight here. So they blitz. When you get heroic intervened into, you don't get it.
Correct.
That's the one circumstance. All right. So here we go. Against the bike captain on 3s. 2 deaths to the false emperors on 3s. Solid.
Of course.
Of course.
Of course.
And then winning on 4s.
Salt in the wounds.
Yeah.
Oh
Good.
my
That
god.
was just my dice this game.
That was horrible.
Yeah, that's the way it goes.
Oh.
Oh yeah, watch
D3.
out. D3. All right, take 1 damage.
I'm down
I
to
think
3.
I rolled a 1 damage on my D3s this entire game.
That was not good.
It's pretty rough. All right.
So,
Well, let
The
him
bike
do his
captain
attack.
fights.
keep kicking Adrian while he's down. That's
Kicking him under the
He's
table.
done a few things
You
to kick
can't-
me while I'm down
You can't
today.
actually see him kicking him under the table.
Yeah.
So the Custodies have had
Keep stepping on my toes.
a bad showing for a while. So I think I'm putting the.
The 3
I'm
does
strength 6.
Yeah. Hey, look at that. All right, so you kill 1.
Yep.
And then the next
and then
one.
the next D3, 3.
Sounds good. All right. Well, at that point, I think we can call this game.
Yeah.
That was brutal.
That steamrolled in the other direction. Right from that very first turn where I had all those charges and I did just a few too many wounds to your exalted greater demon. So this one was down to 6, which that's way too many because that's the one with the invuln.
Yep.
And that's the one with the it didn't have a feeling.
It didn't have the feeling.
But still, the invuln.
Yeah.
It like, and I actually don't. I have like incidental shooting.
Yeah.
But it was because you were so far up, I was in short range, and I had a lot of shots.
Well, you always get that with bikes.
You had 8 wounds,
right?
which is average. You had 24 shots, wounding on 5, so you should get 8.
Well, I'm saying
but
because
Adrian
I was in rapid fire.
Failed 7 of the 8
He did.
wounds.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Which was vomit-inducing.
Yeah,
that's true.
Very scary. And the fact that those went down so quick, and you lost the Demon Prince turn 1 as well.
That was nuts.
Those were all the weapons that really should have held the midboard. And so that went from. Okay, your army against my army, you have the upper hand. As soon as that first turn happened, you were playing from behind.
Yeah.
And nothing went in your favor to get you
back
up.
Yeah.
So you were playing from behind, and then it basically avalanched faster towards your demise.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because things went perfectly fine for me. I made every single charge.
Yeah.
Every single shot basically killed except for the Furies.
Yeah.
But every other.
The true champions.
The funny thing is, they were meaningless, right? Like every other time it mattered, like you're on a point or it mattered. Like
they got my engage, but yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
They got your.
Because everything else died. Like you could just kill. You did, and you could, and you did just kill everything. Every single
That's
time.
right. So this is the Custodes did the thing that they're supposed to do.
Yeah.
And because there was no strong opposition, because the scary things died, and when you had your chances with your obliterators, they just didn't capitalize on those chances because you didn't have all the buffs. You never got your death hex ever. Right on 5.
No, I got it once.
Well, you didn't because it denied.
Oh, and then you stopped it. Yeah.
Right. So you tried to cast it 5 times. You got it 0. Yeah. It's pretty rough.
Devastating.
Right.
Yeah.
What a crazy game.
Oh, brutal. Well played though.
You have an
MVP?
MVP. Man, I don't. Everything was so good. You know what? I can't give it to no, I can't give it to the transport. The transport didn't do
anything.
No, he did. He maybe made 50% of his points back.
That's generous, but
that's
generous.
Very generous.
He shot. Did he?
He killed
didn't even
6 cultists.
Yeah.
And then he killed the demonettes. What are they? 7? What are they? 8 points apiece or something?
Yeah. They're super cheap.
So he paid for like.
He paid for the weapons on his hull.
He paid for the weapons.
He paid for the weapons on his hull.
The weapons earn their money back for sure.
Listen, when you buy a car that fancy, you're gonna be making payments on it for a long time.
This is true. It's a gorgeous model. I'm glad we got to see it.
It's so ugly. What are you talking about?
It's
I like it. I like it.
It's one of those ugly cool things. It's so weird.
Yeah.
That's what makes it cool.
Yeah. If you think that's ugly, but the other Custodes stuff is not, I don't know, man.
The Caladius looks much nicer.
The bikes are going to take the MVP because the Hurricane Bolters were vicious.
Yeah.
The speed was the only thing that allowed me to get in the game so quickly. They allowed me to get all the way to your deployment zone.
Right.
That speed allowed me to hide.
The 16 inches is so strong on Dawn of War.
That was 14, but yeah.
14.
14, yeah. And it is.
The not 12.
It allowed me to get to you right away.
Yep.
And then also enough to hide, which kept me safe again, which allowed me to come back and re-engage again.
Yeah.
And so I'm going to give it to the bike units, which I think were really great. Now, that doesn't mean that you could have infinitely taken more bikers and it would have been fine. As you can see, I couldn't have fit more here. Right? And I did lose them all, right? So you can't. And I needed assets all over the board to play the game.
Exactly. And the bikes they're really powerful in aggregate with like the stooping dive and things like that. Like I had to do specific things to prevent that from happening. Things I didn't want to do. I didn't want to be charging double the units, the captain as well. So
and you took risks on your charges that could have failed.
Exactly. And so the moment you start spreading them out, they don't do that anymore. And you lose a lot of efficiency.
To be fair, I could have dropped the transport for 1 more 4-man squad, or I could have upped
2 units of 6.
Or I could have 2 units of 6, and that's not a bad idea at all.
Sure.
That list is strictly bad.
Strictly less cool.
Pretty
is the answer.
Okay, Brian.
Pretty much better.
It's just better in every way.
That's true. Just better in every way. He's not wrong. Like to be honest, 4 extra Hurricane Bolters would have been terrifying on turn 1.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Or
they're
you
real
can
good.
mix in missiles to threaten big targets.
I love the Hurricane Bolters.
The Hurricane Bolters are awesome.
They're
so good against anything that's not
less
Marines.
and less relevant in the game.
Yeah, against Marines, but in this game, my God.
Yeah, they're
against
good.
anything that's not Marines, they just.
Do you have something that you're going to give an MVP to?
Of course.
What are you giving it to?
The Furies.
The Furies.
The Furies.
They were great.
They were great. They just scored me points the whole turn, the whole game, and they did what they had to do. Right? Was it enough to sway the game? Obviously not. But they did the thing that needed them to do.
They got you engaged. They scrambled your eggs.
These ones were
They
great.
took the objective.
They popped. They scored.
They did it all.
A lot of things. So that was it. Honestly, Noise Marines, dude. I know people like CSM people are enjoying them right now, but like I'm so not into them.
Well, Noise Marines who sit on a corner can only shoot their Blastmaster and no one's ever going to touch them.
But even
it's
then,
not like what a noise. Like if those were normal Marines, that would have done the same thing.
Yeah. I'm just so not sold on them.
It's fair.
They're so pricey, and it's like, oh, the good thing they can do is when they die, they shoot. And it's like, all right, well,
great tactic.
So yeah, the rest of the stuff I like.
This lone captain on foot was surprisingly cool too.
I mean, you guys know, I was super impressed.
And he's pretty cheap actually.
That was amazing.
The funny thing is, a Custodian Guard squad, like my min squad of 3, costs 50 points more than this guy.
Yeah.
And he holds an objective in an area about as well as they do.
Wait, what? How many points is that guy?
On foot, he's just like 100 points basically.
No way.
He's 100. Yeah, he's basically like 100 something maybe.
Very good.
He's not much.
He's not 100 points. I can almost guarantee he is not 100 points.
I would pay
I'm not
200 points for him because that relic is ridiculous.
Oh my god, Adrian.
He's 100 flat.
What?
He's 100.
Unreasonable.
100 spot on.
How is that what?
So
you know how much my Demon Prince that died doing nothing was?
Who flies and casts powers?
230.
No, 30. Why is he 30?
I don't know.
I thought it was just 200.
No, I think it's 230. No. The Celeste.
Oh, Celeste. Celeste is special.
She's so hard to use.
Beast though.
I'd rather just have another keeper, to be honest, most of the time.
Yeah.
She's really cool, but so difficult because they're fragile, right? And so it's things like she has to come up behind a screen. So like if you have a list that can really screen well, that can be fine, and then she can strike at the right moment. Kind of. She doesn't have fly.
Right.
But she's so fragile. Like this happens every time I play her. That like you come around. It was a tennis charge.
Yeah.
But not unreasonable. So.
Agreed. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think also in many ways, like as I said, he's 100 points. The Palace is maybe 105. These are the cheapest units in my whole army, and the Palace is almost great. Just as like it's on the backfield because I can't afford to keep 3 Custodian Guard on the backfield.
Yeah.
I want the Custodian Guard with shield in the midboard because that's where you have to deal with them, and you hate dealing with the shields. When they're back there, you can just say, forget it.
Yeah,
I'll never touch them.
Yep.
But if I had a Palace in both those places, then it's like, okay, now you have to deal with the ones on the midboard. The problem with the Palace is, of course, and this one is really well hidden. So great, but a lot of times it might be out in the open, they'll get popped or something.
Right.
Well, they feel incredibly bad to shoot at.
Yeah.
Because they have a 5-up invuln, 8 wounds so they don't bracket, and T6.
Yep.
It's such a pain to shoot a Palace because it's never worth it. You're putting a giant anti-tank gun into a thing that might just ignore it.
Yeah.
It might take 6 damage and then do the exact same job. Or you might spend like 300 points of shooting to kill a 120-point model.
I totally agree.
It's efficient.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should run if you're going to run bike spam, you run an Outrider with Palace to hold the objectives.
I'm not disagreeing. I think that's the way you make it work.
Yeah.
Really, really interesting game. Super cool.
Yeah.
But as we said, we've got another interesting game. Now, we haven't put up the vote, but next Tuesday and every Tuesday, almost every Tuesday, not every Tuesday for sure, but we do members-only games.
That's right.
And they're on our premium, which you can hit join just down here in the account. You'll join premium. You'll get all of our previous games as well as access to all the live games. We've, for the very first time, got the Dark Angels with their new rules. Bridger's going to play the Dark Angels.
Oh, jeez.
And we're going to make him like a really good list. He's going to play the Dark Angels. It's going to be fantastic. Is this going to be Bridger's first win on the channel?
No, I will lose intentionally.
He says that.
We'll put you against GSC. Chat vote for GSC.
So we're going to put a vote up so you could decide what they're going to play against. So where do you do that vote? If premium members, you go into our Discord. Discord's free for everybody, but as a member, you could go in and join. We really encourage you to join. There's so much cool stuff in there.
There's a lot of great stuff.
It's a huge community growing every day. So join there and go and vote. We'll put the vote up later today, tomorrow, something like that. Because we don't have too much time before Tuesday to get that vote in.
Yeah,
and we'll also get back to you about the last vote, which was the APOC game.
Yeah,
we'll figure it out. We'll talk about it after today, and we'll figure out what we're going to do.
We do have a rare armies vote to put up. We have to finalize some things.
Yes.
Yeah. So there's tons of cool stuff that you get to vote on being a premium member. So definitely you're going to want to check that out.
Yeah, you also get those sweet, sweet emojis. We've probably been seeing some in chat. Chat, why don't you go ahead and show off your favorite 40K emoji. Those are also things that you get from becoming a premium member. You can use those in chat here. And of course, we have them all over Discord.
Yeah. And
also some fun Discord-only ones.
Yeah.
You just got a new one yourself.
Ooh.
That's right.
So yeah, definitely check it out. Hit that join button below. And with that having been said, shall we jump into Q&A?
Let's do some Q&A.
Let's
do it.
do it.
You got Q's, we got A's.
Let's get back to Dark Angel Martin.
Sounds good.
Great news, my Dark Angel army is coming soon.
Hmm.
Will it be the Emperor's Care Homeworkers or a different army as opponent? Thanks for all your hard work, guys. Wow.
well-
So all this time, Martin didn't even have a Dark Angel army.
No, he's saying
talking about
on us
us.
for the channel.
Oh.
That's what I thought until he finished. So as you probably saw, Martin, go vote.
Go vote. We did just play Custodes quite a few times in a
Yeah.
row. If you voted for it and that's what you wanted to see trying to take them on, I think we could put it up there for you to vote for. And I would play the Custodes against Bridger's.
I will throw that game.
Don't throw it.
No,
He's not going to throw any games.
That would be such a rough one. Oh, look, check out those emojis, guys. I can see it on Bridger's monitor.
Yeah,
Thanks
it's quite
so
nice.
much.
Well, is there a clear winner there?
Not really. It's a good mix.
Good mix.
Because of my rampant use of the God Emperor remote in Discord,
Okay.
I think people are leaning towards that one. So I use it everywhere.
Yeah.
If
a
I
good one.
respond to something, it's probably with
It's a
that.
good just general approval one, right?
The Emperor protects.
That the Emperor protects. He approves.
Yeah.
Well, I've earned the Emperors today.
That's right. Oh my gosh, you did. Yes, you did.
Thanks, Edward. Greetings, Titans. I figured you should know you've infected my speech. I started saying good talk whenever my DM fails to hit me with every monster's attack. So have a CP each of you for that.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
That is always a good talk. We got some legendary attack.
Right.
I hate the man. One of the most epic is there's the ghosts that when they touch you just
Yeah.
instant die.
Right.
And it was the last one alive, and it's he's gonna hit, and he just totally missed. And we wrecked that guy. Oh man, there's so many clutch moments in D&D like that where it's the single attacks are so swingy.
Right.
It's oh, does the super dragon kill you in one hit? So
Nope.
good talk.
Good talk.
Thanks, Trayland. Hey guys, I continue to love the channel. No questions today, just the purging of heretics.
Thanks for the support.
We purged.
Yeah.
They purged
There
today.
are no heretics left.
This is their first win in 9th edition, though.
Yeah, that's true.
They needed a win.
Yeah, we're let's make sure this is definitely going to be a fight. And we still even put them at a bit of a disadvantage.
Because you had a stronger list yesterday.
Mhm.
When we were talking about a list, you wanted to, because your army's not a good army,
No.
right? Chaos
No.
Space Marines,
rough.
even mixed with
As a
demons, not a
faction.
great army.
Yeah.
And what you did was you tried to make the best army you could.
Yeah.
The truth is, it was
It was too much.
it was an army that actually is bad in the meta, but crazy good against Custodes.
Yeah.
And so we actually toned it down. But yeah.
That was tough because, again, back to the previous point about there's no good units in the Codex. I was like, okay, well, if I take out these good units I put in, I was like, what do I even? And then I was
What
like, all
else?
right, make the demons a battalion, put more demon characters because that's good.
And then they all died, turn one.
And then they all died.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why that hurt extra. I was like, see how it is.
Yeah. Thanks for changing your list. Now they die.
Thanks, Famous Oaks. Just here to make Bridger jealous. The Techno lives near me and plays at my LGS. I'll take him to a real restaurant, not no cheap Taco Bell.
Is
Hashtag fight me.
Taco Bell is in the UK, I guess, right?
It's global, Brian.
Is
If I was in the UK,
It's a global phenomenon.
I don't know.
I want Techno to take me to Nando's. Get some cheeky Nando's.
Yeah.
But when Techno comes here, I'm taking him to Taco
You
Bell.
better not. If Techno comes here, you better not give him Taco Bell.
You can give him real Mexican food.
we live in California.
Are you kidding me?
You could give him actual Mexican food.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, in the UK, they're like, we have both kinds of Mexican food, burritos and tacos. You're like, all right.
Thanks, Neme Bro. Love both these armies. Hope Brian can make a respectable name for the Custodes like Bridger never could. JK Bridger, are new dreads broken? Yeah, probably.
Yeah, probably.
Pretty
probably too
busted.
good.
Broken just means in this sense that they're on the top line of the power curve.
Right.
And they're not way off the power curve, but they're consistently above the edge. And when the whole army's consistently above, that's a big, big problem.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna flesh that list out into a real what would I do if I wanted to make a competitive list? Because I'm just curious. It's real scary.
What is the dreadnought of all the dreadnoughts that you would lean into? What's the first one you put in your army?
It's gonna be Redemptors and
It's the
Vendreads.
Redemptors, right?
Yeah.
And Vendreads,
And
yeah, because the
Vendreads.
Vendreads got the 6-up Feel No Pain as well.
Yeah.
And they have they're fairly cheap.
They're so cheap.
Yeah. The
They're-
Redemptor
they're
though,
crazy cheap.
the Redemptor is excellent because he's really doing it in all the phases.
Yeah,
Whereas
exactly.
the other dreadnoughts just don't have the DACA.
No, the Vendreads I would take largely for the double las cannons with
right.
high accuracy, and then they still obviously fight really well.
Yeah,
So it'd be cool, 3 Redemptors, 3 Vendreads, and then I might stop there honestly. In an actual list where it
any
wasn't
more beyond that.
I mean, I think I still had 7. It was only one more than that, but
yeah.
I only have 2 Redemptors. I gotta get one more.
I also only have one painted, and Bridger has one partially assembled.
In a box somewhere, totally unassembled.
Fight you for it.
It's still on sprue. I've done nothing.
I actually I think I really want it for the Iron Hands. I want to put a second Redemptor because I think that would be kind of the staple of my like if I'm building an Iron Hands army, it would start with 2 Redemptors.
Exactly.
And I would feel real good about that. It fits the theme of the army really well, and it actually really good.
Really good.
Yeah, with the 6 up Inno Pain and the no degrading on them, it actually goes nicely.
And the 1 character dread.
Yeah, for sure. It's all good.
Thank you, Chris. No question here, guys. Just appreciation for your excellent showmanship, sportsmanship, and drama. Remain awesome.
Thank you.
There
was a lot of everything today.
Yeah, that's true.
Thanks, Trip Bolt. Hello, Titans. Huge fan of all your work. I never could really get into watching Bat Reps until I saw yours. Looking forward to catching all your videos from now on. P.S. Rooting for the Golden Boys.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Yeah, we definitely put a lot of thought into how do we make people actually want to watch 3 hours of a board game. So really appreciate that we did that.
Very detailed board game, but from 12 feet away.
Right. Yeah.
Thanks, Nick. GT coming. Harlequin's Soaring Spite. 13 bikes, 4 gunboats, 2 Shadow Seers, and a Troop Master. Sky Strider as Soaring Spite. Great HQ, worth it. Only 7 CP.
I think it's interesting. Yeah, if you're gonna go Soaring Spite, go for that extra. Yeah, I like it. Extra movement and mobility.
Let's do another Dark Angel Martin.
Oh, Martin.
Adrian met Bridger playing but hating Tau. Meta chasing being what it is, does Adrian think Bridger might be a tournament playing but hating Dark Angel?
Tournament playing but hating. Yes and no. So Bridger will definitely like play as a competitive a list as possible, but he also has things that he likes. Like remember how long it took him to play Space Marines? He was like, oh, Custodes, I love Custodes.
He waited until after they got nerfed.
So I'll give you their props. No, he started, remember? But he took too long and then they got nerfed.
He took too long, yeah.
So I will give you your props.
That was rough.
The only thing is you got really, really depressed for a while about it.
We were prepping for SoCal, right?
Yeah.
And he had this Custodes list, which had been actually wrecking for a long time.
Yeah.
And he was always at the top table in the local RTTs with it. And then I was like, no, you don't understand. Space Marines are just all your things but better. And he's like, no. Listen, Custodes, this is a good list. It had been treating him well. And I just put like a garbage Iron Hands army on the table. And he lost turn 1, like top of 1.
I dealt like 3 damage. You healed
bottom
it all.
1. Yeah, so he shot me, killed nothing because Ironstone, and then I could double heal. I think you did more than 3, but I went back up to full, and then I wiped almost all of his vehicles. And he was like, "Oh, they messed up.
Yeah,
this is not."
So
like his army went from being something that almost nobody had an answer to literally he couldn't do 1 wound to my army, and he got tabled in a turn. Basically, it was ridiculous.
It was bad.
What a horrible swing that was in power.
That was a tough time in 40K.
Yeah, he actually was like, I saw him standing there like, okay, and then he looked over at the Space Marines on the shelf and he was like, am I a Space Marine player now?
Yeah. I still felt bad for you though, because then you're like, oh, you played the Ultramarines.
I hated it.
And then Brian and I were like, we're gonna play the Iron Hands, and then you're like, oh, I still lose.
Yeah. The Ultramarines list.
You played both of us one tournament, I think.
I did.
That's right. Awesome.
We had the same list.
That list was so mean.
It was so gross.
It was so frustrating.
And then we played each other in the finals.
That was so much fun. Oh my, it was so stressful.
And it came down
to
secondary selection.
Yeah. It was real close.
Yeah.
Because you got in, you killed one of my things, and I went in, I exploded your repulsor. You had a 6 into another 6.
My repulsor exploded on my entire army. Right?
Yeah, I did.
And I rolled the 6 and then rolled it again.
It was so good because it was like a back and forth. I'm like, oh gosh, like you killed the first thing, so that means you're gonna win. Yeah. And then I did it back to you, and you're like, oh god, it was back and forth. And then you eked it out with the secondaries.
With what's the one where you're in the 2 units in the center? What was that? King of the Hill.
King of the Hill.
That's how I won.
All things.
I won with King of the Hill, which is a secondary that almost nobody played with.
Yeah.
But as a Tau player, I always used it.
Right.
So it was like in my bag of tricks as a Tau player, because Tau does it really well.
That was such a fun.
That was a great.
That was great. Game.
And it really came down to who got first turn a lot.
Yeah, it did.
Because whoever shot first with 2 ultimate shooting armies. You know?
It was crazy.
What a tournament.
Anyways, Neme bro.
Answer the question.
That's your answer, whatever the question was.
I don't think there was a question. We just went on a tangent.
No, there was a question about are you going to switch to being a power gamer or a Space Marine?
Yeah, no, I'm not going to switch to Dark Angels. Get out of here.
He might.
I might switch to Blood Angels
right now.
The reason he won't switch to Dark Angels is because we actually don't own them.
I would switch to Blood Angels long before.
He would. He's always liked Blood Angels.
Yeah.
Thanks, Neme bro. What would you most want to see for Custodes in 9th besides Transhuman? I want at least flat 2 damage melee, and rerolling 1s against Marines feels bad.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Let's get the D3s out of here. Let's get 2 damage across the board, and let's get 3 damage on a couple of the big things.
And higher strength. It's a bit silly.
I'm okay with the strength.
And attacks and wounds. Like, we're outclassed by Marines
So
everywhere.
here's what I would say. I'd say tax, I do agree. I think something similar like an attack on the charge. I'm really happy with that. And then I would, the flat damage, I would let the characters and some special weapons go up to 3 more often. I don't know if that's the axe. The axe at 3 would be kind of too good.
Maybe Trajan's axe.
Trajan's axe should definitely be 3.
Be flat 6.
The Watcher's axe. The Watcher's axe should be something. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, flat 2 all around. But I think they're close. I think they're close.
Yeah,
well, the problem is I mean, I guess they could do it now, but like the way weapons used to work, you couldn't make a weapon do a different thing on different models. And the entire army, all the weapons are shared between characters and units.
That's right.
Because they're all out of the same box.
The axe going to 3 would be a problem. It would be too good.
Would it?
Last
Just
3
make
on
the
the
points
axe?
go up.
Are you kidding me?
No.
That'd be nuts.
You can fix that with points. Custodes should hit hard.
You know the Solarite Gauntlet? Maybe that could be flat 3.
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, they
The
nerfed that
Solarite-
unit like out of the game.
So
but
bring it back. So the solar, I'd say the axe could stay at 2, but it gets the magical strength of 8.
No, that should be strength 10. Let's be honest. Their axes should be ×2, just like everybody
He just
else's.
wants everything. Like, make them just better in every
That's
way.
Why
not
would they not get strength 10?
Crazy. Would you take the -1 to hit?
Sure, I don't care. Custodes.
If you give him -1 to his strength,
Then I'm
that's
okay.
fine.
Who cares?
Well, that's what the Solarite Gauntlet is. It's
Yeah, that
strength
one
10,
is. Yeah.
-1 to
Right.
hit. So
But that's what it should be. Everybody else has ×2. Why not?
all we're talking
Custodes?
about, as you could hear, we're talking about just like little efficiencies make their combat a teeny bit better. Everything else is good. Like the Storm Shield is already arguably way too good, right? Like the 1-up,
Yeah.
3-up is
That
not.
should take a nerf.
To be honest,
It's just dumb.
I don't think that's fair.
I don't even like it.
No.
You know what? I think you could do something like the Captain Storm Shield, where it's like a 1-up.
Feel no pain against mortals?
Yeah, something like that.
I would kill for that.
That would be cool.
Because that's a huge weakness for this army.
That would be really cool.
Yeah. So I don't know. There's so many things you could
James, study up.
Yeah.
Rewatch the
study
past
your
5
own
minutes.
rules and put them on Custodes.
Thank you, Sean. If you can be a chaos god, what god would you be, or make up a new one?
Sorry.
Nurgle just seems the happiest.
Honestly, that's kind of where I was leaning towards.
Not
Because,
Slaanesh. Slaanesh is like all about being happy.
But
No,
also
it's not real
unhappy.
happiness. It's
Yeah.
not real happiness.
It's not truly.
Yeah, it's
It's
pleasure and pain all together.
Maximal happiness.
It's a
And
close
it's-
second for me.
And it's like, it feels like Nurgle just kicks it.
Yeah.
Whereas like Slaanesh is always on that like can't stop, won't stop,
Yeah.
like always going, like, you know?
A little bit.
Yeah.
By definition, yeah. I agree.
So I'm going Nurgle.
Yeah, same.
I would go Zeech.
Zinch is good too. It's too much work.
You would not be. You'd not be happy.
No,
You'd be
but
like,
I
I'm
would-
Zinch, and I'm tired.
But
Yeah.
I would know everything.
You have to do stuff so like constantly,
Yeah.
constantly traveling the multiverse, changing things. You know, plotting.
Nah,
It's a
you
lot
just
of-
change what you want.
It's like your actual, like what you do, like your job.
Thanks, Jeff. Hey, Titans, been a while. Go Slaanesh, and I will have my Land Raider painted up for your purview soon.
Ooh, I
Lots
love
of
Land
freehand
Raiders.
on it. Keep up the awesome games. P.S. Get those clowns back on.
Yeah, we definitely we
We'll
will
get them
get
next
on
week.
soon.
We'll get them next
They're
week.
Clowns
coming.
against Dark Angels. Coming to a table near you.
You could vote for it.
They would actually not be terrible against them.
No, that you did that fight, didn't you? Did you do that game?
Yes,
I
have
thought you
played
said
that
you
game.
played it
I
recently.
did, and that was the game I almost got tabled.
Yeah.
But I won by a lot of points.
Yeah.
So yeah, because it's just so many shots, right? Everyone
Right.
has storm bolters. This wasn't all Deathwing, but yeah.
Right.
So it could be cool, actually. Could be on the list.
Yeah, it could be one of the things you vote for.
Thanks, Dylan. Don't play the game, but love Warhammer lore. Production is the best on YouTube. That's why I pay for premium. More games. Keep it up, guys.
Oh yeah.
Thanks, glad you like it. Yeah, it's a lot easier to watch Warhammer than to play it.
Yeah. It's the way to do it, really.
Thanks, Brian. If you were to get a 40k themed tattoo, what would it be, and where would it be?
My friend Israel has several Tau tattoos
That's right.
on him.
Yeah. Well, can't tell you where they are, but no. He has one on his arm, and then
He has a couple.
yeah, there's a lot.
I don't
of
even
other
know how
ones.
many he has now.
Yeah.
But
There's definitely some we have not seen.
I think man, I don't know what I would get. The problem is all the Imperium symbols are super white power-ish.
Right.
So like I
Yeah.
don't know if I'm into that one.
Yeah.
That's super weird.
Especially the Custodes ones. They're yeah.
You just get the Emperor's face emblazoned on your chest.
Yeah, one of our emotes.
Yeah. One of the emotes. Yeah. I also like the Emperor's face. They'll be like, who is that? You're like, that's my father. I'm like, oh man.
It's the Allfather.
He's so beautiful. I don't know what I would get. Like, I don't know.
The Tau is probably the closest thing I'd go for.
Yeah.
Because that's my first. I'd go for that, and they've got some cool symbols that are simple, and yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks, Lauren. The Adrian special definitely going on my next brunch menu. And when you boys are ready to open the diner, I'll make the trip out west to consult.
Oh, excellent, excellent.
I want to go to this diner.
Let's do
You
it.
should just have. You should have a TTTT
Yeah.
flame Themed breakfast at your house, like every couple mornings.
I agree. We should.
Thanks, Bobson.
Bobson!
Speaking of explosions, I say bring back old explosions and attack per model in radius at strength X, AP X, damage X.
Oh,
it takes
right.
so long.
It's really.
And then nothing happens.
Mortal wounds is like the like fix all. Like, do we need something to do something quickly and generically? Mortal wounds.
Yeah.
So you know.
I love explosions. I love how much drama they add. Like, I love how much I have to plan around them.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I love how often they ruin my day.
And they're indiscriminate. That's the other thing about mortal wounds.
Yeah.
It doesn't like your Custodes, armor, toughness,
Yeah.
transhuman. No, you just take them. Like, I love that. I think that's so cool.
I agree. It's awesome.
Thanks, Roger. New War Gear question. Why is the general infantry philosophy as cheap as possible? But with vehicles generally, I see people buy all of the things.
There's good reasons for both of those.
There are.
Yeah. You want to explain it?
No, that's a hard
I can explain it. No, it's easy.
Go
So
for it.
with your infantry, you often are planning to trade. They're here to grab an objective. They're here to get into a mission position.
Yeah.
They're not there for their lethal potential. And the problem is that when you pay a lot for a gun, so you pay like 18 points for a gun, but you pay 10 points for the body, basically what's happened is you've made a really easy choice for your opponent where I can remove 18 points of your army with something free of mine. Like a bolter can kill that one dude who's carrying the heavy gun. Now, you still need the big guns in your army, so what are you going to put them on? You're going to put them on the body where they have the most durability and where you're already planning to protect it. You're planning to keep it back, keep it safe. You're not trying to run it up and sacrifice it and trade it. And so that's the general philosophy. You don't pay a lot for a weapon on a thing that's going to die easily. It's just bad math.
Well said.
Yeah, perfect. Thanks, Winlock. Hey, Titans. Just started Imperial Knight House Raven.
Nice.
Move and shoot style
Good
army.
Raven.
What type of minions to use for taking objectives? Space Marines, Guardsmen, or Scions? Keep up the best work.
Or Warglaives.
Or Warglaives. Warglaives work well if you want to stay in Codex. I'm not a big fan of Marines because they're just not cheap enough.
Agree.
And they lose a lot by souping.
Yeah, they lose.
They lose
Guardsmen are
pretty much
still
everything.
I think
spot on.
Guardsmen. I think
Move,
Guardsmen.
move, move is one of the best abilities in the whole game.
Yeah.
And it suits that army super well.
Yeah. And you could supplement it with a couple Scion units. I just wouldn't go necessarily all Scions themselves. But
It
just a
used to
couple
be-
like cheap deep strikers. Oh. chef's kiss.
AdMech used to be an option as well.
Yeah.
And I'd say that would be second for me. Guards first, AdMech second. Because their troops are a little more durable, but they don't have the utility quite as much, but they have some cool strats still. You could splash in to get a few other things that you don't get with other armies.
Yeah,
So.
get the cannon claw in the night.
That's true.
Thanks, Robert. My question for the boys. Why not bring Tau with knight allies? Say the knights are on their last legs and Tau came in to assist.
I think part of the appeal of Apocalypse is like going all out on a faction. Like you've never seen so much of one faction on the board at a time, and I wouldn't want to dilute that.
Agreed. And I like a clean narrative on it.
It's true.
And we have a lot of all these armies. Yeah. So I would hate to have to like leave points on the we're playing Apocalypse. I don't want to leave models on the shelf. So we will with Orcs. We'll have to leave a lot of models on the shelf because
this is true.
APOC actually doesn't do much for infantry.
No.
And you're going to take a lot of time to move a bunch of infantry.
It's horrible.
We may even want to, like, even with the Orc boys in like 30-man blobs, we might even want to try to put them on like a single movement tray almost. Like
for all 30.
Yeah, like you try to move them together.
Yeah.
Like you don't even worry about it. We can't do boards this detailed because we won't be able to move. Like the game isn't played at this scale.
No.
Like you don't need to have that level of detail. So
right.
I want single faction.
Yeah.
And this doesn't have to be the last APOC game.
That's the other thing is
If y'all love APOC and you have a great time with it, and we have a great time with it,
again.
we love it too. So we'll do it again. Don't worry about it.
Thanks, Weatherford. Unfair in new meta. Yavara, 50-point drop. Tech drones to D6 versus D3. With Tetra, 15-point drop. Upgunned, extended to apply to burst cannon variants.
Yeah.
That's not broken. None of that's broken. The town need way more help than any of the things you just said. Right, like technical drones, cool. They do a bit more. They're still like twice the price of a normal drone, and your opponent will just kill them first if he knows what they do and why they're good. The Yavara is a very difficult one to balance because it's one of those. The Yavara is kind of similar to the broadside. It's actually similar to the Obliterators. If it gets to do its thing, it feels overpowered. Yeah. If it doesn't get to do its thing, it's like they're kind of one-track mind. And the Yavara is way overpointed if you compare like stat line to stat line.
Right.
But when it gets to do its thing, it feels broken. That's the problem. And so it's like in a third of your games, it'll do its thing. 2/3 of its games, it won't. And no amount of points fixes that. Like if you get 0 out of it, it doesn't matter if it cost 100 points, you still got 0 out of it.
Yeah.
Thanks, William. Howdy, Titans. Love the channel. It's gotten me back into the hobby. Bought an Indomitus box. Should I go with Salamanders or White Scars?
Oh, those are
That's
both
a
great
tough
picks.
choice.
Oh my gosh. I mean, it depends how you want to play, right? So, so for me personally, you guys have seen my play style. I would generally be doing Salamanders because they play a bit more like the rest of the game. But if you're like a person that wants to go all in on melee, then White Scars are great. So
this is you've made that is the decision there. I'd say the White Scars or the Salamanders allow you to have a bigger Space Marine collection.
Yeah.
Because more of the units do something for them and they kind of fit them a little better. Whereas White Scars, there's clearly units that do or don't perform as White Scars.
Correct.
The other thing I will say though is White Scars to me are the more style pick. Because I rarely see an actual White Scars army painted white on the board. It's kind of a treat for me when I see it. I really love it.
Yeah.
And it's an army that you could really personalize in unique ways. Like you could get really unique shields and really unique helmets with the plumes and things like that. And it really kind of starts to become something special. Like it starts to feel almost like a non-codex Space Marine army in a way, which I really love. You know, instead of power swords, get the, I forget what they're called.
Glaives?
It's not a glaive. They have a special name for their special swords and stuff. That they use in 30K. There's so much cool stuff you can do.
Right.
Yeah.
Totally.
Cool. This is the last banked up birthday Martin one.
Oh, dang.
There might be more later. This is just the last
Well,
one I set aside.
If we don't get another chance, happy birthday, Martin.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Martin. I don't mind being reported because whilst the Custodes are busy playing cards in the lobby of the Palace on Terra, the Dark Angels are out saving the Imperium.
The Custodes are out there saving the Imperium now.
They are now. Took them long enough.
Gilman finally lifted their leash.
He was like, we've got the largest legion here of super soldiers. Like, I got a war to fight.
He's like, wait, you guys were here the whole time? They're like, you told us to, And he's like, no.
It's like the Custodes take them down to the garage. They flip the switch, and there's just like endless racks of like weapons from the Dark Age.
Yeah.
They're like, this is here this whole time? Why didn't we use this to fight horrors?
Yeah.
They're like, I don't know. We were told to stay here. We do what we're told.
They're very literal people.
Yeah, very literal.
Yeah.
Thanks, Alex. Hey, Titans. My question is, what's your opinion of GW's pricing scheme? I know there's lots of design and codex stuff, but still unfun to pay for seemingly arbitrary prices.
I don't think they're arbitrary, but that doesn't mean I like them.
The most recent Necron release has seen a lot of controversy over the new pricing scheme. $35 for a destroyer seems steep.
Yeah.
$200 for any model that's not Forge World seems a little steep.
Yeah. So here's one thing, not to be an exclusivist, but like the destroyer, they decided to reproduce a heavy destroyer, right? And that is a single model.
That's right.
You can technically take them in units of up to 3, but it's one unit. The locusts are the same as before. It's the old build. And so the same reason that the characters are also overpriced is because they actually don't, the margin of profit is much, much lower. And so they have to kind of bump up the price. At least that's my theory. And so, you know, for better or worse, that's kind of just how that kind of stuff works. Having said that, I personally felt it on the Sisters of Battle. That is an insanely expensive
Very
army.
expensive army.
You know, $50-$60 for 5 Seraphim is
Well,
crazy.
I wanted to go and buy a bunch more Terminators. Remember I said I wanted to buy like 25 Terminators, and it's $50 for 3.
Yeah.
Right? So, as is like a cute little add-on to my army for like $500 or whatever it would have been. It's like, oh, geez.
Well, I mean, their pricing has never been tied in how much plastic or how much design time did we have. It's like the points, it's almost always directly been correlated to like what does
it costs
a
to
full
build an army
cost.
In the last
some
10
extent,
years or
yeah.
so.
Yeah.
So like the Scourge are a great example of it. The Scourge and even the Ludas still are traditionally cheaper because their pricing used to look more like that, to be honest. And it was like, yeah, that's a tiny kit, so it's super cheap. But in the last 10 years, it has not been.
Well, and the new
correlated.
AdMech models are they're points cheap, but really price expensive.
Oh, that's the worst, right?
That's probably, AdMech is probably the most expensive army, actually, all things considered.
Yeah.
Because you pay 60 for a single walker.
Yeah.
Right?
That's crazy.
And I bought 12 of them.
Jesus.
I don't know what I was thinking.
It took me forever to build them up. I'd be like, go to a tournament, use some winnings, like buy 1 or 2, and I'm like, cool.
I only use tournament winnings to buy D&D miniatures.
Yeah.
Everyone always looks at me weird when I do that.
It's so bad. Or you'll buy like kids board games and stuff.
I buy 5-year-old board games for 5-year-olds and D&D miniatures, and all the Warhammer players are like, you won this thing? Why are you buying all this stuff? I'm buying like unicorn board games.
Oh my gosh. Real talk though, like the lack of tournaments has been rough because it was like for a while.
That's how you
it
got
was
all our models.
I didn't have to spend any money for a while.
This is our
Now
humble
it's
brag
like,
right now. We literally, Adrian or I would win every single local tournament.
That's true.
And then we would just get all of our models for free.
Yeah,
Except
exactly.
I would get all my board games for free.
You monster. I would at least be respectable and pay on my 30 or 40 warp talents, all tournament prize money, and then haven't seen those on the channel in a while, have we?
Yeah, we gotta figure out a game to get them. Yeah, okay. We complaining about the prices; they are probably too high. At the end of the day, though, if you're modest, like if you build your army slow and you play with them for many years, it's still probably an affordable hobby when you factor it over years and years. Really expensive upfront, though.
Upfront cost.
Very
is a lot.
upfront
That's
heavy.
the thing.
Yeah.
Thanks, Bilbo. Baller Titans, love y'all. Tourney in 1 week, trying to hand flamer Pauper Princes.
Oh,
12-inch hand flamers seems
Because they're
awesome
12 inches now.
Yeah, they're
for
long.
double shoot on death.
Yes.
It is.
It's so much more useful now. It was so hard to like.
It was really hard to hit targets because you came in close, but then you still had such short range that it was like half of them sometimes couldn't shoot if they wanted to be where you wanted
And you
them.
had to come in close, right? You
Yeah.
had to spend 2 CP to
That's
come, up to 3 inches and shoot. Now you can just do regular ambush, just deep strike and pop up. So that utility alone is so big.
Because that's one of their best tricks is drop down, clear a screen, then
Yep.
drop down again real close.
Right.
And that's still a good trick.
Sure. Totally.
And the 12-inch flamer all of a sudden made it like a cost-effective trick.
Yeah.
Because the army lost some CP in 9th edition.
It did.
That one trick almost brings it back
Yeah.
for that build.
For that build, yeah. I'm here for it. We'll probably run some next time
Let's
we
do
have one.
that. I hate that trick. That trick used to get
Yeah.
me
It's
when
so
I was
good.
when the army first came out.
Yeah.
Nobody knew how it worked except for like the few people who sat in their basement reading it for a month.
Yeah.
And in my first tournament, I was like, I had this paper thin screen at the back, and then I was up in front, and I had all my characters at the back, all
Right.
my commanders. And he was like, okay, I dropped down within 3, and I was like, oh, well, 3, okay. And he's like, and then I can flame you. I was like, right now? And then it's like, okay, my whole screen crumbles because it's like 2-man drone, 2-man drone, 2-man drone. And he's like, okay, now all my aberrants are right behind, like 2 inches from your
Right.
commanders. I'm like, you are?
Yeah.
And then he's like, and I turned off all your Overwatch. I'm like, and you did? and that was really, really, really bad.
Yeah, it's so cool.
So I learned that lesson pretty quick.
Yeah, seriously. Seriously.
Thanks, Big Bomba. Looking at making a Death Watch list using 3 kill teams, 5 Intercessors, 5 Outriders, 2 Black Stars with Terminators.
Nice.
What
Wow.
characters would you take? And would this list be 2 Alpha Strike?
You don't have to use it as an Alpha Strike.
No, I think yeah. Like the Black Stars with the Terminators are actually
I
a great
actually
beta
kind of
strike.
think that's kind of, yeah, that's right. It
You
is a
know?
beta strike.
It is. You're like, okay, I'm gonna move up. You got these flyers. If you kill them, there's Terminators. You can put them next to like a terrain that's obscuring, so even if it dies, they get out. So no, I don't think it's too
Is
about
the Black
striking.
Star worth its points yet?
Probably not, but
Maybe.
It's probably getting closer.
It's been incrementally getting better for a long time.
and now that it holds 15 wounds of Terminators.
it's the fact that you can put Terminators. Because let's be honest, I don't really want to run any other
Yeah.
Firstborn
Well, the
Death
fact that
Watch.
the Terminators have more wounds, it's like you're getting more value for its transport capacity.
True.
And it's a rad-looking model.
It's so cool.
And not having Machine Spirit doesn't matter anymore.
Yes, that's
Like
right.
a lot of the negatives on that model
Sure.
have gone away slowly.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? We have we're gonna be playing the Death Watch
Mm-hmm.
as soon as the book comes out.
Yeah.
Which they said next month, right? So coming
Yeah.
up
Sometime
soon.
during the month.
So
we
one
will
of
be
our
doing
friends has a large Death Watch collection, and
Yeah.
he's committed to letting us have it for a couple games.
I know. I was like shocked because it's gonna be his new like toys.
Yeah, and
So
he's
that's
got
very nice.
3 Black Stars.
Oh.
I don't know that
yes.
we'd run 3, but maybe we'll try to get one into a game and see how it performs.
Yeah, we should definitely should. And then there was a question about characters in there.
characters, yeah.
I mean, always watch
Yeah,
watch captains.
get your
or
watch
watch
masters.
masters.
Get your Watch
But
Master.
those are different. There's both. There's Watch Captains and Watch Masters.
Right.
So
So,
get them both.
I mean, yeah. Both,
You want the
for sure.
rerolls. The
Yeah,
rerolls are what make that
for
army
sure,
good.
both. Especially because now they have the limit like everyone else. So
I'm sure they'll have something.
In their new book.
Will they?
I bet.
And
Well, the Watch Master is a chapter master, and Watch Captain is a captain.
Yep.
So if you want 2, so you have to take one of
Oh,
each.
yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I would be careful though. Your list includes 3 units of 5 Outriders in a unit. Like
We don't
I
know
think
if
the
that's legal, is
chances
what you're
of
saying?
that. Yeah, I think the chances of that being in the actual codex are slim.
Do you think it's slim? I think it's like good, but maybe because they clearly just released these rules. Like, you think they intended to not do that?
I think
Because
it's
they certainly
unattainable.
did not rewrite the codex between like 2 weeks
Well,
ago, and
there will be a day 1 fact, and there will be a fact 2 weeks later.
But
that
I
would
think-
be a big fact.
So do you think they'll reduce the 5 down to 3, or
I don't know.
I could see taking away the like you can't have infinite of them. But like let's say if they capped out at 3,
Well, how would they do that? The unit they're in is a troop unit.
they can write exceptions for anything they want in the game.
Right,
Let's
they
see,
can make it so that
it's-
you can
it's-
only
That's the
3
bigger
Outriders.
problem.
It's
let's be
really hard
honest.
to speculate. Listen,
Yeah,
we got a
anyways,
book coming
yeah.
soon. All Bridger's saying is be careful that the book's coming now, and what you think is a good army today might not be in 2 weeks from now.
Right,
Yeah.
and you might buy models that you just can't play. Like you're buying 15, and there's a chance you can only ever have
You
9.
never know.
I have no reason to believe. Like it seems like you probably can.
You like tried to like make it more general, and Bridger's like, but the thing that we're arguing about, let's talk about it again.
Well, I'm just saying, don't buy models that you might not, or be careful about buying models that you might not be able to
Be
play.
careful.
Be careful. Sure.
No, I agree. I agree.
Thanks, Cademan. Hey Titans, I'm starting to build an Imperial Knight army. What are
Nice.
some core units every Knight army should have?
Armigers.
Knights?
Can't believe we're saying it. Yeah, Knights.
All of a sudden, the Armigers.
We
What's
will
the number?
have
3 or 4?
4. 3 or like 4. I like 4,
Yeah.
especially because there are some cool strats that a lot of them you actually need 3 to use it. So you can lose 1, still do it in the early game. So like 3 big knights, 4 armigers seems to be a really good balance. We're actually going to have them on the channel relatively soon. We'll
next
bar
week.
them.
I think we were planning to do it next week.
Cool. I got to pick those up.
Did they get the new Melter rule?
I don't know.
I don't think they did, because their gun has a
No,
weird name.
'cause
The
they're
thermal cannon did.
Thermal Lance, though?
They're not. They're thermal lances. They're
But
not
I
like
think the
multi-lances.
thermal lance did. I
Yeah.
saw a battle report where somebody was using the extra
Okay.
damage.
Well, you know.
That's a
I
big
don't know.
buff to a
Yeah, I
unit
know.
that I used to think was bad, and that's enough of a buff that I think the unit might be good.
Because they've always had a lot of variants. The D3 shots.
And the random
The
damage.
Armigers have actual melta guns on them. Or
The
On
melted
head.
guns,
The
sure.
head has a
but the lance.
Yeah.
I don't know if it got fixed.
Well, we'll look it up later.
Anyways.
We'll play them soonish,
For
and
sure.
we'll see how it goes.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we are gonna play them next week. I forgot.
Yeah, we were.
Cool. Thanks, Fluff Crunch and Minnie. I, for one, would like to say we love you, Bridger, and the ribbing you get, quite beyond the pale. I would like to say that, but terrain video.
I've finished the script
That's right.
for the train video. It's 100% written.
Yeah.
We're just kind of finding time to shoot it between all these codex releases and things like
And
that.
we're also trying to find a way to film it without Bridger.
I gotta sprinkle moss, though. I'll be in it for one.
Yeah.
scene.
We'll call you and you'll come in.
Sprinkle some moss.
Yeah, we do need to have a moss
There
sprinkling
better be cookies and milk in my trailer when I get there.
section. That's right.
Thanks, Johan. It's 22:22 in Denmark. Enjoying yet another stream from you. Played since second ed. Keep up the great work.
Glad you're liking it.
Yeah.
Why is it so late in Denmark? I thought we were playing like prime time for you guys.
Well, Denmark is.
Time
weird.
zones are weird, man.
I don't know how to answer that
Time.
question.
It's not even real.
Crazy.
Thanks, Caldorf. Enjoying the content as always. My question is, what will be the best units to keep close to the Silent King to take advantage of his auras?
Warriors
Praetorians.
and Praetorians.
Pretty much those two.
That's it.
Lich Guard are fine too. But Lich Guard are good everywhere.
Yeah, exactly. Lich Guard are good everywhere, so you might as well take Praetorians because they actually can get a buff for once in their life.
Yes?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm sold.
Thanks, Colt. Congrats on your successful join launch.
Thank
What
you.
are your plans to keep current subscribers around, and what are your plans to attract new subscribers in the future with the stretch goals ending?
Ooh, that's a great question. Well, so we've already started voting on things. We're going to be releasing those things, continuing to vote on them. We're going to be putting out more content. The other thing is also like the vault is constantly growing, and I've had people ask me this before, like, can we see the videos after the fact that are the premium only? And you can see all of the ones that were previous, so you don't have to be there live. That would suck. And we have lots of plans to continue, right?
Yeah, I think the general ability for the members to decide what they want to see on the channel, not just from the average weekly games, but even from the special events and the armies we build and things like that, I think that's actually a big perk. Mm-hmm. And as you're saying, the extra content is fantastic. And right now we're doing the extra Tuesday games, but we'll probably have special events and things like that that are for members at least first as well.
Yeah, we might even just have pre-release stuff. I
guess.
guess.
Exactly.
Yeah, so we definitely plan. We have a lot of stuff in the works.
Tons of stuff planned.
So
lots of exciting
It's not
things.
over. We just didn't want to keep doing the pitch for you guys every day.
Well,
you might get tired of it.
We were really blown away with the initial response.
Right?
It was fantastic. We went through all of our stretch goals, and we'll probably do kind of one of those kind of fundraisers with stretch goals twice a year.
Right.
Maybe once in the fall, once in the spring, and we'll come up with new stretch goals for new cool events that we could run, new armies we could vote on, things like that. And so we'll do that maybe twice a year.
Yeah.
Yep.
Thanks, Sean. Hey, Titans. Happy to catch the game for a bit today. I see Adrian is rocking some JBF hair. Very on theme for Slaanesh.
Thank you very much.
Jacob, Big Flare.
JBF. I actually don't know what that is.
John.
I'm going to look it up when I get home.
Bridger Friends.
We don't know if it's a compliment
JBF.
yet or if it's an insult.
I'm a little concerned. He said it's very Slaaneshi. Or is that a good thing? I don't know. Find out. In my search history later on. I'll be like, oh no!
Thanks, Rotten Meat. Do you guys think Tau shooting could be improved by liberal use of exploding 6s and damage 2 on wounds of 6 instead of just adding more +1 to hit?
Yeah, I think the thing is, I think Tau shooting does need to level up to keep pace with Space Marine shooting, but I don't want it to be the only thing the army is good at.
Right.
The one-dimensional nature of Tau is the biggest fault with them, and so although I think the shooting could get a teeny bit better, that's not the point. I think they need to just play more of the game or have more options for more of the game.
Right. So a lot of the things that you can do are things that help them in other parts of the game, but they ultimately lend towards your ability to shoot. Are there things that let you, move, shoot, move? Can you fall back and shoot with something? These are like movement things, but help this kind of other main part of the army.
I'd like to see them get more Eldari in their fact that no one unit is standing out.
Right.
It's the synergies, it's the tricks, it's all the tricks they can play. I would love to see them get a bit more of that spirit into them. And I really want them to reward masterful generalship, where they're really master of the movement phase, and they're lethal when they focus together, which is, again, it's very Eldarish in that way.
Thanks, Johan. Still playing with my 2nd ed Blood Angel Space Marines.
Nice.
I own a lot of jump packs. Is it possible for Blood Angels to field only jump pack models in 9th? And how would you do this?
Yeah. Yes, of course.
Well, yeah.
Because you could just take a spearhead detachment.
Yeah.
In 2nd ed, did Sanguinary Guard exist in 2nd ed? And did Death Company exist in 2nd ed?
That is not before my time.
I think the answers to both of those questions is no.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe they did to some extent.
But if they look cool and different,
but it doesn't matter.
You can make them Sanguinary
If you have only jump troops, you can take Outrider detachments or Vanguard detachments, depending on the type of models you have.
Yeah.
Your characters can have jump packs, and then all your units can have jump packs, and now everyone has jump packs.
And it would not be bad.
It would be good. Yeah.
Tell you that.
I'm here for it, especially now. Like assault, like if you mostly had Assault Marines or Vanguard veterans, they're excellent.
They're so good.
It's time.
Ooh.
Variant Human.
Thank you, Variant Human. It's time for a triple date. Where are you all going on your triple date? And what is your plan to make sure your husbands are happy together?
Oh wait, all of us are going on a date?
All 3 of us are going on a date.
So I think ours would get along fine.
Yeah.
Sure. How do we make it something
that Lorgar would be? We have to go to a church, obviously, and pray for the Emperor.
It needs to be a broken church.
Yeah.
Because then it's simultaneously something that the loyalists are happy about.
Yeah.
But it's also could be secretly a chaos ritual location.
Right. Maybe it would be like we go to Disneyland and we tell him one of the things is a church. We're like, oh, see the Pirates of the Caribbean? That's church.
That's right.
It's obviously the chaos church.
Yeah. And then he just he knows it's not, but he wants to. He's having fun, and he doesn't want to.
Yeah.
You know, he wants to go along with the fun, so he takes the lie.
It's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we would be kind of worried because Gilliman means well for Lorgar, but he's always telling him off and doesn't understand.
There's some pretty intense.
Yeah, actually, can you really make Lorgar?
He means well though. He does. He wants to help his brother.
Can Lorgar and Gilliman ever really get along at this point?
I think they could mend fences if they went.
No, you know what?
No.
It's a costume
if
party.
They went to Small World.
It's a costume party. And you're dressing up as a loyalist, and we're dressing up as chaos, and nobody actually knows who anyone else is.
Yeah.
And so that's the only time we could actually have a good time.
Gilliman and Lorgar would never get along under any. Way too
maybe
far.
He
Gilliman
dresses up
way
as
too far.
maybe he dresses up as a zombie Gilliman.
Yeah.
Because he just wants to see Gilliman dead.
Right.
And Gilliman takes it in good fun and thinks it's funny.
Yeah.
But he doesn't know it's secretly Lorgar.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a costume party. It's a Halloween party. It's coming up.
Yeah, that's right.
Nice. We got there.
We figured it out.
Yeah.
These are turning into puzzles more than
they are.
Solve my riddle.
Yeah, exactly.
Thanks, Dungeon Master. So, what's the opposite of Candyland? Because apparently that's where Death X lives.
I went down, in Chutes and Ladders when you go down to the snake pit.
It's the one that's the right next to the win. It's the 99 that's actually a snake.
Yeah.
Or is it 97 or 99?
98.
Is it 98?
98.
I think it's 98.
It's 98, yeah.
It's spot 98.
It's spot 98. It's the snake where you could have won, but then you go...
Go back 40 squares.
You go back
so
40.
True.
So that's what it is. It's Chutes and Ladders.
Yep.
Do they call it Chutes and Ladders here in America? It was Snakes and Ladders in Canada.
I've heard both.
It depends, yeah.
Yeah, I've heard both. Snakes and Ladders. You don't know.
But they're usually snakes. They're not chutes.
Yeah, I think Snakes in Ladders is the older version, and Chutes is the more appropriate one.
Why?
I don't know.
Why is it
I don't know, man.
Okay. I don't know why you ride down snakes anyways, though.
Kind of weird.
Yeah, it's super weird.
I think the game was originally Hindu. This is me half remembering a fact from a video.
Before it was commercialized.
Very old game.
As a Hasbro game?
Right.
Gotcha. I could see that. Also going to look that up after I look up
could be-
JBF.
I could be completely wrong. Though.
Listen, I don't think anybody rides down snakes in any country. So
It wasn't a game about people
No,
riding
it would be like
it was the snake setting you. It's more like you get bitten by the snake and you go backwards in life, conditional to its size. So the larger the snake that bites you, the more dangerous it is.
True.
And it sets you back.
I think it's a metaphorical snake where the snake is actually just rolling perils of the war constantly.
Naturally.
Yeah.
Okay. We got
Moving
there.
on.
Thanks, Big Bomba.
We're off the rails now.
Yeah.
What Age of Sigmar unit would you guys like to see in 40k? Giants, massive squigs, ogres, Seraphon.
Ooh.
I mean, I'm going to say
The
squigs.
squigs
honestly.
are an amazing option because
Yeah.
there's even precedent for them.
There's so much precedent. They exist in the universe, so I would love to see them flesh that out. It'd be amazing.
That would be. Man, are there any of the good chaos, like almost demon-y type things that could make it over, do you think? I don't know.
Well, I think a lot of the mortal stuff could be fleshed out more. Like, we've seen Forge World, like Renegades and Heretics. We've seen, like, Cultists. But, like, what about more of just, like, Chaos Mortals? And, like, that's something that Sigmar does that 40k doesn't.
Wouldn't they just suck, though?
No. What if they didn't suck, though?
The Chaos Mortals, like, yeah, especially if you got, like, the Corn Mortals and the Tzeentch Mortals look
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
Those would be good. Like, so instead of cultists, you kind of replace them with faction-specific cultists. That would actually be a big improvement.
Yeah, it's like, we have, like, Sisters of Battle that are just humans at the end of the day.
Well, but they're humans in power armor with melta-guns.
Sure, why not? But why not do that with mortals? They're still mortals, right?
Yeah,
They
could be cool.
That kind of stuff. They don't. It's not like scum of the earth and like God Emperor warriors. There's actually an in between, believe it or not.
Weird.
Yeah, I would like. It would be cool if you could get almost a death style faction as well. But I don't know if it's
Ooh.
chaos or some sort of other kind of energy. But a
Right.
death kind of faction could be fun as well.
Yeah, like Necrons.
Yeah, I kind of think of like Necrons as the death faction.
And they do have the Nightbringer and things like that.
They do.
Yeah,
have
they have the
Nightbringer.
Catan, which are their death gods.
Yeah.
Kind of. Okay, we got there.
Thanks, Nightmare. Love the content. New AdMech player here. I really like Sidonian Dragoons. Are they good in 9th, or should I look at something else?
They're less good than the shooty counterparts now.
They're worse than they were.
Yeah.
Still totally good.
Yeah.
But don't put all your points into them, because take them in min squads, in my opinion, because the big squads are really hard to move, and you just want them to be an annoying thing that runs at your opponent.
Yeah.
But they're only interesting in a threat saturation environment, because your opponent just picks up 6 points for killing all 3 of them for bringing it down, and your opponent will kill them. And if you just throw them up and nothing else is coming behind, then you got nothing for them. You know.
Yeah, they're great with priests and other stuff.
You want them, even if they never charge and they die before they charge, you want them to have done their job, which was distracting from the next wave, which is coming.
Right.
Yeah.
Thanks, Zebo. Was thinking about buying a GameMat.eu game mat. Is it worth it to get the 4x6 or just the 44x60?
I would prefer the correct size at this point.
At this
Unless
point,
you're going to play Sigmar,
Right.
and you need a 4x6.
If you're getting a general purpose mat for like Sigmar as well, obviously do that. But yeah, otherwise I think the next mat I get will probably be a 44x60.
The last 2 mats I bought were the correct size.
Yeah.
So I would prefer that. But yeah, you're saying if it's like a grass mat or a dirt mat, they could work in both games or many games. Yeah, get the larger size.
Thanks, Dustin. Best Warhammer 40k channel, period.
Whoa.
Would you feel a Gravis-only Ultras list with 3 Redemptors and a Repulsor, is it too oppressive for non-competitive play?
No.
No. Depends on what the Gravis
Maybe a little
part
bit.
of the Gravis-only is.
You know why I don't think... Well,
Why?
you're saying if it's all around. The reason I don't say... Like, what he's describing is a worse than average Space Marine army to some extent.
Yeah, except for the
What he's describing is, like, I know Space Marines are oppressive plain old.
Sure.
So
Yeah.
Space Marines at all are just oppressive against
Yeah.
your friends who are not ready for it.
Yeah.
But the list he's talking about is not particularly oppressive.
I see.
Well, we don't know what the Gravis part of the Gravis-only is.
Well, you can imagine. He's got heavy
9
intercessors for his
Eradicators?
troops, eradicators. I don't know if it's
May-
9, even 6 would be scary, and then aggressors.
Yeah. Like,
Really-
those are good units.
It's really good.
Those
Yeah.
are good units, but
This army scares me.
it's
I don't
fine,
like
but
this.
it's by no means like the list someone would write for a tournament right now. Like with Ultramarines and things like
I'll
that.
give you that.
It's
It'll
totally
be
a good army,
A
though.
middle
because-
table king.
Yes.
It'll just
This
stomp
is what I'm
people.
saying.
But that's the
the
problem.
problem.
If this is a fun game, or what you said,
Well, just make sure your opponent,
non-competitive.
anytime your opponent's going to be playing against new Space Marine Codex, we've tried to make bad armies. It doesn't work.
It's true.
Okay.
That is a fair point.
Like, are you saying
Wait, so
instead take
hold
more
on.
intercessors? They're
Brian, is our
kinda
message
better.
here don't play Space Marines?
No, my point is that the army that he's talking about, I think it's totally fair and reasonable, and it's cool. Go build it.
Uh-huh.
Make sure when you're playing your opponents, depending on the faction they have, take special consideration to make the game more balanced. Whether they make an army that's the best they can and you make middle of the road, or they're really scared of one unit so you tone it down, or you make the terrain a little more in their favor, or whatever you got to do. Mission a little more in their favor. Trying to balance the game.
Yeah.
Because it's not balanced now.
Okay, cool. Thank you, Benjamin. Are the Dark Angels playing as Undivided, or are they choosing a member of the Pantheon to guide their heresy? This is a good question. I like this person. I think they're Chaos Undivided.
I think the god that they're mostly
the
looking for is the Emperor.
Right, but it's actually Tzeentch.
So they're like Lorgar, Chaos Undivided. Got it.
Got it.
I think they're Undivided for sure. Yeah.
Awesome.
Can the Fallen get a mark?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, that's no fun.
Yeah, the Fallen are no fun in general.
They're no fun. They gotta make them better.
It was such a token thing that's like so hard to even use.
They like introduced because they made like Cypher and stuff right at the end of 7th, and then
Correct.
They like released them a month before 8th came out, basically, or something like that.
Yeah. So
they didn't flesh it out.
It's a cool concept. Do more with it.
Yeah.
Thanks, Son of Ultramar. What's your thoughts on the AdMech Flyer? Is it worth the purchase?
Yes. It's a great model,
Yeah.
and it plays well.
Yeah, I really like the ability to turn off auras. That's great.
Yeah, and both variants are, the gunboat is good, and the transport's good.
Yeah, they're good.
I don't own any yet, though. Because I don't paint my AdMech. My AdMech's painted by someone else.
Right.
And his backlog's a thing.
We're in this problem right now with AdMech where yours are all like painted up and ready. And so I was like, well, I won't work on mine for now. But then you have the backlog for that. And then in order for me to get the new stuff, which I could paint, I had to paint all the rest of my stuff. And I have all these other armies working on. So
I think what I'll do
we're in a weird spot.
for the rest of the AdMech going forward, I will pick up the painting.
Yeah.
I can't quite do the smooth fades on the blue that Colin Ward does, who paints mine. But I'll get it so that if you look at it on stream, you won't really notice the difference.
That's fair.
Up close, you'll notice the difference. But on stream, it'll probably look very similar.
Thanks, Demos. Awesome game, guys. Praise the Golden Throne. So we have Tor, but what's roughly the rest of the Imperial Fist list for 1750 one-day tournament?
Depends how soon it is.
That's true. That's right.
Oh,
yeah, I was gonna say heavy intercessors, but
they're not even out yet.
This is soon. Get some eradicators and then convert, which you also can't find.
Don't do that.
Oh gosh, if you don't put that,
Bolters, dude. Get some intercessors.
Yeah, intercessors. Put a power fist in each of the squads.
Yeah.
Blade guard, if you have them, I still like. They're good for all chapters, and they can use a bit of punch. And they're actually cool for going with Torgaradon because when he has to babysit stuff, he doesn't use his best asset, which is his flat 3 damage chin.
Yeah.
And so and the grab gun and everything. So that's cool. I also, to pair with them, love a whirlwind.
Yes.
For fight last, it's like that's in my list.
There's a strat for fight last with a whirlwind. It's really good.
So good.
I've heard a lot about Imperial Fist Redemptor with plasma. Not just from you, Adrian. I've actually started seeing it from other
Really?
people. Yeah.
Because that was a meme.
No, people are liking it.
Cool. Because
Redemptors are just generally good, and then also you can get the chapter tactic with the plasma.
And this is a unit that also is actually eligible for adaptive strategy. Can use all 3 of the abilities.
Right. Yep.
I'm feeling it.
Excellent.
It's a lot of CP.
2 CP.
Yeah. For like
but
one
it's
Redemptor.
2 CP to get all of his guns another AP.
Yeah.
And all of his fighting. Like, he uses everything.
An extra AP and an extra damage on the other one.
And you get damages. Do you get the extra damage automatically or only on 6s to win?
Automatically.
That's okay. Okay, I'm
Cool.
fine.
This pleases me.
So it's 3 damage plasma, and
4 if you overcharge it.
Oh.
Because they improved it. It's flat 2 now, goes to 3 if you overcharge it.
Oh.
So flat 4 if you overcharge.
Only onto vehicles, though.
Correct.
Okay, I'm into it.
I'm into it.
Nice.
Let's do it. Do you have a Redemptor for your fist?
I do, actually. I have 2. One's Gatling and one's Plasma, and I was kind of sad I had the Plasma one. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see it next time.
Okay. I'll get them painted up.
I'll bring no vehicles.
Yeah, I know. I know. It's like the Demon Prince thing.
Hey, Jacob. Hi again. Another Silver Tide question. Do you think Ghost Arcs are needed in the list?
They're not needed. I'm not even sure they're efficient yet.
No, yeah.
Like, just returning, what do you return?
D3.
D3. Nah. And the problem is...
Here's my big problem with it.
Okay.
The opponent, when you're playing Silver Tide, has a bunch of big guns, because every army does. They have nothing to shoot them at, or with, right? You're giving them something to shoot their big guns at and get efficiency when you didn't need to.
Yeah, that's fair. That's very fair.
The Ghost Arcs, yeah, if they could hold Immortals, I'd be interested.
Right.
Like, if I could have 10 Immortals, fly up the board and then hop out,
cool.
Like, I would use it as a transport, and not as, like, a weird D3 back.
Which is what it usually is nowadays, yeah.
Yeah. Because if I want D3 back, you could take a Technomancer for that, right?
Yes. This gets you more of them, though, right? It's kind of like when you play Death and Sigmar, like getting more of these little D3s everywhere is how you really start to have them add up.
We haven't found that you need the D3. Like, it's already durable enough, and by the time they're all dead, you've already got the efficiency you needed out of them.
Yeah. For me personally, I would take those points, invest them in a Chronomancer so that you can survive actually getting attacked. Because if you die, it doesn't matter how many you return, and a Resorb. And for me, that's gotten me through almost all of my games. It's enough. They have one big push where they almost get wiped. If they can survive because of the invuln, and then you bring them all back, and that has been fine for me personally.
Yeah. We actually both have done work with the Reanimator, even though it's terrible.
Yeah.
It's actually worked for both of us.
That's another one I almost,
We've actually managed to hide it and keep it alive.
I like it.
It's so much better in 9th edition. Like, I know it didn't exist before, but obscuring is the reason that, because you can still, like, here, you'd be here, and I'll be like, cool, I'm going to have a blob that's kind of on both points, maybe here. Pretty easy to string out, so. And
it pairs super nice with a Resorb.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll probably bring it in my next game, just to put it on the table.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Thanks, 56K. Do you think the strength of certain secondaries restricts list building? Engage on all fronts while we stand and deploy scramblers, for example.
Yes.
Totally agree. Yeah. We need more diversity. And maybe even just making some of the other ones better would, like, first strike
the shadow operations. The shadow operations is a category where, like, most of them are bad. So you have banners and scramblers, which is good, but the investigate sites and repair teleport homers, awful.
So bad.
Super hard.
So difficult.
Yeah, first strike is bad, and slay the warlord's awful.
Yeah. So at a minimum, combine them.
Yeah.
Even then, I don't know.
The last psychic one where you have to do it next to their deployment zone.
It's impossible.
It's awful.
So bad.
It's not just awful. It's impossible. Like, you have to give your opponent your entire army.
Yeah.
To maybe get points.
Yeah. It's.
So a bunch of those are not good. If you upped those, then we'd be in a better place.
Yeah. Even before adding more, just fix those.
I don't think it needs more because we're already gonna get the ones from the books.
That's true.
Each codex.
Yeah.
I think we got to be careful with that though. Like the Space Marine ones, one of them is truly impossible. Like
kill 15 things 15 ways.
The kill 15 things 15 ways. Yeah.
How many
Codex
ways
warfare. It's called.
I love how everyone was so worried about those secondaries be too powerful.
But Oath of Moment or whatever is
Code of Honor, Code of Moment, Oath
of Moment is great.
It's actually really good.
I think it's great. Yeah.
It's not busted though.
All three of the Necron ones are mediocre, and one of them's downright bad.
Yeah.
I think two of them are downright bad.
You're right. Two of them are downright bad, and one of them's mediocre. There's three, isn't there?
No, there's four for
Necrons, and two of them are unplayably bad.
And
why they got
the other two are like just okay.
Right. Yeah. I think there's only really one from each of the factions that you would even consider taking.
So the one where you kill, you get points for killing with nobles is really good with the Silent King. So that's the thing where
it's like okay with the Silent
King. I would say it's okay.
It's much better with the Silent King
because the Silent King's like a Magnus. Like they don't want to, but they have to kill it.
But he can tank more than Magnus in many ways.
But
plus you can also take a command barge.
Can't kill as well as Magnus.
That's correct.
He
only kills
but you don't have to kill big things.
He's great in combat.
Yeah.
But like, how fast is he? 6?
He moves 8.
He's 8.
Right. He's not.
That's fine.
Your opponent's choosing what gets in combat with him.
Yeah.
I like it.
I think it's okay.
Okay. Well, let's see. When the Silent King, they still haven't shipped my models.
Oh my gosh. You know who is running the Silent King with that secondary? Your boy Siegler.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's super into it.
Yeah, I think
he takes that secondary.
It could be fine.
Yeah. But combine it with the command barge,
yeah,
which I'm like really coming around to as far as like really a beat stick, point efficient. Yeah. Honestly, Thursday or whenever I played Necrons, if mine was painted up, totally would have taken it.
So the command barge isn't very pricey, and he's way more durable and faster.
It's like 30 more points for that.
You know what? One of the things I really like about it?
Yeah.
His footprint is larger, making it easier to do two.
That's true.
My will be done.
Yeah.
So it's actually the footprint is what I really like.
Right.
About it.
That's such a weird thing to like.
No, but it's in kind
of
actually
important. In 9th edition, like
because you do it to command phase before you move.
And you toss it out.
It's before you move. It's kind of crucial, actually.
It's just funny. It's such a funny thing that most people wouldn't spend any time thinking about.
But it matters on the table. Like in the game, it matters a lot.
Yeah. Thanks, Templar. Bridger said he learned a lot from Custodes. What would you say is a good early army to improve with? Space Marines seem a little overwhelming. You need an army that plays most of the phases. That's like what made me better at Warhammer is.
So like learn the game you're saying.
I needed to play.
Is he saying he wants to learn Warhammer or just play it easily?
Play better. To learn to play better.
Space Marines is a kind of a straightforward army, and it does play everything.
But it also lets you play really sloppy, in my opinion.
Space Marines are too forgiving. Custodes is an
It is not just because they're broken.
What you're saying is like you want an army that punishes you so that you have to learn.
Yes.
I mean,
and makes you play all the phases.
As long as you don't get too demoralized.
Don't play Chaos
Don't play Chaos.
because
I might say Craft World.
That army
They have
is
to play a lot of faces
very
right
punishing.
you have
And
to
it's
be
very
really
punishing.
good to do well with them, though.
Yeah.
It's too punishing.
Like, the two hardest armies in the game are Harlequins and GSC.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And then Craft World would be up there as well.
Yeah.
So
Sure.
with Tau.
now. Chaos also pretty tough, just because they're bad.
Chaos, no. Chaos
No.
has like very obvious strategies. It's
Yeah.
like the
They
list
have-
was built to do this thing, and it's going to go do that
They
thing.
have a lot of auras and spells and things to keep track of, and you need to play every phase.
It's more in 8th and 9th. It's relatively limited.
I agree.
Like literally, I take the Malefic, the Master Possession, I put him with my Obliterators, and it's the 2 spells. And it used to be much more complicated faction.
Yeah. Death Guard's way harder than Chaos Space Marines
Yeah,
because their ranges are it's like less forgiving.
it's true. Death Guard actually might be a good one.
Yeah,
because you do
That's
everything.
the one I'm leaning toward. Death
You know
Guard's
what?
probably a good one.
Yeah,
It's got a bit of everything, and it's got some real like smart plays you have to make.
You know what it is?
But even when you screw up, you don't lose.
right. Yeah.
Death Guard is Chaos Custodes.
They're
what it is.
they're
All right,
chaos a lot of
Bridger.
things. Yeah.
It is. They are Chaos Custodes.
They get like psychic, and they do other
Oh,
do
sure.
and they get shooting.
They're
so,
Chaos Custodians. Like they have to have psychic.
and shooting.
Custodes have a palace.
Yeah,
Palace has guns.
Death Guard nice
shooting-
and well rounded.
Yeah, very well rounded.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We're very meandering today. I'm noticing.
Well, we have a lot of opinions today.
Yeah.
We're,
We have
it's
a
an
lot of
opinionated day.
time because we had a 2-hour game.
We're very opinionated today.
Oh man.
Thank you, Guillaume. Hot take number 2. No, just hot
It's
take.
Guillaume, by the way.
2 wound. Did I get it wrong?
Yeah, it's Guillaume, which
I
is
tried.
it's like French William.
I'm sorry.
But no, you did a good job.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Good job. Just for his sake.
Hot take, 2 wound CSM is going to be the worst for them. Marine meta make 2 damage weapons common. I feel they're going to die the same, but I'm going to have less of them.
It's not entirely true, but it's not
If
entirely
the book
false.
was designed badly, that could be the case, but hopefully that's not the case.
Yeah, if they just like went a bunch up in points and then got an extra wound, but then the
Yeah.
extra wound didn't matter.
Yeah, they didn't get transhuman or anything, so they're just like free damage. Like,
I don't think they should get like I feel like transhuman is becoming too.
but they're literally Space Marines.
It,
You want Custodes to have it, but not these
I
guys?
think it should just be less accessible to everybody. When it came out, it was cool. It was like, whoa, you have this crazy strong. You can only be wounded on 4s. It was the first time we'd ever seen it. And then Custodes got it. And then it got cheaper for
All
Space
of
Marines.
Necron vehicles have it.
And Necron's out. It's like becoming this ubiquitous thing.
No,
and
it's
like
a mechanic they figured out to make things durable.
such a strong
which-
it's a
mechanic,
tool.
though.
Space Marines are supposed to be durable. They have no other way of making them durable, and they don't want them to be a horde army.
Yeah.
So
It's a really elegant tool.
Yeah.
I
I
think
actually
they're
like it.
undervaluing it, though. They make it so cheap and accessible.
Well, that new strat for sure. 1 CP for a 5-man squad.
Right. I think it's too. They don't
it should be. You know,
Although,
recognize the value.
you know what? I forgot. It doesn't even work on non-Primaris anymore. So there's actually a strong argument they're not
but
gonna get it.
I hear you on that.
Strong
But they're not normal Marines either.
It's true.
Like you
But
could
will
call
they
it
see it that
something
way?
like you could call it like some war party or
grotesque
something.
vigor or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know what I mean.
Yeah.
It's fine. I see it that way.
Fair.
I think the 2 wounds gonna be good for them overall. Though. I'm into it.
Yeah. No.
I think it's gonna be a big deal.
I
Like
agree.
Marines with 2 wounds, get out of here.
And Termies with 3 is really the big thing that.
Termies with
matters.
3. Even things like Warp Talons getting 2, right? Because they cost it as if they have 2 wounds.
Right.
And if they did the same thing, like all their weapons get pointed better, they get better AP and things like that, this army could be really great.
It would go so far to fixing the army.
I agree.
Thank you, Chris. Considering starting Custodes as a second army,
Yeah.
thinking 2 of each melee Forge World Dread, 10 Alars, and 2 Telemons. Not serious competitive, but maybe fun. What you just described, I think, was like 4,000 points. So
Yeah, be careful when
That's
you're
a lot of
buying.
points.
also
I-
like $4,000. So
I
Hey,
have
if they're-
2 Sword and Shield Dreads. I wanted to run them today, but you run out of points so quickly. So it's
Yeah.
like, oh, wouldn't it be cool if I squeezed in this or squeezed in that? And you're like, oh, I'm at 5,000 points. Okay, so when you pick a theme, that's all your points. Like you
Yeah.
pick a theme and it's all your
Right.
points. I like the Dreadnoughts. I find I don't get them on the table that often.
Mm-hmm.
They don't currently have the -1
Nope.
damage.
they have the strat.
I imagine they'll get that eventually, though.
If they get that, I'm really into
I
that.
don't. This is like another transhuman
They're
thing.
dreadnoughts.
Where it's
Dreadnoughts should get it. They're dreadnoughts.
I don't think any
into
dreadnoughts
it if
should
they
have
get
it
it.
innately.
Well, yeah, that's another question, though.
Like I think that.
But as long as Dreadnoughts do, the Custodes Dreadnoughts better.
Yeah,
And now I'm into it.
Yeah.
-1 damage on a Telemon,
Oof.
I'm into that.
I think it's a cool list. That's totally like you said, it's not the most competitive, but it's also it's not bad.
I've always had
You'll
a
have
ton of
fun
fun
with
with the
it.
Dreadnoughts,
Yeah.
so I would encourage you to buy a few. Don't buy too many because you won't get them in. You won't find that you fit them into all your armies.
Fair.
They'll be sitting on the shelf a lot.
they're not currently OBSEC, and we don't know if they will be.
Oh, interesting.
Or
Yeah.
maybe
It's only the bikers and
I
infantry.
think it's
that
biker and
gets it.
infantry only. Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I would be careful with that.
Weird.
Thank
If they
you.
were, that would be a big change.
It would be a big change. Thank you, Nikolai. Playing a GT next weekend, repping Custodes. How important is it going into the game with CP, or is pregame CP spent more important?
No, this army needs the CP. You have to be careful with your pregame spend and make sure you're going to get value out of it. For instance, I had Captain Commander. I never did it once ever because I totally remembered that it actually is not usable anymore. The one I picked.
Unstoppable Destroyer.
Yeah, Unstoppable Destroyer. So it could have been good in this game, but because it wasn't.
It's only good if you activate him first.
Correct.
And you rarely want to do that. If you charged and activate him first.
If I charge and activate him first, which is less of a thing now. But the Victor of the Blood games are the one to be careful with because it is super pricey, 2 CP, and it's not always worth it.
Right.
You have to decide, is this captain going to be actually at risk? Is it going to be in peril? And the problem is that you decide that on your data sheet before the tournament.
Correct.
Well,
Yes.
Yes, that's the rules.
ooh.
It is a
So-
pregame thing.
So I would generally be happier with the CP than spending too much pregame.
Yeah.
But
personally,
it's
at
a
this
thing that
point.
you do when you deploy the model. It specifically says when you place this model on the table.
Does it say that?
Yes. It's not a pregame thing. It's not like a warlord trait. It's not a relic. It's like as you're deploying him, decide if he has blood
Okay.
games.
Maybe.
If it is like that, still do it more sparingly than you probably think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Custodes, they need the CP.
Thanks again, Chris. Also, could Callion and Montcalm work like doctrines or protocols in the new tab book?
Oh,
And
yeah.
should battlesuits get OBSEC, especially XV8s?
I'm here for both of those. I think that's cool.
Yeah.
I think they could take the Callion and Montcalm, they could take them away from the characters and make them more of doctrines in a sense. Like at the start of the game,
That'd be
the
cool.
army is in Montcalm, and then at the end of the game, the army is in
Hear
Callion
me
or
out.
something.
Like
Cool.
Necron protocols,
Yeah.
except there's 2 columns.
Yeah.
One of them's Callion, one of them's
Whoa,
Montcalm.
that's
And you
cool.
pick it for the whole game.
And you pick it for the whole game, and like you're very good at like the trap thing or the corner them thing.
That's cool.
I don't
I like
remember
that a
what
lot.
those 2 stand for, but
Well, yeah, one of them's reroll hits and the other one is advance and shoot.
no, but like
The
the
but those are-
Equivalent, like
the mechanics of what they do now do not match the lore.
So
of
one
what
is
they're
like the
supposed to
patient
be.
hunter, where it's basically like you lead them into a trap and then you crossfire them and wreck them.
Right.
And the other one is about just strike the head off the army instantly, like
Right.
find the core of the army and then take the head off it like right away.
And neither of those is what they really do today.
Kind of.
Plus, if you were going to make them last for the whole game, then you have to change the abilities. 'Cause
Oh, for
it'd
They're
be
broken
insane.
good,
Yeah,
obviously.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Oh,
That'd
I
be
like
cool.
stupid good.
I dig it.
great idea.
Thanks, Daniel. Hey guys, I once asked for the sexy gargantuan squigoth, and you delivered on that battle. It died quickly, sadly, but that's okay. I
I
didn't
guess.
get to see it live, so I'll contribute with money now.
Well, it'll be back on the table for the APOC
That's
game.
right.
So
Brian
it'll
won't
have
shoot
a
at it
chance.
once.
It'll have a chance to shine. And depending on what's on the table across from it, like a Warlord Titan or a Taunar, it's still gonna die in one go.
I know.
But it'll get to activate first.
Yeah.
It'll still get to activate either way.
That's right.
Maybe it won't die in one go. Maybe because the truth is, it's not the scariest in APOC.
No, I think the stomp is.
The stomp is a lot scarier.
which is funny.
So that's the thing to shoot
Yeah,
first.
that's right.
Thank you, Jacob. Have you guys thought about having premium members submit army lists for your armies that you guys have to play?
We have. There's a challenge though. You might not know which models we have.
Yeah.
So you might submit an army, and it's like, well, we have those models, but not that war gear. We don't have those models. So maybe one day when we have all the models listed or something.
Yeah,
we
and
should
we've
try it.
talked about doing some, because there still needs to be some curation. Like, you guys are here to kind of, see what we can talk
We
about.
don't
and
want you
so,
to just meme us.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, there's that. It was like the shirts thing, where it's like you can't make me wear the same shirt for 6 months in a row because you guys totally would do
They
that.
can and they will.
Yeah, exactly. They have the power. Anyways, but we can do things where like what style of list, parts of a list, things like that are definitely things that we can put up.
Or
to
like
vote.
pick a theme, like, hey, you want to see bikes or vehicles or
Yeah,
dreadnoughts or
just
something
make it a
like
bit more fine grained. So right now we're starting with armies because that's fun, but there's definitely other things we want to do
Yeah.
later on with the votes.
that. We're working our way into it. We'll get better at it and
Yeah.
have more options.
Totally.
Thank you, Roger. In recent bat reps, you guys struggled to spend your CP because there weren't good options.
That's true.
Is it sometimes better to spend more in army building?
It depends on the list, right? So Thursday we played Tau and Drukari,
That's right.
and neither of us have very many to spend pregame regardless.
You could choose to deep strike a bunch of stuff.
Which
but
you did. That was actually one of your determining factors, right? You said,
But I didn't have to pay to do that. That was free for me.
You paid 4 CP, I thought.
So
For the plane, you're right.
Yeah, so you're like, well, it's the smarter call, and the sort of the breaking factor was like, you're not going to do anything else with your CP.
And I didn't.
Right, yeah, exactly. Exactly. So there is that. With those armies where like you don't have good strats, same with even with demons. I was like, well, I ended up spending more for relics and things like that because don't have a ton of strats I want to use.
Demons have really poor stratagems. That's why you just buy all the exalted upgrades because it doesn't matter.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Other armies though,
like Custodes, their strats are so good.
Yeah.
So good. This army, if it had endless CP, it just gets exponentially stronger the more CP you give it. That's why it actually leveled up in 9th.
Right.
Was purely because of command points.
Yeah, that's actually it.
And you still run out so fast.
Yeah.
Not with this build because this one doesn't use it up quite as much. But once you put the Terminators, it doesn't though.
Like if you stooping dive and
the stooping dive goes away real quick.
Stooping dive and transhuman is 5 CP for 1 turn.
Right.
Yeah.
That's it.
And the stooping dive does. Yeah, and I can golden light and things like that. And then you could have, if I had a Vexilla, you could Vexilla, and all that starts to add up.
Yeah.
They have a lot of 3 CP strats that are really good, and they have a lot of 2 CP strats that are really good here.
Yeah. It's the same with Harlequins too, right?
Yeah.
That's why I literally cut it down to just 1 detachment because I can't do it. I can't pay those CP. Right?
Yeah. It was the same. Old Space Wolves used to have so many strats. Now they have none. Except and all the Space Marine strats don't work on any of their units.
Right.
So kind of a big shame.
Thank you, Colt. What are your thoughts on GW developing the lore through the results of tournaments, like Tau territory expands when Tau wins tournaments, for example?
They did do this.
They've done it a few times with like global events, which is cool.
I don't like it.
I don't like how they've handled it sometimes.
Correct.
They did the end times like that.
Yeah.
Remember in Fantasy?
Yeah. It was. Yeah, you'd submit results. There's also a weird thing. Well, I don't know if it's weird. It's an interesting concept where you could almost play a game, like any game, and like send your results in.
Yeah.
And that would like influence it, which is like, I don't know. I like the concept. I don't know about implementation.
Interesting concept, hard to execute.
Breaking the fourth wall in like a way that I'm not super comfortable with. I think other games have handled this in a better way, where like if you win a specific Magic tournament, you get to put like your face is in the art of a card, right? Which is like cool, but you're not like
Guardsman Bridger.
It's not like you just get to like write a planeswalker into the story or something.
Well,
right?
you don't get to do the writing. Like Games Workshop still makes the decision.
The truth is, they'll probably still write the same story they were going to write anyway.
There's that too.
They just explain it away with the results.
Yeah, that's very true.
I don't know. It feels gross to me.
To me, the bigger problem is like right now. Well, Space Marines would just claim the entire like universe,
Yes.
for the next few months until they FAQ, and
Cool
that's
stories.
the bigger problem for me.
Yep.
Yeah. Anyways.
Cool.
Yeah.
Thanks, Edward. Disneyland is a church. It's where we worship capitalism.
That's true. You're absolutely right. Nailed it.
Yeah, it's such a beautiful thing.
Thanks again, Johan. Thank you for your thoughts on jump packs. Would never go to battle without my death company. They make Slaanesh run like hell.
Yeah,
They
seriously.
really do.
Punch so hard. Oh my gosh.
Thankfully, Slaanesh can actually hit, if they hit them first, they can actually hit them real hard.
Yeah.
So
That's
a great match, actually.
Yeah.
Both really fast combat armies. The Blood just have the upper hand because they're Space Marines, but the Slaanesh can do work.
It's more balanced now that you can't just redeploy and 3d6 charge. Because it used to be like, Slaanesh are like, well, I'm going to try to run at you, and the Blenders are like,
I'm
I'll
already
surprise
here.
anywhere.
I'm already here,
Like,
yeah.
Cool.
You're not running anywhere. You're staying in your deployment zone.
Yeah.
This is where the game's going to happen.
Right.
Yeah.
Now it would be more interesting for sure. That'd be cool.
Thanks, Milku. With staggered codex releases, competitive can never really be balanced.
True.
Should GW and ITC delay rules adoptions to maintain balance when new books come out?
This has been off discussed for a long time.
Mm.
I've heard, I'm not going to try to misquote Reese, but basically the general idea that I've heard from him and from other tournament organizers is people just want to play with the new rules. That's what gets them excited, what gets them out to tournaments.
Yeah.
And everyone's here to play with their new toys. And if you're just like, hey, these last 5 books are not in play or something like that, man, it's really a downer.
It sucks. It already sucked when there was a 30-day waiting period, which there was for ITC for a long, long time. And it was like, cool, rules came out, but I can't even like think about them for like 2-3 more weeks.
Yeah.
Can't play with my new toys, and that just felt bad. So day one, being able to go and take your new codex is
which we do at the local RTTs a lot.
Yeah, exactly.
And we roll up with whatever the newest army was every single time, right?
True.
Because we had a big collection.
Yeah.
And so a book literally drops on that Saturday. We're there that
it's
morning.
so fun. You want to play
with
with
the
your new toys.
with like the meta list that no one else has. And that was really fun for us because we could like introduce the our local communities. Like, let's show you this new book and stuff. It's kind of a fun role we got to play.
That's one way to put it.
Yeah. No, at an RTT, and it's all,
Oh, we always had a good time.
Anything goes, you know? It's all silly.
And then Alex goes in and wins with 2 Knights, Magnus, and Mortarion. It's like crazy stuff happens all the time in RTTs, so generally it's like, it's fine. It's
Our
all
local
good.
RTT meta was really great.
Yeah.
And it's the same group of people, and so we had it was just a way to hang out for like a Saturday. We definitely missed that.
I miss it so much.
Yeah.
Thanks, Daniel. Which secondaries are best for orcs in general?
Ooh, so
What do you think?
I think the Adrian special is really not bad for orcs, honestly.
No, the Adrian special is not good. Is good for any army that's good at night, like going to play 9th edition.
Exactly. So it's small units, things like Def Coptas, Commandos, even Storm Boys. If you're not filling out that slot, are great for running out, doing scramblers,
Yeah,
doing engaging on all fronts. And so you've got your 2. It's the 3rd one that gets tougher to pick, right?
Can they do it while we stand?
In certain builds, if you're running like boys, totally you can.
Yeah.
But
problem is like buggies and stuff cost more.
Buggies,
and
even their
characters?
tanks, like they don't have expensive characters really,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
So
yeah.
you really have to be running just boys spam to do that.
Okay. You could build around it though.
You could build around it, which is generally how you want to play that secondary, right?
Sure.
Unfortunately, things like mental interrogation got hit by the fact that you have you only have 1 psyker. You can't afford to.
And
get
he's
more
going to
than one.
die.
And he can die at any moment.
He dies all the time.
Yeah, but you can't give up your cast either.
That's right. You
There's
need
so
the
many
cast.
reasons. So
And you can't give up the HQ slot for an extra caster. So you can't do any of those.
No, exactly. So you kind of got to pick your 3rd one situationally.
On the board.
Yeah.
I agree.
Thank you, Scion of Slaanesh. Morning, guys. Missed the start because time zones. Rip Slaanesh. What would you like to see from CSM Codex to flesh out other non-Death Guard Thousand Sons Legions?
Well, to be honest, like we were saying, my problem is not with the actual Legion rules. I think they're great and interesting overall. It's the units themselves. Like I want bikes to be interesting. I want regular Marines to be interesting. I want like Havocs to be interesting. I tried to put Havocs in this list, and I was like, no, it's just too bad. So like starting with that will be a huge it'll be a huge boost that you can think about. Okay, if bikes are good, if they get the extra rend on the chainsaws and extra attack, like there's a few chapters that make them super tasty there. What I think you'll find it actually lets you play those legions more flavorfully and powerfully than before.
Yeah.
So not to be a cop-out answer, but that's my number 1 thing I'm looking for.
I like them to be a mirror of Space Marines with a bit of a twist, right?
Yeah.
Like that's how I always wanted to think of them.
Yeah.
And Space Marines are excellent, and so if you take that as a base profile, and then you said that maybe they weren't as efficient from like like Chapter Command, for instance. They don't get Chapter Command.
Sure.
And Chapter Command is like the heart of one of the things that makes Space Marine great. So they lose like some of that organizationalness that the good Marines have, you know, in a way. But then on their side, they've got like better psychic, few more trickster-y things they could do with their abilities, and then just an edge in combat.
Yeah.
I think that's always where I've always wanted them to be.
Yeah.
And they're definitely not there now. So we need them. We need their weapons to get a little better, their combat to get a little better in some meaningful ways.
Yeah.
And I think their psychic edge should always matter as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Make the marks matter.
Make the marks matter.
I want to see that.
Yeah. Yeah.
That would be big for me.
Yeah, exactly.
Thanks, Dungeon Master. Not enough Custodes got smashed into glitter on this table.
That's true.
I'm a little saddened by that, but I guess they can't lose every game. Hoping we get another Demon Primarch soon. Maybe Lionel Johnson.
Well played, sir. Well played.
Not the lion.
The worst. Everyone hates Lorgar. I hate the lion. He's just dumb.
I actually never, even like the stories about the lion, I always hated him.
Yeah, I was just like,
those.
this guy.
The problem was
The lion's a cool model though. That
They had-
model they got,
dope
he's
too
kind of
many
fit.
books in a row. That was the issue. Is it was like Dark Angel book, Dark Angel book, Dark Angel book, something else, Dark Angel book, and it's like I don't care about the story anymore. Please stop.
Because they were fighting the Night Lords and things like that, right? He's the most powerful Primarch in like the rules right now. Yeah, I'd say so personally.
I thought
He's
it was
also-
Magnus because he
he's
just powers up and is
Wow.
indestructible.
No, Magnus is absolutely really good, but it comes down to the way the battle pans out in a way. Like as far as actual like data sheet power, I think he's probably the best.
Remember when they first wrote the rules for Dorn, and they were like, he's like, humble and practical, so he has like a regular chainsaw, and they're like, oh, but is it better? He's like, no,
What?
it's like a regular,
That's so
like,
stupid.
cool. They fixed it later on. It was like, seriously?
He just has a chainsaw.
I mean, it's a giant chainsaw, but it's like not anything crazy. And
That's
everyone
so
else is like these
stupid.
So
amazing
embarrassing.
relics. So I was like, seriously? Really? All right.
He's it's not that he's humble and it's just he actually always he's really clumsy and he always misplaces
Yeah.
his relics. So it's like on the battlefield, it's like time to fight,
Right.
and he's like, what? Oh, where's the chainsword? And he's like, hey, you, guard, give me that.
Right.
And
It's like the
because
person that can't have nice phones anymore because they
That's
keep
right.
breaking them.
He's like the kid who didn't bring a pencil to the first day of school.
Yep. Like, luckily I just have this like Primarch-sized chainsword for you. Here you go.
I can't. I'm dying. It's so stupid.
Right? And I was just like, of course.
Fantastic.
Of course, this is what the kids get.
Oh, thanks, Alex. Hey guys, I'm interested in hearing what you two are looking forward to most from the Blood Angel supplements, strats, abilities, etc.
I'm really curious to see what they do. So again, I've sort of shown my own skepticism about the FAQ and how much of it actually represents what the book will look like. So I'm really, really curious just to see, do they get movement strats back? Do they get something else that makes up for that? So I'm just really looking forward to seeing that.
I want them to get the movement back. That was like their thing.
Yeah.
They're so good at combat right now, though. They've got to be careful with that.
They have to be really careful.
Right? Like, who out combats them on the charge?
On the charge? If they charge?
Nobody. If they charge,
Is there any
nobody.
army that's more
Nobody.
dangerous on a charge than the Blood Angels?
Oh, I see. White Scars.
No, they're not.
No.
No, they're not.
2 damage is really nice, guys.
It's
But the Blood Angels have 1 billion attacks.
the other thing is that that's only on turn 3 or with the whatever abilities. This army has +1 strength all the time, or
Sure.
+1 wound all the time.
But that's a different factor.
It's a better ability, and the other thing is they could put multiple units into.
Yeah, that's insane.
And their ability is just an extra attack, straight up on all models. It's ridiculous.
Crazy.
No,
They're stupid.
The
But the White Scars are that's double.
The White Scars are good.
That's double damage on one damage stuff.
Cool.
That's better than 1 attack.
But Blood Angels just have 2
But
damage
not everything
weapons.
is 2 damage either. You know, like not everything you're fighting. I know more of it now is, but
A lot of it is.
I know.
Yeah.
So the White Scars are close.
Yeah.
I'd definitely give it to the Blood Angels. But it's close. That's not.
That's fine.
That's like real close.
The Blood Angels just started with 2 damage weapons and didn't pay for them. Like they just always have 2 damage weapons
That's true.
basically
Like
for
the
free.
Sanguinary Guard, or 30 points. They have 2 damage weapons. All the turns.
It's true. But you could do that with like Blade Guard.
Yeah, but they don't fly and feel no pain.
True. But then
they're
now,
actually
now
cheaper.
now we're like conflating it, right? If the question is which one hits harder on the charge,
Yeah.
No, that's a great example.
That's
They
all
can
I'm
both have
saying.
Blade Guard, and if they both take Blade Guard, Blood Angel, Blade Guard are better.
Yes.
I mean maybe.
Kind of.
Definitely.
The other ones are now 3 damage though. So
the thing is that
we can go around in circles forever.
we should go around in the circle forever. I don't know what I'm saying. It's a very difficult army to balance at the moment. It's on the cusp. It's always been on the cusp of like being too good.
Yeah.
And they got to be careful with the mobility.
Yeah, that's a big
Because
question.
if they're so fast and they hit as hard as they hit now, like what can stop them? They become like Harlequins but better. You know?
Take that back.
Kind of. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I know. I feel you.
It'd be rough.
I'm definitely worried about them.
Like if there's nowhere to hide and they're going to get you first turn no matter what,
Yeah.
and you're just going to lose, like
No.
great.
The fact that they don't have movement is the only thing keeping them in check right now.
That's right.
So
Yeah.
And even still, they're crazy strong.
Well, and they still do have movement. They still deep strike and charge 8.
yeah, exactly.
So.
Or 7 with.
But then
Oblivion.
again, an army predicated on the idea of like, did I make my charge? I lost. That sucks too.
Always.
What? That's every army I've ever
No.
played, Brian.
They used to have like, did I make a charge and at least I could stack the odds in my favor?
Mhm.
They don't have that anymore.
They're
They lost
good
the
odds.
3d6, but they never should have had 3d6.
I disagree.
3d6 keep all dice is one of the craziest things I've ever heard, Brian.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's real good. I like that.
That they never, nobody should have ever
2CP.
had that.
It's real good. But make it
good.
2 CP.
It's really good. Anyways.
All right, next question. Thanks, Will.
We're so conflicted.
Yeah.
Hi, love the show. With death marks, do you apply the mortal wound or the normal wound first? Thoughts on heavy destroyers,
Oh, yeah.
Razorb, or Tachyon arrow?
This is a 9th edition question.
This is a 9th edition
Yeah,
question.
it's like in the main rules. I don't remember.
Mortals are after now. They're after all the normal damage. For better or worse, that's what it is.
So yeah,
Cool.
that's a game-wide rule. It has nothing to do with death marks.
Yep.
If a unit did mixed damage of mortals and normal damage, mortals come last.
Right. So,
Great.
And then heavy destroyers. What do you think?
oh, how are they?
no,
I'm more skeptical than Brian.
I'm super skeptical.
Okay,
I
cool.
think they're rad models.
Yeah.
And when they go off, but
Yeah.
it's one shot.
Yeah.
So you're gonna just like one shot, no rerolls.
And
You're
it's-
gonna miss.
And it's a 75-point model. That's not.
And you're gonna miss.
that tough.
So you have 5 turns. You probably only have a target for like 4.
Yeah.
First of all, you're probably dead after the rest, but whatever. Let's say you're alive. Let's say you shoot 4 times in a game.
Yeah.
You're gonna miss at least 1.
Yeah.
Probably 2. And then how many times did you wound? So let's just say you wounded both those times.
Mhm.
So you get 2 wounds in a whole game,
Yeah.
and then they save 1.
Right.
And then you did 3d3 damage. So you did 6 damage on
The whole
average.
game.
So you did 6 damage for 75 points.
Yeah.
Cool. He did 6 damage for 75 points.
Yeah.
And if he spikes, he does 12 damage for 75 points. That's like a spike in the game. You know what I mean?
Right.
So is he good? Absolutely no. No, not at all. No, terrible, horrible. Should you take him? Definitely.
Stylish. Our friend Chris really likes him.
Because he like one-shotted a thing with it. You know what I mean?
True.
Which is
Feels
cool.
good.
Yeah, I'm sure he rolled.
They're
like,
great. They're great for the strat, the automatic wound strat.
Yes.
1 CP to just like not do an Adrian. You know, it's nice.
So that takes you from your 6 to your 12 damage potentially.
Right.
Which cool, but you burned 75 points.
No, to be fair,
CP.
that was actually you already gave them the benefit of the doubt by saying they wounded both times.
Well, it's like
and one was a save.
we
So
like
you already gave the
kind of, yeah.
I think it works out. We like overmissed, so because it was 4 shots.
Oh, we did.
And we're assuming that half of them
Between
missed.
hits and wounding.
Right, between
why
hits
I
and
averaged
wounds we
it
get
out.
to 2. So the auto wound gets you to like 2.5, 2.25.
2 and a quarter. Yeah, I agree.
But now you're committing CP to it. I don't know. It's not great.
At best, you make your points back.
Yeah.
That's if they don't kill it.
Stylish. You know, what you really need to do is run 3 in a unit so you can reanimate them.
Good luck. Now your opponent will have to kill them.
Yeah, 225 points.
It's a lot of points.
Like imagine if they were obliterators, but way worse.
And one will
like,
die at a
compare
time.
those 2 units.
One will die at a time.
So you
And
won't
then
reanimate.
I roll 4 dice and I have to get 4
No.
fives.
You take 30 more points and you get a res orb. All right.
All right.
And then I still miss.
No, I know. Like I said,
And then the whole unit dies in turn. The reserve does nothing. So now we're farther in the hole.
I'm not a fan of these guys. I'm just.
But I'll throw 1 into a list regularly.
They'll be on the channel.
Yeah. I bought 2.
Yeah.
Or did I buy 3? I think
you bought 2.
I bought 2.
Yeah.
And actually, I think that's the thing delaying my shipping. I think they're out of stock on those, and they're holding my whole order for that one model.
Everyone went out and bought heavy destroyers.
I don't know. Maybe they just didn't make very many because they're like, this model's
This
bad.
$35 model
Right.
is not very
They're like,
good.
this one's bad.
Yeah.
So we'll make 10. And they're like, oh, Brian bought the 11th.
All right, last one. Thanks, Colt. What CSM characters do you want to see get models and rules? I think each
Ooh.
legion should have a unique character.
For sure.
Bring forth Erebus. Nope, no, not
I'd
Erebus.
love to see Erebus.
No.
That would be
That'd be so
great.
Nope.
cool.
No.
No, I would love to see Erebus. That would
He's
be
really
great.
cool.
I would love to see him just to kill him in every game.
Would it be cool if he had a rule which was like a debuff to him, which is like all Imperium hate him.
Right.
He's like Imperium's most wanted rule.
So
You know what I
true.
mean?
Yeah.
That would be a cool rule.
That
So
would
they
be
get
awesome.
like Death of the False Emperor against him,
Yeah.
basically.
And all CSM also hate him too.
Yeah, everyone hates him.
That'd be a cool one. Like we're talking about characters that don't have, they have lore
Right.
but no models.
Right. There's not a lot of them.
There's not a lot in modern 40k and 30k. There's lots of like other characters.
Well, I'm sure there's ton we just don't know them because they're not super popular. But
A lot of the chaos lore that we have is Horus Heresy stuff, and a lot of those people die.
right.
yeah, fair enough.
Or just like disappear somewhere.
Or it's been a really, really long time. Yeah.
Or they haven't even said yet. Right. I think some of them
Yeah.
they're just like we're
Leaving
gonna
it
write them in
open.
40k and then eventually maybe we'll bring them in or
Right.
whatever.
But yeah, a cool character for every main legion would be good.
yeah, that'd be awesome.
And some newer models for some of the older ones. Like they updated Fabi Spile, which is
Heck
great.
yeah.
And he's such a pimp now.
I don't want to. No spoilers, but I'll just say out loud to myself that I don't know what happens with Eidolon
Mm.
of the Emperor's Children. I don't remember if he survives or not, but I like the like having two in the end, like one like mega character and one kind of like captain buddy thing. So
Yeah.
like we have Lucius. Let's
Adrian
get
needs a
someone
buddy
bigger.
cop in every army.
Lucius needs a new model.
Lucius, oh my god,
And he needs not only a new model, but he needs better rules too.
and his own book,
Okay,
like the Emperor's Children book.
sure.
All right, the Pope snuck in. Thank you, the Pope.
What up, the Pope?
What up, Pope?
I'm getting into Custodes. What's a great starting list?
The basic guardsmen with sword and shield right now are amazing. So I would take 3 or 4 units of those as the basis. For your character, if you're just gonna have one character, I like the bike because it's flexible, it's fast, lots of shooting, can hit fly things. So that's a good basis. What I just described is a lot of points already.
It's like half an army.
And then the strongest single unit is the Aquilon Terminators.
Alaris.
Alaris, I'm sorry, not the Aquilon, the Alaris Terminators. And you could easily go for as many of those as you want. Like a 6-man blob is pretty standardish, but you could go 5 or you could go even bigger.
20.
And then you pair them with.
You cannot go a 20-man
Can't go
unit.
20, but
You got 2 10s though.
You could go 210s.
don't do that.
I
That's
was
way
trying-
too many points. And then you could. You take the Vexilla, it's pretty standard. So that's a good core of your army. If you have a big term, like a decent sized Terminator, 2 boxes buys you 6. That's why a lot of us have 6. So you got 6 of them. You got a Vexilla, bunch of guardsmen. You can never have too many of the Custodian Guard. And the Sword and Shield is kind of definitively the way to go today. Yeah.
Cool.
Well said.
Well, that's gonna do it for us today.
Awesome.
Well, thank you guys so much for joining us on this beautiful Saturday.
Yeah. Beautiful here. We don't know where you are.
I know, exactly.
Hopefully it's nice there too.
Well, it's beautiful now because they watched the show.
That's right.
So, yeah, this was a really, really terrifying game, bloody game. I was glad to see the Custodes come out in force.
If the
and do
Custodes
well.
don't die, this is what they do.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
If you didn't kill them, they
Right.
always do this to you.
Yeah. Which I'm like obviously no one wants to lose, but it was kind of cool to see them like pop off.
To actually get
this
to
game.
do their custodian thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
So, having said that, we have a premium game on Tuesday, as we mentioned. Next Thursday, we have another very special match. We'll be announcing that very soon.
Yeah.
So definitely stay tuned. If you did enjoy it, please like and subscribe. If you want to become a member, the join button is right below. Otherwise, we'll see you guys next time on the Tabletop.